All right, guys, welcome to the Unfiltered Podcast. Guys, thank you so much for waiting patiently. We have a panel full of amazing ladies today. It's going to be a great show. Let's get it.
Oh no.
I would have touched you with a fucking stick.
Yo, baby! How are y'all doing on this beautiful Sunday night? Tonight, we're joined with 8 beautiful and lovely ladies. Before we get in the show, though, guys, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified every time we go live, guys. Unfiltered Army, make sure you join the locals. In the locals, you get to see all the juicy behind-the-scenes footage from the yacht parties, the podcast, the strip club. Talking about cups being thrown, fists being thrown. That's all in the locals, so make sure you tap into the locals, guys. Also, guys, make sure you become a YouTube member. Become a YouTube member, you need to go to our channel on desktop, click join. There's 6 tiers. The top tier gives you the best perks possible. That means top percentage off of merch. You get the Instagram chat for members only. You also get our personal number to do business, guys.
Shout out to the Discord gang. Discord, what's up, man? Make sure you guys join the Discord. I want to see some more people in the chat, man. You guys we got to wake up in the Discord, all right? The link is in the top of the description. Make sure you guys hit me, Basil, or Eric up. Also, guys, unfilteredpodcast.shop. We have some really kick-ass merch on the way and also on the website. If you guys want to pre-order the merch, just go to the website and we'll get your order in as soon as possible. Also, me and Eric somehow are matching today. I don't know how this happened. I don't know if he got he's trying to be like me, guys. It's a little different blue though. I call mine Carolina blue. I don't know what he has.
Carolina blue.
I thought that
blue.
was green.
This
like
Green. Are you colorblind?
Yo,
I
she's
probably
colorblind.
am.
Yo,
Definitely not.
there
green.
was something purple earlier, and she
Wait,
said
you
it was
know,
pink.
I was thinking about Little Wayne. No.
Oh my God. Anyway, shout out to Merch Gang, Unfiltered Podcast, Discord Gang. Hit us up, man.
guys, thanks again for waiting patiently. Today we started a little bit late, but we appreciate you guys. I know tomorrow's a holiday. Shout out to the ladies for coming today, man. We really appreciate your time. For the ladies that were here on time and were patiently waiting, thank you guys so much. That really means a lot. The ladies that came last minute, thank you guys so much. It means a lot. You guys could be watching anything else right now, but you're here with us, man. We appreciate that so much. Guys, make sure if you super chat, you donate to the link that's pinned on the chat, okay? That link goes to Streamlab, and we get 97% of all your donations opposed to the 70% that we get on YouTube. YouTube takes 30%, OnlyFans takes 20%, man. We're getting pimped out. So make sure you guys donate on there. Let me see. Subscribe and like the video, man. Make sure you guys like the video. Help us, with the algorithm. Help us push out there. Share the video with your friends, baby mamas, baby daddies, or, whatever you have. It would help us a lot. We're going to get the show started. Introduce the ladies, starting with you. Go ahead.
Can I get your name, age, and what you do for a living?
Hi, I'm Natalia. I'm 18 and I work at Foot Locker.
Okay. Shout out to you. Thanks for coming.
Hi, my name is Clement. I'm 21 and I'm a medical assistant.
Shout out to you. What about you?
Oh shit. Okay. I'm Rocky and I am a music consultant. I'm 27.
27. Okay. Shout
What's
out to
a
you.
music
Yeah, what is
consultant?
that?
Okay, so I consult for different companies and I recruit like different artists. Right now my main contract is out of Atlanta. So I can't disclose the company, but yes, I work out of Atlanta.
Okay. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for coming. Appreciate that. Okay. What about you?
My name is Rav. I work in a medical office and a country club. I also do promotional jobs like handing flyers and stuff like that. And I'm 26.
Okay. Shout out to you. 26.
Country
Okay.
club that's like golfing, tennis, like
Yeah.
rich people shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. Let's continue with you. Go ahead.
I'm Rebecca. I own a nail and lash business and I'm 18.
Okay. Do me a favor. Stop yelling. Okay. You said you're 18?
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to you. Okay. What about you?
I'm Chris. I'm an artist, bartender, and waitress.
Okay.
And I'm 33.
33. Okay.
She
Where's
was trying
that?
to keep that hidden for a second.
Where's
Sorry, hold on.
Go ahead, Basil. Okay. There you go. Shout out to you. And what about you? Go ahead.
My name is Marilyn. I'm 21 years old and I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Okay. 21.
Mhm.
Okay. And last but not least, who are you right here? Introduce yourself.
Hi, chat. I'm Jules, 23, and I work with Unfiltered.
Yep. Okay. Welcome back. You were gone yesterday, and the chat missed you.
Yeah, everybody was
missed
like,
you.
"Where's Jules?"
Guys,
Where's
I did
Jules?"
not get fired.
She
Okay,
did not get
let's
fired,
let's
guys.
get this straight.
She got suspended.
She did not. She got suspended. Okay.
Everyone's like, did she get fired? I was like, first of all,
Sus-
what if I quit?
Suspended with pay, to be fair.
Okay, cool.
But it was cool to have the chat like miss you. It just goes to show your value around here.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a form of validation to me. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Okay. Real quick, man. My name is Eric. This is Steve, aka
King.
And
Bro, he was happy
Basil.
to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
So we're gonna get the show started. So guys, if you super chat any questions, make sure you guys do it through Streamlabs. Any questions for the ladies, any topics you want us to cover. If you guys want to get rated, the ladies will rate your Instagrams. If you want the ladies to if you guys want us to rate the ladies or want the ladies to rate themselves, we'll do that as well. My first question, I got some good questions today, man.
Also, shout out to Jakeem. He's on camera 8. Appreciate floating camera,
Yes.
Jakeem.
Shout out to
shout out
Jakeem,
to
And
man.
Ethan's in the back.
Ethan's in the back
chat.
too.
Yo,
And
Ethan got the chat
as
lit.
always, man.
He said, Ethan said Eric's wearing shoulder pads.
Shoulder pads. Oh, okay. Shout out to Curtis as well, man. Always doing this thing. Yo, I don't know what it is about this shirt, man. It's got people talking. I walked in and
I like that shirt.
I don't know what it is. I walked in and Clemens was like, "Did you lose weight or something?" Bro, all I did was put on this shirt. God damn, bro. Okay.
So
shout out to
guys
you, ladies.
do lie to each other.
Maybe you need to hit
Right.
the gym.
Maybe I need to hit the gym. First of all,
Yeah.
I didn't talk shit about you guys.
First
Yes,
of all,
Okay.
I cook way too good.
You tried
he
to
got out of that.
for it to be the gym, baby
He was
girl.
like, we're out of
My
time.
food
No, no,
is
no,
way
okay,
too good
to
for
be
it to
fair-
be the
to
gym.
be
You can
fair-
ask any of them in here.
Okay. Shout out to your
It
Curtis.
might be the type of
Okay,
shirt.
real quick. No, but if you guys want, we could do that today. But yesterday we did actually have some
Yeah.
commitments that we had to go do. So, my first question for the ladies is: if your man has a curfew for you, do you also expect him to honor the same curfew for himself? And we'll start off with you. So, for those that have a hard time understanding what I just asked, because you look confused. Let's say you were dating him, right? And he's like, "Yo, you got to be home by 12." Right? So by 12 a.m. you got to be home, or no later than 12.
Yeah.
Obviously you'd respect that, right?
Of course.
Okay. Would you also expect him to be home by 12, or could he do whatever he wants?
I would expect him to respect that same decision too.
Okay. So keep it the same.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to you. What about you?
Be home at 12 o'clock too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So Basil has to be home by 12.
Yep.
Okay.
Damn.
Not 12:01, 12.
Okay.
12. Whoa.
Right.
That's right, Basil.
Okay. All right. That's fine. What about you? Would you keep that same energy for him? Yes or no?
Now it depends on the person that I'm dating. I will say yes, if we have that understanding, then come home at the same time. Now, if you're the type of person who is not like that, you're not timely mannered, then I have to understand that. That's just me. But I have to know who I'm dealing with. It's not just okay, be at this time. Like I'm not your mom.
All right, do me a favor. Fix that mic towards her, please.
There's a gray area.
So, ladies, yes or no? Would you expect yes or no?
No.
No. Okay. What about you?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. What about you?
No.
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 What about
12.
what about you?
12.
12
Actually,
too?
11:59.
11:59.
11:59. Okay.
I like that.
Good luck with that
I
one.
like
What about you?
I'm gonna say yes, but the only reason is because I want to spend time with them as well.
Okay. Well, he has to work.
Come on, Chris.
So-
Oh, then if you guys, I don't go fuck.
Okay. What about you?
Yes.
You were gonna say no.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, ladies that said yes, why would you expect your man to honor the same curfew as you? What's the reason?
Because if he expects me to respect it, then obviously I want the same back.
Okay. So
that's
you're
just
looking
like
at this as I'm as equal as him. Like
Yeah.
we're the same. Okay. What about you?
Unless you're working, I just feel like, you should be home. If you want me home, then, I mean, if you're out hustling, getting your money, then I don't care what you're doing. But if you're just out chilling with your boys and I'm out hanging out with my girls, then yeah, get home by 12 as well.
Okay. All right. Cool. That's fair. What about you?
I said no.
Oh, you said no. Okay. What about you?
I feel the same as her.
Same as her. So
Yeah.
if you're not working, come home.
Yeah, if you're working, like that's fine. but-
Okay. All right. Cool. What about you?
Yeah, like why I gotta have a curfew?
Well, there's one simple answer to that.
No,
Do you know what the answer is?
no.
You know what the answer is.
I really don't know.
You don't know what the answer is?
No.
Anybody want to help her?
Please
No.
help me.
No.
You told us last night. not
Someone
to.
Men
help
are not
me.
like women.
Huh?
You're an asshole. There's one. You're
an asshole.
You're
Yeah.
a woman. I was talking
You have
to
a
her.
higher standard.
Because
than
yesterday
men.
she was like helping all the girls out, and today I'm like, anybody want to help? She's like, you told us not to.
Yeah, like, when you're like you know, when you're with your parents and you have a brother, they tell you, no, Clemen, you have to get here a las 11. Pero why, my brother? Because it's a boy at the end of the day and they could defend themselves more than
Yeah.
a female can. You know?
Correct.
No, then
So-
you don't
so-
let him in the house.
It's
hold
dangerous
on.
to be outside anyways.
So knowing what you know, why would you go against that?
I don't. I said I'll be home.
Yeah.
No. But you said
No,
you
you
would
say you
expect.
want
Yeah.
him
Why
to
would
come
you want
home.
him to be?
Oh, because what the fuck? you're safe
That's
with
not
me.
a reason.
No.
But you're saying
Your man would be able to protect himself. He'd
Right.
be able to defend
yeah,
himself.
but like if you're just hanging out with your friends, like, you know, just
That's
come
selfish.
home. That's, you know,
That's
like
selfish.
if I'm at my friend's house, right? Just I'm not outside. I'm just at my friend's house and I'm hanging out and you want me home by 12 and you're doing the same as me. Let's both go home. You know, unless you're working and hustling, there's no reason why I should just go home by myself. You know?
Actually,
Here's the difference.
But
So
things
y'all
happen.
gotta be protected. I feel like the
Yeah.
guy, like it's like the reason why we want y'all home is because, well, you
it's
could.
dangerous outside. That's
Right,
what I
like-
said. It's
So
dangerous
you just
outside.
want
Why
me to go
should we
home
have
and be
to-
by myself in the house? Like, what's
Yeah.
the point of going
So-
home?
I feel like
See-
y'all are, but I think that you guys are saying it because we're saying it to you. You don't have a reason why we have to be home. It's almost like, well, you're telling me do it, so you do it. What's y'all reason?
No, the only say I
Of why
want
I
him
gotta
home
be
is just because I'm a clean as fuck and I just want to be around you all the fucking time. However, I don't care if they go out with be with your friends. If you already know who their friends are, I know they're gonna be safe. If I know you have shitty ass friends, then I'm like, yo, you sure you want to go there? Because every time they go outside, they're having some problems, and
Mhm.
I am just worrying about you,
Mhm.
your own safety as well,
Mhm.
because we all could feel the same way. But I know you have your own at the end of the day.
Okay, but ladies, can a man protect himself?
No, that's why I
from
say
a man,
yes.
we can
Yes,
protect ourselves from a
of
man or a
course.
woman. Can women protect themselves from men?
Not
No.
really. We're the weaker
So,
species.
What
Can
does that
I
have anything
speak?
to do with
Because
the
I
times?
gave a
Yes,
no
why?
perspective.
Okay, go
and
ahead.
we heard a lot of yes perspectives.
Okay, go ahead.
My no perspective was like, I'm not gonna be worried about you coming home at 12. Reason being is reason you can protect yourself. Not just that, but it's more so like things happen. So if you're willing to go out, and I know you're the caring type of person, you're a loving type of person, why would I be like, no, don't go out there and help such and such, or don't go out there and be who you are because you have to be home at 12 o'clock.
Mhm.
But what you need to execute needs to be done by 1:30. That doesn't make sense.
Mhm.
I'm pretty much holding you back from your goal.
Right.
I'm not that type of person.
Good job.
No, but
I
that's,
like you.
but that's if they're hustling.
You can
Because-
already tell which women are marriage material based off that answer.
I'm just saying,
Alana.
like,
No,
it doesn't
because
make
let me
sense.
tell you this. I was a 9-year relationship, and you'll be like, babe, I'm gonna go outside. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna be painting. I'll see you when you get home. Never had a curfew. I never told him when the fuck come over here. But at the end of the day, he ended up finding something else better or whatever the fuck it is.
Okay,
And
let me
that's
ask
just
the ladies.
scary
Let me
as
ask the
fuck.
ladies a question.
That's an experience,
What-
though. It's
Exactly.
not.
It is. That's why I said I wouldn't care.
All right, hold on.
regardless.
Good
Let me
job.
ask
That was
y'all.
a good point.
Yeah, let me ask y'all a question. If he calls you at like 1 a.m., he's laughing. You hear some fun in the background. Hey, babe,
We
he's
gonna
just
feel a
kidding.
certain type of
Are
way.
y'all gonna still be cool with it? Cause you know how y'all don't like us to have a good time.
No.
It's
I've
not about having a good time. It's just
about-
who the fuck is being around you.
Yeah, till you surround yourself.
I
with
Like
would
it.
be
I
okay
want you
with
to have
it.
a good time.
I would be okay with it. Reason being is because if you're calling me and you're telling me, hey, I'm out doing X, Y, and Z, and you're letting me know, like, okay, you're confident enough to tell me like you're out somewhere. Doesn't matter who you're with. You're out somewhere. You want me to know that you're safe. Okay, are you coming home or not? That's my question. Are you coming home or not? Do I need to lock the door or not? That's it.
Okay. Well, the door should be
Well,
locked.
yeah.
regardless.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying.
Maybe she shouldn't be home by herself.
No,
Yes, she means
not
like, do I
that.
wait for you or
Right,
not?
that's what I'm
That's what
saying.
she
Not like
means.
that, but like, you know,
Okay,
do I
no.
stay up for you?
Yeah, you scared me a little bit.
and
That's some Ted Bundy shit.
I-
bitch.
yeah,
When
okay.
you're with her, stay at home.
Yeah.
please.
Okay. All right.
Lock
So,
your doors.
okay, so I appreciate that honesty real quick. Chat, let me know what you guys think, man. And if you guys have any questions, let me know as well. Okay, ladies, name one benefit, and we'll go around the table on this one. Name one benefit that women get from being sexually liberated. Name one benefit. And you know what? We'll start off with you this time.
I don't know.
You don't know one, or there's
I
none?
don't know one.
Are you
Oh,
sexually
that's
liberated?
crazy.
Okay,
No.
real quick. Does anyone
By
here
that
know?
you mean that we
So
we're
yes. So
free
does
to do
anyone
whatever the
here?
fuck we want.
Yes. So
Okay.
sexually liberation for women in today's age is, I can fuck whoever I want, whenever I want, as many times as I want. You can't tell me anything. Okay. And essentially as many people as I want to, right? Like there's no boundaries. What is one benefit that women, because women are fighting for that today, right? Because typically that's what men do,
Stupid.
right? Typically. And I'm sorry. Who said that?
Right there over there.
She said
Okay.
it's stupid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is,
We'll
though.
get to you. We'll get
It
to you.
is.
But here's the thing: if it's stupid, then why are so many women fighting for this? Right? Because that's what they're fighting for today. They're fighting to be equal to men.
To
Saying,
be equal.
okay, we want to be equal to men. We want to be able to fuck whoever. They call it an experience, right? I want to be able to live my life and have an experience. So, what is one benefit that women get from being sexually liberated?
I don't agree with that. So
Okay.
there's none.
None.
Okay. What about you?
I would say inspiration.
Inspiration. Inspiration.
Do
Okay.
what you want.
All right. Cool. All right.
Buzzer, but do
Okay.
what you want.
Okay. Cool. Well, we'll get back to that. So, inspiration. What about you?
Hold up, I'm a little slow. So you mean like
Okay.
no,
No, okay,
Love
cool.
you.
So let me slow it down.
no, wait, ahead. You mean like from me being a girl, like what I can get out of being a female, basically, right?
No.
No.
There's a difference. I
What's
just
the
said
positive thing that you think contributes to you as a woman being able to fuck whoever you want, post whatever you
There's
want,
nothing positive
have
about that.
have the liberty to sexualize yourself in a matter that's like
No, I don't think there's anything positive.
nothing
about it.
positive. Okay. What about you?
I don't.
Nothing
Same,
positive
yeah,
at all.
no.
Okay. What about you?
I don't think so either.
Okay.
You sure?
bro,
'Cause
you
that-
sure?
this
Yeah,
one-
you-
Right.
I saw the little smirk too just now.
Okay. All right. Is there something that they know that we don't know?
No.
Okay. All right.
I think they find a sense of freedom in it, though.
A sense of freedom.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good
Are
one.
you,
right
are you,
there.
are you
How about
speaking for
this?
her?
Since you,
disagree.
listen, all you
No, I'm
women,
talking-
all you women out here have had sex before marriage.
No.
So if you guys don't want to give me any good reasons, I'll start naming some.
I mean, I said
Okay.
No, I'm
inspiration.
being serious.
Some people
And
just want
inspiration.
pleasure.
Okay. Listen, it's okay. We're in a podcast, but be honest, ladies. Come on. We're here to be honest. Okay.
Yeah.
So pleasure.
Pleasure.
Okay. So do you have one or no?
No.
No. What about you? What do you get out of it?
I feel like girls are like confident about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
confident. Okay, shout out to you. Do you want to name some since the girl missed a whole bunch of them? No.
Of why they think they're liberated
Yeah,
when they
what-
have
what's-
sex.
yeah.
Think.
Right. Think.
Think.
I think it has to do with women just wanting to act like men.
Okay.
I think they want to like there's a lot of songs now where women are talking about how they fucked some dude's
Yeah.
boyfriend or whatever it
Correct.
is, and it's like a cool thing to do.
But are they gaining from that?
No.
Okay.
But they think that they're getting from that
Because you also say that there's a sense of like power that comes from it too.
power.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Entitlement.
So a sense of like power and I mean shit, freedom.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I mean?
also think women like to fuck guys who are like that have like status. So like I fucked a
So
doctor or
They
or
feel
an
confident
NFL
in a
player.
sense.
Okay.
It's kind of like it's like they build up a list of guys,
Okay.
not because of their dick or whatever. It's because of what they do.
Their
Does
ego.
that make
Oh,
sense?
real quick, I
Stroke their ego,
I would
right?
say that women fucking whoever they want, whenever they want, as many times as they want. Maybe in the moment it feels good,
Mhm.
right? But I would probably compare it to like when a guy watches Pornhub.com and then he's going through it in emotion, it's good. And then when you come, it's like, what? Yo,
You're like,
yo,
damn,
let's
I
keep
came
it
to a
G.
video.
If you ever done this, let me know. Chat, let me know if you guys agree with this. But have you ever like done your thing, like
And it felt like, you were positioned
like,
after.
like beat the whammy?
Hey yo, chat. Do you jerk off, chat?
Have you, no, hold on, Joe.
I
That's
hope
gay as hell.
everybody
bro.
does it.
That's what you were asking.
No.
Everybody should
Now, hold
masturbate.
on. I didn't ask the chat if they jerked off. I said, have you ever done it?
Done what?
No,
Technically, that's
hold on. Let me
asking
finish.
them.
Let me finish. I never asked them if they jerked off. I said, that's
You
gay
can
as hell.
finish.
I said, have you ever
Different
jerked off
approach.
and then afterwards felt disgusted with yourself?
Why were you watching a fatty or something?
No,
and you're
no,
like,
no, no.
damn.
No,
No, I get what he's saying.
No,
It's
hold
more
on.
so
Let me
like
finish.
You go
Let me
through
finish.
the whole act, and then you're like,
I'm gonna be honest. I was watching Kelsey Monroe, and
Who the fuck is that? I don't even know who the fuck
and,
is
and you're going
we
in,
would never.
Not
and
you
then
giving
hold
her
on, let me
clout.
finish. And then afterwards, you feel disgusted because you're like, yo, why did I really do that?
Well, you already
Right?
got it done.
Did you get
Okay, yes,
disgusted
but,
because that girl got fucked by so many other people?
No, it's not.
that-
It's not
about
hold on.
that.
Listen, there's a big misconception that women think that.
That's why we
hold on, let me
ask.
finish. Let me finish because you don't let me talk.
Never.
Women think that when we watch porn, we're like infatuated with like this girl. In reality, we're just thinking about the situation. Like we're really, and we don't even pay attention to the guy.
Mhm.
I almost like I don't ever look at a dude. That's weird. You know what I mean?
So would it be better to see two lesbians then?
No, because it's
think
not
it's
the same
about
thing.
that.
I think what guys get off on is the fact that like you're basically imagining yourself doing that to
Yeah.
her,
To her.
right? But my
Right.
thing is, I would compare in chat. Let me know what you guys think about this. I would compare women having sex with men the way they do. Afterwards, I think there's a level of disgust that you guys experience. But what happens? You go back and do it again because it's like a high. right? Okay, cool. I'll do it again. It's a continuous high.
So this is why people watch porn. This is why you guys watch
Oh,
porn
absolutely.
because of the high.
Porn is an addiction. If you
Yeah.
believe
No,
it.
no,
or
no.
not.
There is
Porn
like
is an addiction.
gambling.
Yeah.
And,
It's
other
more
stuff.
about instant gratification. So when you get something that instantly satisfies you,
Your
it becomes
endorphins.
it
Correct.
to your brain. It becomes a drug. So
Yeah.
it's basically being addicted to something. It's the same substance that goes on your brain as if you were addicted to drugs.
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
dopamine wears off, and then you feel disgusted about yourself, right? So again, I'm gonna ask the ladies again. The ladies that did name something. Do you really think that that's what you get? You think you think you get confidence? You think you get
No, I said that's what some girls.
Yeah, I said
think they
freedom.
get.
girls
yeah.
do.
I
Okay.
said freedom.
okay?
Now, if you're willing to listen,
Yes.
people have different perspectives.
Mhm.
I said inspiration. You said, what do you think people get from it?
Okay.
I said inspiration. Reason being is because I had one experience.
Mhm.
Now, is that my full experience? No,
Okay.
that's not what I get from sex.
Well, can you give me
I'm
an
single.
example?
Elaborate it.
I'm
Elaborate
single,
it.
Yeah.
so
You
I
can't
can
just
do
say
what-
I.
No,
I
no, no,
had
But
an
here's the thing.
inspiration.
I'm single, so give you a perspective of where I'm coming from.
Okay.
I'm single, so I can do what I want. You feel me? I
Where,
have that
what
liberation.
inspiration did you get?
Hold up, really quickly before I get to that. I'm just saying, I'm single, so I can do as I please. I move how I please.
Mhm.
So me coming across that person and having that experience, I will say, okay, I did feel inspired,
Okay.
But I want to see
hold on.
what inspiration.
Okay,
it
that's
is.
and that's what we're asking.
and that's what I'm gonna get to that point. But you have to understand what led up to that point. You can just ask a question and then leave it like in a gray area. Because
Okay.
you kind of just left it there. You like, okay, well, what do you think? And it's not what
Well,
do you
okay,
think?
so
it's
I
what
said,
you
what do you?
feel.
I said.
You have to go through
I said,
it.
what do you think that women get from that? You said inspiration.
Yes.
Then I asked you how.
Okay,
So I didn't just leave it there. I'm
Yeah.
literally coming back to you, asking you
no
how.
problem. There's a lot of people who are artists, right?
That are
Yeah,
what?
Artists.
Yes.
we're all artists though. We're an artist over life.
I don't know
and
how
the
many artists are
decisions
in
we
here. I've been here. This is my first time. I'm just saying. There's a lot of artists in general.
I mean, as human beings, we're all artists because we all create.
Okay, well,
Yes, we
what's
do.
the point?
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted her to get to the punchline.
Anyways, for the most part,
Oui.
it's more so you. So that connection that you have with that person, you can be inspired with whatever they have going on. Now, however they touch you is an impact, right? What
But
you take from
they
that,
could touch you
Sexual
without being
relevance.
sexual though. You know
but
that, right?
it's the way they touch you. That's why I said it's the
Oh,
way
no.
they touch you.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I'm very lost right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's
I'm
going on.
so
She
lost.
feels
And
that.
All right.
Because I'm
It's- no,
listening.
because
There's
Let's
too many
elaborate.
opinions. There's too many opinions, but all right, let it go.
No, elaborate. We
I'm-
want to hear you.
I'm listening to
That
understand.
they want to
We
see
already
where you
spent
got
all
the
this time.
inspiration.
Yeah,
like
what
what
type of
what
inspiration?
inspiration did it get you? Did it
Based off
inspire
the
you?
listen to her,
connection.
let her
Let her
go, let her
Based
talk,
off
let
the
her talk.
connection with the person.
Okay.
So
But
if you have a connection with the person, you're liable to be impacted or inspired, and you're liable to go back, just like an addiction. So if you like something well enough, you're gonna go back, right? If you
Yeah.
find interest in something well enough, you're gonna go back,
Yeah,
right?
but I don't
So
think that
that's
was the
what that
question.
goes back
No,
to what
but
I
here's the
said.
thing.
Pleasure.
I mean,
because
it's a
it is-
pleasure, yes, but I'm just saying from my perspective, I didn't say pleasure. I
No,
said
no.
inspiration.
But I
But
don't
where,
think that was the
what
question.
inspiration did you get? That's what I want to try to
so
get.
you're
like,
basically saying you
you
got
got
fucked,
inspired
so you got
to
inspired to
use
do
it.
it.
this.
Creativity.
Okay.
Creativity.
That's what I meant. That's
Okay,
what I
hold
was
on,
trying
hold
to
on.
get
So
to.
so you
But
spent.
that's not the question.
Hold on, let me finish.
Okay, well then let it go.
Hold
No,
on.
she's saying
Shut-
what inspired her.
Hold
That's
on,
what I
guys,
wanted to
guys,
hear.
hold on, guys. We're again, we're trying to be respectful here, okay? And I'm glad that you spent time trying to explain it. I still don't. I'm gonna be honest. I still don't understand how you found. So you're saying you had sex with a guy, he inspired you to create music.
Yeah, that's what she's saying. That's
Okay. I mean, hey, to each
To
their
each
own.
his own,
That could
but-
happen.
To each
I'm-
his own. I'm
No,
not
no, yeah,
saying
yeah.
that's your
No,
experience.
I
but
understand
you
that,
asked
we
the
understand,
question,
yeah.
so it's like, why y'all coming from me?
No one's.
Look,
No, no, no,
no,
no, no. Sorry if it meant that way. I just wanted to see where you got
No, no,
inspired.
hold on,
Wait,
hold
I
on,
couldn't
hold on.
get it out because there's so many people chiming in. Like, let me get it out so y'all can fully understand it.
Okay, but
That's it.
here's the thing too, though. Like, you're acting like we're all coming for you.
No, I didn't say that.
That's
but
you
I'm,
just said
Did
that.
I did say that because I couldn't get the point out straight across. I couldn't just say it out.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, I did come back to you so that
Yes,
you
you
could
did.
elaborate on that.
Yes.
Okay.
And I respect
And-
that. I didn't say anything about that.
And listen, I'm not saying that your opinion on that is not valid because I've never had it. It could be valid. Who knows?
Question, I just answered from my
Yo, listen.
perspective.
I'm not even saying anything bad, bro. It's like
He's trying to elaborate
I-
why
bro,
he
it's
asked
like-
you
That's cool.
that.
I'm literally
that's
trying to
cool,
move on
but
from
you
that
like,
situation.
Damn, that's
Okay,
crazy.
next.
Like,
No.
Next.
Okay, cool. All right, moving on. We're just gonna move on from that situation. So here's my next question, ladies. So a lot of times when women come on here and we ask them a question, we ask them, does body count matter, right?
Mm.
And they almost all say no, correct? But
Almost.
by raise of hands, if body count does not matter, raise your hand.
It does matter.
It does
I
matter.
think it does.
Okay, so only one person thinks it doesn't matter. Okay, cool. Okay,
It
okay.
doesn't matter,
It
bro.
would
We're
be-
grown.
Okay,
Like,
so by show of hands, raise your hand if you have less than 5 bodies.
Hi. Everyone raise your hand. Hi.
Yeah, y'all don't look proud.
I have exactly 5. That's so
He
like.
said less than 5.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Damn, hold on. You salty?
Okay. So,
No,
so-
she's
okay.
just jelly.
So here's my question to ladies, right? To the ladies, here's my question. A lot of girls, almost all the shows that we've had, almost all of them do say that body count doesn't matter. My question to you is this: it's very simple. A lot of women say, well, if a guy that I meet is not okay with my body count, then he's not the one for me, right? They say that all the time. And I'm like, okay, cool, that's fair. But my rebuttal to that is that guy could have been the perfect guy for you. It's just his standards are
A little higher.
he doesn't
Yeah.
want a girl that's been fucked by
Right.
20
It's
guys,
understandable.
right? So then the women say,
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
wait,
like,
let me finish because
who
you have 36
cares?
bodies, right? So let's
But-
let's say you met a guy and his threshold was 10.
35.
But, okay, but
Can I finish?
It's
Can I finish?
35.
Let me finish. Okay,
It's
35.
35.
So let's say that the guy you met, his threshold was 10.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, he's a perfect guy. And he really wants to be with you. But he can't get over the fact that you had so many people.
Then he's
in
not
your-
the perfect guy.
See, that's the problem that I'm having. So
Mm-hmm.
then I asked the girls, I'm like, well, this guy could have really been the perfect guy for you. And they're like, well, he's not the perfect guy because he has to accept me the way that I am. And then
Everybody has their flaws. He
Okay,
might be perfect in all ways, but
finish. Let me finish real quick. Okay, I'll let you talk. I promise. So then they say he's not the guy for me, and then their rebuttal to that is, I am the person that I am today because I fucked 35 guys.
Mhm.
And so they're like, well, I wouldn't be who I am today if I didn't fuck 35 guys, right? And I'm saying, okay, cool. Well, then if fucking 35 guys made you the woman that you are today, then why didn't you keep going? Because by the time you got to
Damn.
100, right? Because if it makes you a better person, right?
Mhm.
By the time you got to 100 bodies, you'd probably be an even better person than you are today.
But I don't think that that's really like such a big thing. Like,
No. The whole
You
body
mean
count.
if it
We're
made
not
you feel
talking about the
better
body count, right? What
of
I'm
the experience?
saying is right now, if having sex with guys, the way you guys explain it, makes you the person you are today, and you're proud of the person that you are today, why stop at 35? Why not go to
No,
105?
What if you're content with where you're at right now and who you are today?
But see,
Then it does matter
okay, so
because you said if you're concerned at what number you're on right now, then it does matter. Because if it didn't matter, you wouldn't give a fuck about the number.
yes, I guess the point that I'm trying to make is, and you have 35 bodies, so I guess the point that I'm trying to make is,
36.
Can you say that any like?
hold on,
Any
let me
louder?
finish.
No,
Well,
you
you're
just keep saying we
to
got
my-
36.
listen,
You have
to
35.
my knowledge, you're the girl that has the most at this table. What I'm saying is, why wouldn't you go to 40 if it makes you a better person? Why would you?
I don't think that how many people you have sex with makes you a better person, a bad person. Like, bro, it's sex. It's a normal thing. Like,
Okay,
I don't
so-
think that makes you good or bad. Like, I don't think that defines anybody.
Can I say something?
Hold on, real quick. I'll get back to you. So then, why do women say, "Me fucking this amount of guys made me who I am today"?
That's them. Like, I don't think that the people that I had sex with made me who I am today, bro. Like, those,
So you
it's just
just-
sex.
They're just
Like,
experiences
yeah,
that
they're
you
just
had.
experiences that you have.
Okay.
Like, they don't make you who you are. They don't like dictate nothing in your life.
Okay, so I guess what I'm trying to get at is that's an excuse that women use to justify the fact that
I-
they've had so many sexual partners.
I guess like that's the way of like covering it up. I
Okay,
guess. I don't know.
is it fair though? Like, does that make sense?
No, because whoever says that, I just feel like they're just trying to cover up for something. Like, there's no reason to be like, oh, me having sex with this many people made me who I am today. Like, no, bitch, that's not what makes you who you are. Like, other experiences make you who you are.
Okay, guys, make sure we're not breathing into the mics. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, but so do you understand what I'm saying? I'm sorry, because you had something to say, correct? Do you feel like women just use that as an excuse to get away from the fact and accountability that they had sex with so many guys?
Look, I feel like body count does matter. And before anything, like, look, the reason why is because no man wants a girl who has multiple types of experience. Now, you walk around with a girl who has a lot of body counts and you're in a club, it's like, oh, you're walking around with a girl who that nigga fucked. Oh, like, yeah, I fucked her. Yeah, I fucked her. I fucked her. And it's like, it just goes around and around because you fuck so many people that you go out and it's like, okay, so who didn't you fuck? Like, how do I know that you didn't fuck my homeboy or my cousin or my lost long family member?
Mhm.
Because it's embarrassing to the guy.
Okay.
And as a girl, like, we say, yeah, we don't care about the guy's body count, which is true because at the end of the day, men are gonna do it. But it's you as a girl, you're opening your legs. You get me? That goes inside. you know, it's just different.
Okay.
Like
that's
I
a
said
fair point.
before, guys fuck women. We don't fuck men.
Right. Okay. So I guess what I was trying to prove is that when women come on this table and they say body count doesn't matter, and then I say, what's your body count? They're like, it's none of your business. And then we get to the fact that they eventually do say their body count. I'm like, well, why'd you have sex with so many guys? And she's like, well, it made me who I am today.
Mhm.
And I'm like, okay, cool. Then why not
That's not even
continue?
a valid response, though.
But this is the
But that's a
excuse. That's the
response
one
for
excuse
them.
that all girls
Right.
use. I'm telling you, we do this show 5 days a week, and we have multiple girls come on here all the time, and they all say the same thing. They either say they don't, body count doesn't matter, and then they don't want to disclose their body count. And I always say, well, it's funny because every time we have a virgin over here, she's always proud to say
Correct.
I'm a virgin.
Yeah.
I've never had a virgin once tell me that's none of your business.
Right. Well, another thing too is women will count bodies and then not count certain bodies. So like this guy
Yeah.
was a one night stand, or this guy was with or without a condom. Like women are very tricky. You got to really read in between the lines with a lot of them. Or I just gave this dude head or whatever it is. Like maybe that doesn't count, but they have these little things where it's like, oh, I forgot, or I was drunk that
Like
day.
double standards
Yeah.
to everything.
Let me ask the ladies a question. Do you ladies keep track? I guess the girls that have low bodies know, but like, do you keep track of every guy you had sex with? Like, do you put a
Yes.
little thing on your
Yes.
calendar?
cap.
Not on the calendar.
I
No.
I knew a girl
Women
that
remember
It's so
shit.
funny. I actually
Women
have a
remember shit
book.
that they care for.
It's not a calendar, but
I have a
yes, you
list.
definitely keep
All right.
track.
All right.
Sorry, guys.
So you said you keep a book?
I have a book and I write my list and I rate them.
The
Oh my
black
God.
book,
Oh,
bro. You
shit.
should burn them all.
No, it's so funny.
Red flag.
You got like pages.
Okay.
Damn, it's like 5 lines.
Literally one page.
Okay.
One
really
page.
is.
Okay. All right, cool. Do me a favor real quick. Let's get to the super chats. Go ahead, Curtis, and read them.
Yeah, we had one coming from David Jones. He said, ladies, choose something you would rather deal with while in a relationship with a man. Him cheating on you while pretending to be faithful, or him watching porn while pretending he doesn't watch it.
Okay, shout out to David. This is a really, really good one right there.
Mhm.
Ladies, did you understand that?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. See,
No.
we okay. Ladies, please reread it, bro. And ladies, please pay attention to what he's saying. Okay. Go ahead,
Okay.
bro.
Ladies, choose something you would rather deal with while in a relationship with a man. Him cheating on you while pretending to be faithful, or him watching porn while pretending that he doesn't watch it.
Okay, which one would you rather deal with? We'll start off with you.
Him watching porn.
Him watching porn. Okay. What about you?
Listening.
The porn.
The porn. Okay.
Yeah, the porn.
The porn. Okay. What about you?
The porn.
The porn.
I'll take the phone.
You take the porn.
Yeah.
Porn.
Okay.
Porn.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That's a pretty easy one, I guess. Right.
Yeah,
I have a question for the gentleman. You have something to say?
I was gonna
But
say
I was gonna say also the porn, isn't it? Since you guys say it is a habit and gives you that
Yeah, yeah.
type, like it's
I
kind
see.
of sad too, because I don't want him to feel better watching porn than me fucking him.
Mhm. Can I be
You know,
honest
I
with
mean,
you?
he could be getting
Yeah.
ideas.
Okay, that's a good point.
That too, but remember,
We all know that that's not
that's
the case.
unrealistic.
True,
Porn
but
is
he could be
unrealistic.
having goals in life.
I-
Don't
I
No,
actually
because
agree
the
with her.
cheating, it could be like, bitch, I got drunk last night and I fucked this bitch.
you gotta know your man. You gotta know
No,
your
no, no.
man.
Yeah, but they're giving us an option. But I'm saying porn is like he'll do it because he feels better doing it, because gratification, you
Mhm.
get that instantly. And it just feels like, at the end of the day, maybe the cheating might be better because fuck, I'm still pleasing him in the end of the day.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
No.
Okay, ladies, can I say one thing? And I'm speaking for myself, not for all the guys in the world. Okay. If your guy is watching porn, he's bored. If
See?
your boyfriend's watching porn, he's bored. He really is, and he's probably not cheating, but he's probably thinking about it. Okay, or he might not cheat, but every time he goes out, he sees a baddie.
So
He's like,
therefore, you're telling me
yeah.
that he's more unhappy.
he's unhappy.
Okay.
There's some, maybe he's just mentally trying to spice himself up. You know what I mean? Like she said,
He's
well,
trying
you
to
know,
fuck a different girl. Just
it-
be honest.
yeah,
To keep
yeah.
it about he's trying to fuck
I
another
mean,
girl.
some guys don't necessarily. Some guys are happy in the relationship, but they're just bored. Like I don't think all guys want to cheat.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I think all guys, are attracted to other women. We talk about this shit all the time. But
Mhm.
That's
if you
spontaneous
if a guy really loves his woman, I don't think he wants to cheat on her, bro. I'm just
No.
being honest. I have a question for the gentleman though, and shout out to the super chatters, man. I have a question for the guys because we just kind of asked the girls this, but would you rather have a girl that's very promiscuous online? She's got the bikini pictures, right?
Mhm.
She's got all that, right? And maybe she even has an OnlyFans,
Mhm.
but she has 0 bodies. She's never fucked anybody. She's a virgin, right?
But I get a fuck right.
Let me finish, okay? Or have a really quiet, discreet woman. She represents you well in public, right? but she's a whore. She's had 100 bodies, right? She's been around the block. Which one would you rather, as a man, because you know how important it is for a woman to represent you, which one would you rather have? Would you rather have the girl that's really good in public, but she's been around the block, or have a girl that's really promiscuous online, but is a virgin? Which one would you rather have?
I know what I'm gonna pick.
I would rather have the girl that doesn't have the bodies.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the girl that got fucked by 100 guys you're still gonna be. You could still get shamed anyway. Like there's somebody could still find out. I feel like, I mean, maybe there's more of the girl online being seen, but
you're gonna be shamed for that too.
Yeah, but she doesn't actually have the bodies though.
Not only that, you could still mold her.
I'm good. Yeah, I'll take the OnlyFans girl because she doesn't have the bodies.
Okay.
There's nothing. I mean, yeah, it's embarrassing, but if I'm gonna embarrass either way, I'd rather get embarrassed.
Okay, chat. Let me know what you guys think. I want to know what
I
want to know what the chat thinks about that one. What about you? Which one?
Yeah,
would you
bro, I
pick?
can't pair a bond with the girl that has 100 bodies.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the girl that has 0. Fuck what everybody else thinks. I know she got 0. I'm taking her virginity.
Okay.
Yeah. She's
You
teachable.
and I know with the people that we do business with.
Yeah.
Having a woman that makes you look bad online is a no-no.
It is.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Honestly, I know that bodies are bad, but like that girl is online for the rest of her life. Like no matter what you do, even if you deactivate that page, like you're on there forever. So when
your
you have
kids are gonna see that.
Your kids are gonna be able to see that. Your mom is gonna see that.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna see that. So no matter what, your reputation is still fucked because she's
regardless. She
everywhere
still has
the
that stigma anyway. So I'd be like, so what? She only fucked me.
And the body with the one with the 100 bodies, like yeah, like people know that, but at the end of the day, you know that. You get what I mean? Like it's not all over the internet. It's discreet.
Word of mouth still goes around.
Yeah, it does.
The
but
family
like,
unit
it's
is gonna be
different.
so fucked up because she has 100 bodies.
Yeah, 100%. But like, what about your girlfriend? She's with
I'll
her
choose
pussy
peace.
lips
I'll
open
choose
on the
peace.
internet.
I'll
You know?
choose peace.
Okay, but the
But
options.
they ain't nobody gone in there. It's like a brand new car. Everybody shows it off online and here sell. But nobody wrote that shit.
Hold on, but she has a good point though.
I get it,
Because
but
here's the thing. There's a lot of women that
It's
are hoes
difficult.
out here that are actually very discreet. Okay, and that's their thing. They want to be discreet about it. Now, the likelihood of like everyone knowing, even if maybe like in school somebody knew her, but like in general in real life when you're not seeing people every single day, the chances are probably nobody's gonna know that she was a hoe, or at least the way that she knows that she was a hoe. Now this girl with the OnlyFans, she's out there forever.
your brother could be watching it and you don't know that.
Your kids, man.
still
Don't
not
no
changing.
woman
Listen,
nowadays think about a family.
It's a tough decision, right?
It is.
It really is. And the reason why I asked the gentleman this is because, guys, we know, and women don't necessarily always think about it like this, but the girl that we choose to be with, go out with on a date, having our cars, go to, dinners. Like when we went out to dinner with Kish, we're going to dinners with doctors and stuff like that. Like people of importance, right? The girl you take is a huge representation of who you are. If your girl's friendly, it makes you look bad. If your girl gets hugged or kissed on the cheek, it makes you look bad. There's so many things that a woman can do to make you look bad. Guys will literally look at you. They may not say anything. They'll be like, yo, I don't respect that dude. I'm not doing business with that dude. And so, it's unfortunate too, because a lot of times you'll get with women that will pretend that they're good women and they won't tell you the truth. So
Of course. Yeah, there's a lot of women that are like, I don't know, they're just good at hiding it. But
it
for
goes
me,
both
I'm still not
ways.
changing my answer.
Yeah, bro.
because I
Because
think
I want peace at home, bro. That's what matters more to me than like someone doing business with me. Like, bro, at the end of the day, I'm going to be able to make at least minimum of 100K a year. So fuck everything else after that.
So you're saying
I'll take the
business.
peace
You'd rather
at home.
be happy
and I'll
at home.
Yeah, have
You'd
a
rather
little
go
bread.
over there and like fuck what you said.
Okay, but
I'll go
you're
home to my
saying
girl.
so what you're saying now is that there's no thought that would cross your mind having that woman at your house, knowing that her videos are out on the internet and there could be somebody in
No,
that
because you're
exact
already-
moment watching that.
I don't care.
No, because
Here's
you
the
already
thing.
said
And
nobody.
you're planning
she's-
and you're
he's the
planning
first
on
one.
okay wait and you're planning on having a family with this person. You're planning on raising kids with this person. So you're telling me that there's no concern that will cross your mind about having that out there and still having that woman represent you?
She's gonna have 0 bodies, right? So I'm gonna be the first body. I can
Exactly.
teach her new things.
Okay.
She's gonna get
That's
rid of
what I
that.
say.
hold
can
on,
mold
hold
her.
on. The other thing is there's a chance that the whore could turn back into a whore. Like
Yes.
I would rather
Yeah.
the girl turn like maybe try to mold her to not do OnlyFans. She wouldn't be doing them once I figured
Right.
out.
Once you're with her,
Rather
you'd be
than
like, baby, you don't need that.
trying to get
Okay.
the whore to
Okay.
not be a whore again. Because if she
already
does it
got
now,
all the
I'm really fucked.
experiences.
Okay.
I would be
That's
more
fair. I have a question. You said that it's not. It's the same thing.
Ladies.
And what?
Earlier, you said it was the same thing.
Ladies. If
Sorry,
In
we
what,
got
though?
we got a super chat. Hold on.
Guys because of their blue collar
Why is it
status.
It's
playing
reading
twice?
twice, bro.
Sexual status or hide
Shout
a
out to
lack
the
of
super
sexual
chatters, man. We
experience.
appreciate you so much, David Jones. Go ahead and read that one out loud, bro.
David Jones, ladies, if women want a monogamous man, then why do women ignore good guys because of their blue collar status or height or lack of sexual experience?
Did everybody hear that? We're
Yes.
good. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead. Start off. What do you think about that?
Okay. So
You know what?
okay, I
monogamy
heard it. I heard
means?
it. I understood everything. I just
Okay.
need to like figure out how I'm gonna word it.
Okay, take your time. Not too much time.
Yeah, you might have to come back to me.
Okay.
Do you know what the word means?
Monogamous?
Yeah.
With
No,
one
never
person.
heard it.
With one
But I
person.
One person?
One person.
Sex with one
Okay.
person.
Sex with one
Yeah.
person.
Like in a relationship, you're not having sex
Like
with
you
other
don't-
people.
you
So
don't want
I'm not gonna
anybody
have
else.
sex
Let me
with
just
anyone else.
simplify it, ladies. If there's a man, you know,
I think David is too smart for the women. on,
Yeah.
on the fucking for most
Not
women.
all
take on that
women.
one.
For most women,
Yeah.
I don't. I
Okay.
listen, man. These aren't hard questions.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
ladies, if a guy is, why do women want a monogamous man? Why do they ignore the guys that are like working the construction jobs? Why are they ignoring the guys that that are short? If they want a guy to not have a lot of bodies, why do they not give those guys a chance?
Like, why are you reaching for the most when you know that you could find the perfect guy that you're looking for? The guy that doesn't cheat, the guy that has a regular job. Why are you ignoring the regular people and going for the extreme of the 1%? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. The first thing that popped into my head when you explained it, I was like, girls are probably scared of being looked at a different way when they can probably look like the most amazing girl next to like maybe a guy that doesn't have that much, you know?
Okay.
Okay. Do me a favor. Scoot in this way, please, so we can catch
Okay.
you on the angles and
Yep.
fix the mic towards you, please. Okay. What about you? What do you think about that?
I feel like girls go for guys who make them feel like shit. Like I feel like it just makes them feel better low key, you know? Like I'm not speaking like for me. Like I'm just saying like in general because it's true. Like right now a guy like super cute, but he's short. You're not gonna give him a chance because you rather the guy who's taller. You get what I mean? I feel like girls care so much about what the person next to him looks like instead of what's inside of them.
That's
You
a
get what I
very
mean?
good point. And you
So
know what?
it's like
I appreciate the honesty. I really do.
Yeah.
Push the
Like-
closer to you, please.
like
Go
no
ahead.
matter what, like I'm speaking about myself because if there's a guy who's 5 feet, I'm sorry, like I'm not giving him a chance because he's short. You get me? And I'm tall, but
How
that's
tall are you?
5'5".
What's the lowest that you'll go with a guy? What's the lowest?
There's no lowest.
So
You're
you're
either the
What's the
same.
minimum height?
What's the
You're
mi-
either the
minimum?
same height as me, or you're
So there
taller.
is a
You get
What
what I
about
mean?
when you
So
wear
there's
heels?
But those are my standards, and
Okay.
that's me. And
So
yeah,
you'll take a guy
my
that's 5'5"?
soulmate might be short. You know what I
Okay.
mean? But I'm not looking in his direction because he's short, and it's true. It is my flaw, and I might not find a good guy because of that.
Clement,
But it's that.
thank you for your honesty. That means a lot because most women wouldn't be that honest. Okay. What about you?
I move up a little to the mic too.
I wouldn't bypass a blue collar person.
Okay. So you date
That's it.
those type of guys?
I mean, I date who treats me well.
Okay. That's fair. Okay. Shout out to you. What about you?
Same for me. I'd rather him be loyal to me.
I like these ladies. I like these ladies.
I feel like Rafaela is lying.
no.
Why?
You know what, Rafaela?
We
Rafaela,
were
you're-
talking about how you won a green card earlier.
Okay.
Whoa,
Do you know how many
Yeah,
have
you gotta put your
offered?
business out
Do
there.
you know how many have offered?
how many have offered?
Don't do that.
Many.
Many.
Why do you
I
turn them
don't
down?
Because I don't want that. I take marriage seriously.
Okay, good.
Shout
shit.
out to you.
You held it down just now.
You give me more like traditional vibes.
I'm very
Shout out to I
traditional.
like traditional women. Okay. What about you?
I think because it was like
Don't tell me you forgot the
Oh,
question.
yeah. Hold on. Yesterday you did the same thing. Are you
my-
loading?
yeah, I'm loading.
You good?
I'm loading.
Okay. Shout out
Black
to you.
Internet Explorer.
Okay. What about you?
Okay, I'm gonna respond to the question why we look for not those type of people, because in society even the ugliest person tells us that we're beautiful.
Okay.
So we fucking have that shit in our head that we think
Okay.
we're better than most people.
Gotcha.
And not only that, why we think like, okay, so we're beautiful, why wouldn't we shoot for the bigger and better fish out in the sea?
Gotcha.
It's not because we want the lower status people, it's because we don't know where we stand at. So stay in your lane, because let's be honest, we all have either we could all be ugly, we could all be fat, all this, like, but we don't portray it that way, that we think that we're we deserve better when you actually don't.
Okay, give me a second, real quick.
Sensational.
Good job. Okay, real quick. What about you?
I agree with her.
You agree with her? Well, that's a good cop out right there. Okay, cool.
Wait,
I have
can
a
say
question.
Something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I don't
Oh.
feel this way, but I think women also like to show out to other women.
Exactly.
Oh, good point.
Okay.
That's
Wow.
status.
We're
You know,
honestly,
I said that earlier.
No,
about
when we
status.
get ready,
But
we don't
it-
get ready for men.
It goes into double the
We-
status.
That's
That's
cap.
a
Because-
that's cap.
because we get ready because like we know this other bitch is gonna fucking say some bullshit about us and all that shit.
Okay, wait, give me a sec.
No, I get ready to look hot for
Yeah, for
other men.
yourself as well.
Okay,
No, but men don't notice that.
hold on, real quick. Okay, what were you saying?
Yeah, I just feel like women like to flex.
Women love
on-
to compete with each other. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
But men do the same thing. They compete with each other
Hold
too,
on, let me
right?
tell you something.
It
As
goes
a
back
man,
to status.
I have never gotten ready for other men.
Not ready, but you guys compete in another sense.
Okay.
Like we're better in business, we're better in this, we're better in that.
My
For
girl's
us,
finer
it's
than
different
your girl.
competitions.
I'll tell you what. I did have. Damn, this is gonna sound gay. No, never mind.
Yeah, go say it, say it.
No.
Yesterday, you said that yesterday.
No,
were like, oh, we
okay. What I was
compete.
gonna say was I did have a guy come in here with his whole crew dressed up, and I was like, "Yo, I could
I'll
dress
dress
up
them.
better." No. I was like, "Yo, I could do better." It was more like,
Inspiration.
yes,
It was more of
I was more
reflection.
inspired. I was like, you know what, we could do that too. You know what I mean? It wasn't a jealousy or envious type
But
of
you
feeling.
don't.
It
I
was
don't think guys get jealous. I think more women get jealous. Of
We
each
get
other
jealous
versus
and men
guys
get
getting jealous.
Yeah.
in
No,
competition.
guys come in cahoots. They're like, okay, I see what you're doing there.
Yeah.
Let me get on board.
That's
and
what I
women are
said.
like, okay, I see what you're doing.
I'ma do
How
it
did you
better.
do it? No, how did you do it?
Okay.
But they can't figure it out sometimes. So it's like, okay, now I have to go
Try.
against you. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
The reason
Yeah.
why
it's
men
hard.
desire multiple women is because it's the
Okay,
only
yo, why are they
way
reading
to
twice, bro?
They're doing it for me.
I got it.
Curtis, yo, you put it off the screen, bro.
They know.
Come on, Curtis. Come on, bro. Okay, real quick. Shout out to you. You're making some really good points tonight.
Oh, thank
Can you go ahead and read that one, please?
Yes.
Shout out to Curtis, man.
Yeah.
Curtis is still rocking back there, guys. Just be easy with him. Go ahead, bro.
All right. It says from Nina, would you rather have complete honesty in your relationship, even if it meant you might hurt the other person's feelings, or complete trust without the need for honesty?
I'll respect you more.
Yes.
Okay, so you respect more.
It leaves
Yeah.
me room to have my own opinion. Like if I
And-
want to be here, I want to be
Mhm.
here. If I don't want to be here, I have the room to go.
Not only that, I
Agreed.
respect you for being honest and being yourself.
Mhm.
You know,
Okay,
at the end of the day, we
Agreed.
all want to be that.
that's
I have
fair.
the option to stay here and deal with it or go.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's it.
and I think everybody wants that.
Right.
Of course.
I think everybody wants it. It sucks being with someone 2-3 years, and then you realize who they really are. You
Or
find
you
out who
don't
they
know them at all.
or
and
you
you're
don't.
like,
but
what the-
but here's the problem: when you find out the way that a person really is, 2-3 years, and you've invested so much,
much.
energy and time and resources,
True.
and you could have literally spent those 3 years doing something else with your life, and you feel so cheated, right? And it's really fucked up. I've been through that situation, man. That's fucked up. Okay, cool. So I have a question for you, because you brought up a good point earlier. You said that your standard for a guy has to be your height or higher, right? Now, does it sound crazy, right, that men look at it like that too, but we look at it like that towards body count?
Yeah.
Does that
No,
make sense?
Yeah.
Like we're
It's
like,
the same
yo,
thing.
I don't want a girl that has
Because at the
this-
end of the day, girls don't really care about guys' body counts, so in a way it's like, okay, now it's presentational wise, you get me? Like you're not gonna walk around with a guy that looks like Humpty Dumpty, you get what I
Okay.
mean? Because that's your presentation, you get me?
Okay.
Like what you're next to. Like if you're a bad bitch with an ugly ass nigga, people are gonna look at you like, what the fuck is that girl doing with him? Even though yes, that's the one you like, so it doesn't matter,
Okay.
what anybody else thinks. But it's just the way that I think.
What if he's a really short guy, but he's just everything else is there? He's got the money. He actually looks like the guy. Like if he were taller, he'd look exactly like the guy you want.
That's
You
a good point.
still
That's the
aren't
thing.
gonna want him.
So there'll be a girl out there that
Oh.
accepts him for
You
his
wanna
height.
know
my
why?
God.
The
See?
reason is they don't feel secure. I want somebody bigger because I'm already a small ass person.
Okay.
You don't think they
Right.
could take me down?
You wanna
What
feel
makes
safe.
you think
That a
I
guy's
don't
gonna be
feel
able
like
to
they're gonna be?
defend.
Okay,
Yes.
ladies, I love everything you're saying. Let me tell you why. That is exactly the way we feel about body count.
Exactly.
That is exactly.
wanna
Listen,
feel safe.
listen to how you guys are talking about height,
Uh-huh.
right? Height.
And I'm a short
Listen, let
fucking
me
person.
finish. Height is something that men cannot control. We
Yeah.
cannot control our height. I was blessed to be tall. We're all pretty tall, right? We were blessed. Bro, okay, the average height for a guy is 5'8". Okay, we're pretty taller than that. Now, here's what I'm saying: You guys are judging men off things that they cannot control. We judge you off something that you can control. And yet you sit here and you tell us it doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. You can control how many guys you have sex with.
Not
Okay.
all of us.
No. All of you.
Not all of
you.
us
Listen.
say that.
Okay. Not all of you say that. That's true. But I'm saying all of you women can control it unless there is extremes where something happens out of your control. And I get that, but that's still the minority. Okay. That's still the minority. Most women can control when they have sex, who they have. You guys select these guys.
Yes, we
So
do.
it's kind of unfair for you guys to sit here and say, why wouldn't date a guy that's this tall? And then when we sit here and say, well, I don't want to date a girl that
I
has
don't
more than
think
10
it's just
bodies.
height.
I feel like life is unfair.
It's
so
not just
regardless,
height.
But I just don't think that anybody is having sex to sit here and think about like, oh, but what about if my future husband doesn't approve of this?
No.
You should think like that.
Nobody's thinking about
But it's
that.
should.
not
Or
just
at least, like,
height. It's more so
It's-
protection.
yeah, that's
so
what I said.
can
Safety.
you protect me and you?
Okay.
Low-key, I don't
Now,
think
Are
okay.
you
height
big
at
enough
all.
to protect me and
That's
you?
a good point. Now
That's it.
here's the thing. So why is it that guys, because body count isn't protecting anybody? Let's
No,
be
it
honest.
is.
What
It
do you
is.
mean?
It's
What you
protecting the
mean?
female's reputation.
Okay, yes, in that
Not
sense,
just
but
your
I'm saying not
protection, your
physically.
internal. Yes, it is.
Okay. Well, no, I know what you're saying. What I'm saying in general, like physically, like it's not protecting anyone, right?
Oh.
Like if you have zero
not
body,
karate
if
chopping
you're
somebody.
if you're a virgin,
Your
and
body count
If
hit
you're
me.
a virgin and three dudes come up to mug you, they're not gonna be like, "Oh, you're with a virgin? Okay, cool, we'll pass you." Like it doesn't. That's the point that I'm trying to make. It doesn't work that way in society, right? So what I'm saying is, we as men, we ask for one thing, and you have a good point, and it's kind of fucked up. Women aren't living for the future. You're living for today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Women are living for today, and that's the problem in society. You're
That's
living for
fucked up.
today. If you're not like, think about it, right? If I was living my life right now for just today, I have 2 kids. I have to live for tomorrow. I like one of the biggest reasons why I go to sleep every day, 7, 8 a.m. is because one day I want to be able to pass my kids something and say, here you go. I'm giving you something that I didn't have when I was coming up, right? For my kids, bro. That's it.
But not a lot of people think that way.
But you
do.
have to. And
That-
listen,
that's what I mean.
listen,
They
hold on.
don't.
When I was a kid, first of all, at 17 years old, I was going to court for a crime. I was 17, mind you, 17. I wasn't an adult yet, but they tried me as an adult. And even after I went through all that, in my mind, I kept thinking about my sisters. I was 17. I kept thinking about my sisters because I went in a situation where the stepfather was, doing stuff he wasn't supposed to be doing. And I kept thinking about my sisters. Like I wasn't living for that moment. I was living for like, I got people to protect. And I think that's the biggest problem in society today. That's they're pushing, do whatever you want. Women are the shit. Who cares? They should hold on. Why do you think they're pushing acceptance? There's a fat bitch out there called Lizzo. What, like the body inclusion, you're not fat no more, you're curvy now. Like think about like they're bending the rules and they're leading women. And look, people say I hate women, and I hate that shit, right? I have a daughter, I have a mother, I have 4 sisters, I have a girlfriend. It would be stupid for me to hate women. But when I tell you guys the truth, women don't want to hear that. And so therefore you hate women. I had a girl today DM me and she was like, oh, well, because she came on a show. I'm not going to say who she is, but she came on a show and she was like, oh, well, when I was on the show, you said that no one's going to want me because I have 40 bodies. And I was like, well, most guys, most self-respecting men aren't going to want you. And she's like, well, then they're just not the guy for me. And I'm like, and she called me a woman hater. She's like, it's guys like you that hate women that, they're empowering themselves.
Yeah,
I'm
but
like,
why is she even like listening to?
I'm
I would just be like, bro, you're your own person. Why are you listening
no,
to
you
a
don't
man?
understand. When people come on the show, after in my face, they'll say nice things. But when they leave,
They have their feels.
they'll sit
Right,
here
it's
and
a
they'll really sit here and be like, you hate women. I had a girl literally in the chat that we were in. We have a chat with like all the lady guests that come on here. There was a girl that just went off on me in the chat. And she was like, you're a misogynist. You hate women. But when she was here, she was smiling in my face. She was like, yo, you're right. But as soon as she left, she was like, you hate women. I'm like, bro, I don't hate women. I just tell you the truth.
Do you
for
think
the
it's that
women,
because it
though.
make them uncomfortable to tell you in your face?
I'd rather be respected than liked.
No. I feel like most women don't outspeak or they don't say what they feel
They
like
don't know how.
because not that they don't know how. Sometimes they have fear in what other people are gonna say, or maybe due to trauma, they feel like somebody's gonna hit me, somebody's gonna say something, because a lot of people don't say things to your face because they're scared.
Okay, but this was a dyke, to be fair. And go ahead. You have something to say?
I just have a question for the ladies, if you don't mind me
Go
asking.
ahead. Yeah.
So, with technology advancing, do y'all feel like AI is going to take over?
take
to go,
over like
dating?
from us
Yes,
to date.
as women, like
I-
the gender role as women. Do you guys feel like AI is going to take
Absolutely
over?
not.
no, there's
don't
no.
think
Maybe like
so?
with the American
I'm just
white men.
the things. Okay.
But
Hold on.
What do you
one
mean?
At
Like
one at a time, guys.
why are you asking that? Like, what have you seen that you feel like it's taking over?
Okay, I'm asking you guys' opinion because I feel like honestly, if I was a guy
Mhm.
and I had a simple life,
Into the mic, please.
if I was a guy and I wanted a simple life and I had a simple life and everything was automatic, why would I need you?
Understand?
For pussy.
Simple. No,
No.
not even pussy
The-
either.
what have-
Simply, everying is automatic. Why would I need you?
Okay.
for real
Like
raw
the
emotions,
food is
and
gonna
AI
be
can't give
cooked.
you
That's what you
real
think
raw
mentally.
No, that's what I
As
mean. Like,
women,
food
One
is gonna
mic,
be-
guys. One mic.
I'm
one
asking
mic.
like the AI that you got your food cooked.
it doesn't
everything's
matter
clean.
how many robots is in your house. If everything is automatic, why would I need you? And I don't have to pay for everything extra. I don't have to provide for a family. I don't have to provide for you. I make sure everything I need is straight. You feel me? Why do I need you?
I
The
feel like as a
robots don't
man,
love
everybody
you.
wants their own legend.
The
But as a
robots
their own
woman-
legacy.
Genuine.
As
Yeah,
a woman, I'm
genuine.
asking,
They-
would you be in fear of AI? Because
No.
No.
AI
Okay.
cannot give life.
Absolutely.
Hold on. That as weird as that question came from left field, that's actually a really good question. Go ahead.
No, because it's not made out of love. So why do you want something that's not made out of love? You get me? Like it doesn't. Even if they cook you food, that food is not made with love. So
yeah, that's
you
one of
get
the
what I
points I
mean?
was gonna.
85% of
touch on.
men eat out anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's
but-
made with love
yeah,
because
but they
it's
don't have a
real
woman to
people.
cook.
You get me? Like it's still.
You're,
an actual
that's what I'm
person.
saying. They're missing the
No.
point. You're missing the point. 85% of men eat out anyways. So why would they want a home cooked meal? If they could get it, they'll get it.
Okay, question: Do you think men seek for an emotional connection with somebody? Do you
If
think that's
my life is simple without you, why would I make it complicated with you?
because at any person that has any inch of
Emotion.
of common sense, you understand
It
that if you
sounds
live with
good
a robot
with the
for the rest
way-
of your life, there's no emotional connection that you make with another human being.
I
But
think
the
only a white
economic
man would do
system,
that.
how things is moving right now, if I can afford to have my life on automatic, why would I need you?
Because that will make
Because
you
we need to
crazy,
reproduce
and that
in
will
order for
that-
human beings to, keep
That's women and
evolving.
we're trying to, that's the thing. We have a place, but I'm just letting y'all know, like, okay, if things were automatic, what would you do?
Can you imagine trying to cuddle a robot? That robot's gonna be cold as fuck.
Okay,
No,
so
It's not like a
hold on,
human
guys,
who-
guys, hold on, hold on, hold
She
on.
didn't mean like a robot being in
Guys,
your house.
hold
Meaning
on.
like everything's so easily handed to you that
Y'all
you
not
are
thinking-
not needed as a woman to clean.
Okay,
cook
hold on,
or
guys.
do
She's
most
talking
of
about
the shit.
convenience. Okay,
Yeah.
she's talking about convenience. Okay, here's another thing, guys. Let's be respectful. Okay, like we're all over talking each other. Let's be respectful. She's trying to make a point. I said the reason why it was a good question is because this is actually starting to happen.
Right.
It's starting to happen. The thing is, it's happening gradually.
Mhm.
It's happening gradually, so we don't see it. Right? It's like we didn't
this
see
is actually a case that's happening, and it's been happening across America from the East Coast to the West Coast right now. This is a case that happened out in California. This man fell in love with human-like details, relationship with a bot.
Mhm.
Look at how
And-
crazy he looks.
Okay.
Look at love though.
Ladies,
No one wants
ladies,
to
hold on. Let me
see a love though.
hold on, ladies, hold on. Before we start judging, okay, let me say something.
That was wild.
You ladies don't understand this, and you guys probably never will. Maybe the generation after you, but
Hopefully.
you ladies are in a position of power. You're in a position of privilege.
Mhm.
You don't know what it's like to be a man. You can be the ugliest, fattest chick, and you'll still get guys that are hitting you up on your DMs. I'm not an ugly dude. I don't get that type of attention.
Nah.
I
No
don't-
girl's gonna shoot their shot first.
Okay, but here's what I'm saying is, yes,
There's
that's
some girls
true.
that may.
Listen, two things can be true, and that's true. But what I'm saying is, you don't know what it's like to be a man. You don't know what it's. 3 out of 4 suicides are men,
Yes.
Yeah.
and they sit here and they talk about some of the reasons. Actually, I wrote them down. Let me read them to you. So, where the fuck are they at? Because I was
feel
reading.
like they have so much responsibility.
Here's some facts about suicides. Right, 800,000 suicides happen a year in the U.S.
Mm.
That's collectively, right? And men are 2 times or
Or like-
the amount of suicides compared to women, right? For every suicide, there's 20 attempts. Think about it. So for every 1 suicide, there's 20 attempts. Here's some of the reasons why people commit suicide: mental health, addiction, depression, right? Money issues. Here's one of the reasons that they didn't list, because I did my research: loneliness.
Mhm.
Loneliness. Why is loneliness not mentioned there? Because it doesn't affect women. Okay, women aren't as lonely as men are. Men are killing themselves 3 times as much as women are.
Can I ask something?
Okay, why? Because they're lonely, Chris. They're lonely.
I know.
You're probably like, well, how? In today's age, you know, we have social media. Oh, let me finish. We have social media. We have all these things, but guys aren't getting the attention that women are getting. Here's some more facts. I'll get back to you. Right? In Canada, 3 out of 4 suicides are men. That's 3,000 per year. In the UK, 12 men die by suicide a day.
Wow.
That's a day. 12 men a day. Right? That's 3 times more than women. In the US, it's even more. It's 4 times higher than women. 79% of all suicides are men. 79%, right? 105 men die every day in the US. 105 men kill themselves every day in the US, right? Here's another one. Suicide is the number 1 cause of death for men under 45.
Wow.
Under 45 years old, suicide is the number 1 cause of death. So that's the reason why I read those, is because we're talking about the difference between men and women. You guys will never understand how lonely it is to be a man.
That's why I said that. I said, are you guys worried? Because if somebody can simplify their life, if you can simplify your life, why would you not do it?
You mean they'll be happier in a sense?
They'll be happier.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I started stating these facts is because you all laughing. The guy might look crazy, but that's typically how guys that don't get attention
So
look.
let me ask.
Okay, but don't you think that the rates on suicide in men would skyrocket if that was to be
No,
true?
because here's the thing.
No, because they're
Hold on,
happier.
Hold on, here's the thing. Because men
That's
are
what I just-
already lonely, right?
Yeah.
When you're lonely, you don't get lonelier. You're already lonely, right? So I would say that it would
It'll
probably
satisfy certain things.
If I'm being honest, what she brought up, it's gonna benefit the men.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, I hate to say it because I think
it would benefit society.
See,
Because what's gonna happen?
I'm gonna ask what I was gonna ask.
Hold on. There's nothing as beautiful as a woman's touch.
Correct.
Nothing.
Hey,
Nothing in the
that's a
world.
fact.
You have some super chats, bro?
Yeah, I got a super chat, and also I brought up a statistic.
Okay, hold on. Do the statistics first. Go ahead.
All right, with the statistic that's pulled up, engineered precisely to redefine the messaging dynamics for OnlyFans creators, Botley leverages artificial intelligence per phrase through past conversation and delivers engaging, relevant, and personalized responses, making preset templates a thing in the past. Botley's keys features amplifies its functionality.
Okay, here's another fun fact. That's what they're using now for OnlyFans.
Yep.
These OnlyFans girls are in Cancun while dudes are talking to a fucking computer.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's like you're already getting fucked and screwed over for money, and now you're talking to a fucking bot, right? Think about that shit for a second. And you had something you wanted to say, right?
Yeah, like you can have a robot, but what if something happens to the robot? Either way, you're gonna get even lonelier because you depend.
You go right back to Target and you buy another one.
But
right?
it's
a computer. Yeah, but it's a bond.
It's not a robot. It's AI.
Can I tell you something?
As women, we have a short attention span, so we don't think as far as men do. Men think long term. We think short term. So if they have something that can simplify their life long term, why would they need us? And that's why I said, are women concerned?
Yeah, and let me tell you something. I think you guys are thinking about a robot that's just like.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a movie out, right? I don't know the name of it. Child, help me out here. There's a movie out where they literally made a movie about a man that fell in love with a computer, and this computer talked like a regular ass fucking female. Like imagine Siri. You know how when you talk to Siri just magically talks to you about everything you talk about.
I think it's Ready Player One.
Yeah.
No, yo, help me out with the fucking
the
name,
name
bro.
of the movie is Her.
No.
Okay. The name of the movie is called Her. Okay, and
Okay.
it's I think it's like 2 years old or a year or two old. But essentially, in this movie, this guy created a computer. If I'm not mistaken, that's what it is right there. It's called Her, and he falls in love with this computer. And to be fair, I think I would have fallen in love too because the voice is Scarlett Johansson. She has a really good voice. If you guys know who she is, but think about it like that. Like guys fall in love with these girls that do OnlyFans because they think they're being typed to by this girl.
Yeah.
Imagine when they start talking to a computer that actually has a voice and it's talking to them every single day.
Let me say something. I want to, if y'all agree with this, the guys.
Yeah.
If more women were fucking, like giving guys pussy who don't deserve it, would the world be a better place?
No.
No.
You don't think all this problem is sexual? Like there's lonely men that aren't getting actual sex.
No,
Can I say something?
because more guys will become like bums and not do shit with their lives.
So
because they're getting easy access.
I like that.
So
that.
They
They're not
really don't have to
working
work
harder.
for shit.
Okay.
They don't have to earn it.
So, but
Yeah.
aren't we going the wrong way with AI? I'm just saying, where's the middle ground?
So listen, I think it helps society because women nowadays, high value women is cooking, cleaning, doing the regular shit they should be doing.
Okay.
Now that the AI is implementing, they're doing everything. The girls we don't need them as much.
Okay.
So now they're gonna try to prove themselves even more.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Okay.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
a weird good
Okay,
point
can
right
I
there.
say
They do
okay,
though.
when I was gonna ask you, it's just like the suicide rates and all that stuff, I feel the reason why it's more on men is because we as women are more nurturing and more loving, that we have other people that want to give us all that because we are supposed to be nurturing and loving, versus a man can't tell their emotions or anything because it'll be looked at
No, I'll
soft.
tell you why. It's because men don't have anybody coming to us to
Right.
save us. You
Right.
you guys do.
That's
You
what
can
I'm
fall back.
saying.
We don't have some alien being, right? That we look
Shit,
up to.
But
nowadays
they
We
also
only
no.
y'all
carry
have
the
us.
backpack.
One
They
mic at a
carry
time,
the
guys.
stress. So if they're carrying all the stress of the world, think about it. And you're like, hey, I need your help. They're like, okay, well, I don't have anybody to help me. I'm helping you.
That's what I'm saying. Like they don't get that
It's not about them
emotion.
having the
No, 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 no.
nurturing
No, no,
part.
no.
It's more so if even if they had a partner, that
But that's what
partner.
men
No,
look
that's what I
for.
meant. Like
Hold up,
they
wait a
don't get
minute.
that
Hold on, guys.
support
guys.
as women
One mic,
do.
guys.
Let her
One
finish
mic.
her point,
One mic.
Even if they had a partner, would they be secure enough to share with that partner everything that they're going through? Maybe not.
Let me tell you, no.
So-
Why? Because they don't want to look weak
It's
in
not
front of their
about that.
partner.
What my point is, as a man, you have a weight to carry. I'm not a man, but my thing is, I've been around a lot of men to understand there's a certain amount of weight that you carry that a woman can never carry.
Correct.
Ever.
Same thing as us having babies. There's a certain amount of weight that we carry that they can never carry.
God damn.
That's it.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm
That's
asking.
it.
Is it because we get the more nurturing and
It
loving?
doesn't matter how we
and-
get it. We both get it. It's yin and yang. But how they get it and how they carry it and how we get it and how we carry it is different. That's it.
But I feel like that's what men look for in
Sensational.
women.
No, that's what I mean, like
they
the
look for
suicide
their
rate.
Ladies,
mother. They
ladies.
look for nurturing
One
women.
mic, okay? One mic. You're saying that we look for nurturing women?
Mm-hmm. Like,
Absolutely.
because at the end of the day, any woman, I feel like
Into the
there's
mic,
been
please.
times where men will like say no to the woman that wants to go and cook and clean and do everything for him. They want the girl that's like mean to him and treats him bad.
It depends on your
Well,
partner.
no.
Depends on the
no.
person.
Just-
Depends on the person.
It depends on your partner.
No, there is
I've
some
never
men that
heard
like that.
Ladies,
shit, though.
ladies. You're talking
I've
about the
never heard that
minority.
shit.
Number one, hold on. Yo, you're talking about the minority. Number one. Like, we're talking about the majority in general here.
They look for
okay?
nurturing women.
Okay.
A robot isn't gonna nurture you.
Wait,
That's
I have a comment.
who has a
question.
comment?
Me.
Okay, go ahead. You've been talking way too much today. Go
Don't
ahead.
you think that if this AI thing happened, that more men would stop pursuing women, and then more suicides would happen?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know until it happens. Okay,
Because
hold
they
on.
don't have real love. Like,
It's not
what?
that they're gonna get lonelier, but more men are gonna get lonely.
It's more the perception of love. It's not about love in actuality because you have to
it doesn't
understand.
compare.
Guys,
Here's
one
the
mic.
thing.
Guys, one mic. Holy shit,
It's about
bro.
the perception of love. If you were raised on physical touch, if you were raised around family, then you understand that type of love. If you were raised on, okay, I did it by myself and I have to, you feel me, learn to love myself by myself, and you meet somebody who loves you just as much as you love yourself, that's a different type of love. That's what I'm saying. People have different perceptions of love.
Okay.
So if they meet a robot who is giving them attention and they've never received attention in their life, they're going to love that robot.
Okay.
They're more
And by the
willing.
way, the reason why I'm glad she's saying that is because majority of men don't get the attention. Ladies, if I'm not mistaken, it's 80% of women chase the 20% of men. Think about that. For 1 second, think about that. 80% of all women are chasing 20% of all men. That means that 80% of men don't get attention for shit. 1 in 3 guys is either a virgin or hasn't had sex in over a year. That's a lot. I can't say the same thing about women. You had something you wanted to say, right?
No, that's
You were
I already
done?
said
Okay,
it.
cool. I know you guys were talking at the same time too. You guys have a point? All of a sudden,
Yeah.
everybody don't got a point?
No,
I have a
you
question.
interrupted
I think,
the
I
point.
think from what you just said right now, and so what to me is insane is instead of not healing or fixing a problem from where the root is, now you're trying to find ways to solve it that don't exactly
me.
solve where
Mhm.
that root comes from. If a man didn't have emotional connection and he didn't grow up in that type of environment, instead of trying to fix the root of that problem as a person,
Mhm.
you're just gonna find solutions to try to replace, and then that has no good outcome
So
whatsoever.
the trauma, they still
Babe,
keep
from
going
my
with it.
understanding, what I can say is it's all about perception. There's so many people in the world, and what your opinion is on love and how you view it, just like you said, somebody should go and heal, right? That's your opinion, but that person may not feel like that.
Okay.
So how they perceive love, and even though you've had love the way you feel me, accepted love and were introduced to love, that doesn't mean that person was introduced to love the same way you were.
Okay.
So
But
you have
you're-
your opinion about it, but women are so catered to the point where it's like y'all don't understand. That's why I said, are y'all nervous? Are y'all concerned because AI will come and sweep y'all underneath the rug?
Here's what I
don't
say
think
about
so.
you real quick.
What's up?
You have brothers?
I have one brother, and I
Okay.
have many cousins.
Many cousins, guy cousins. You have a father.
Yes.
Okay, so here's what I'll say, right? Typically, women that come on this show that are around men, right, have been raised around men and have seen men suffer, typically come on in here with a different perspective.
Okay.
Because they say, listen, I'm telling you guys, I've seen the people I love. The people I love are men, right? I've seen them suffer. I know what they're going through. Now, women that don't have fathers, which is a lot of them,
Most.
Right.
and women that don't have brothers and are usually typically raised by their mothers only have the perspective of the mother, right? The woman's perspective. And so they don't sit here and empathize with guys, and they can't fathom putting themselves in a guy's shoes, because why? It doesn't benefit me to think like a guy, right? If I'm a woman, right? So I'm glad that you're saying these points, and maybe it's flying over some of their heads.
It's okay.
But the reason
here's the bottom line, though. It doesn't really matter to women, I think, because women can pretty much have sex. Like he said, they're all going for the top 20% of men. So if the bots all came, the women that are most women that are fucking the 20%, they're not gonna care, and those 20% of guys aren't gonna go to bots because they're gonna it's gonna benefit the guys at the top a lot more.
Correct.
Because now you'll never really fuck with a dude because he'll have a bot. So that I think that I'm just going to say the reason why a lot of women are such scumbags, like not all of you, but a lot of women, because y'all can just freely have sex.
Yeah.
The fact that y'all can just go and get attention and fuck, like,
it's easy.
A girl could break up with a dude and the next day jump on a dick. Like, even if you don't do it, y'all can just, the power of being able to just be like, I could just fuck right now. Y'all know in y'all brain. Y'all may not know subconsciously, but y'all can pretty much do that. And I think that's why a lot of women are just cocky. They don't give a fuck.
So let me break down what he's saying. Essentially, what he's saying is, let's pretend that there's gonna be a fucking crazy drought, right? There's not gonna be no rain, right? There's not gonna be no crops. It's gonna be crazy, some crazy time, just hypothetically, right? And essentially, what he's saying is, the king doesn't give a fuck. He has the resources. Whatever resources he has, he's gonna be like, yo, my family is good,
right? you scramble around.
Right.
Fucking
we can't. We'll figure out how to help you guys out. You know what I mean? But the top guys, they're gonna be good. They're gonna be straight. And here's the one thing I'll say about women: you guys don't give a fuck. The bot situation won't really bother most women because you still have the one thing that all guys want, at least for now. But I'll tell you what, though, these fucking robots are becoming very realistic. Like, they have this one machine that I've seen it.
Are you talking about the dildo that moves back and forth and you?
No, I'm talking about. I'm talking about for guys. I'm talking about a toy for guys.
Women when it comes into par, when they need a partner or when they need help. You feel me? And that's the thing. We're going into another financial recession. You feel me?
We're in a quiet recession,
right?
As we speak.
So the thing is, okay, most women are the consumers in this economy.
100%.
And if you don't have a husband who's paying for your financials, you feel me? You're spending that money. So a lot of the people that keep the economic coming, the economy running is women.
Right.
Married women.
Yep.
And if you're not married and you're out here spending money, then you look stupid. Not to say it like that, but you're a consumer just like these other people. But they have backup. You have no backup. So when shit hits the fan, you talking about rent. You talking about paying bills.
Oh, they're fucked.
Listen, you're gonna be
unless you're working
fucked. No, it
fucked.
doesn't matter how much you work, baby, because that retirement plan ain't gonna come into play. That's what I'm saying.
Unless you're actually
Shout out
fucking
to
working
Obama.
like
it
a
does
man.
not matter. I'm trying to tell you, you don't make enough money. You will never make enough money to retire as a woman.
And that
No,
robot
not.
will never love him. The robot
Yeah,
will
no, guys,
not
listen,
love him.
guys.
That's what I'm saying.
That
You need a
retirement
partner.
plan,
You need a partner.
that social security shit, that shit is gone.
You need a partner.
That shit is gone.
That
I'm telling
social
you,
security
that
shit
shit-
is
that
gone.
shit- that shit sounded good 20 years ago. That shit is gone. Okay.
For real.
Listen, you guys are bringing up some really good points tonight, man. I will say that, women don't really. Again, women live for today.
Present.
They're
Don't care
lit, bro.
about the past.
I can relate to what you're saying, but most women, they don't give up. They don't even think they're gonna deal with that. So they're not. It's like, like she was talking about the silent recession. A lot of people don't understand. This is a fucking silent recession.
Yeah.
You don't really feel it because people aren't really talking about it. It's a side, bro.
Oh, you feel it.
Bro. Well, okay, you do feel it, and when you go to the gas station, when you go to the, when you
No,
go to
but
Costco,
like, God forbid you have a loved one that passed away, and you need to come up with
It's tough.
$7,000
it's tough.
to bury them, and that's
It's-
just the minimum.
It's tough. But
Minimum,
okay,
I
back to
know.
what I'm saying
The
is,
casket.
women live for today. It's why that statement you made earlier where you're like, well, who's thinking about the future? And
We hope we all
No,
are.
I'm just
hold on,
not
let me-
thinking about
let me
what
tell you
no
something.
man thinks about me.
Okay,
No,
but
they
see,
are
that's-
thinking about you
that's a
though, baby.
problem.
And I'm not thinking about them. So
Okay, but that's
that's not my
listen,
problem.
Let me tell you something respectfully.
That's what women think.
Right now, you're 21 with 35 bodies. When you hit, God forbid, hopefully by then you've met someone, you've tied the knot or whatever.
Mhm.
But let's say you hit 31 10 years from now, and your body ain't gonna stay at 35, right? So imagine when you meet the guy that really wants to settle down with you, but he's disgusted with the thought of having kids with you because you didn't value yourself enough, right?
Then I'm not worried about him.
No, then you're gonna have
On
to
to the
settle
next.
down.
On to the next.
No, she's
Yeah,
right.
you're gonna go
Eventually,
stand her
you're gonna
down
have to
because-
settle down with somebody
Yeah.
that you don't want to deal with, but you're gonna have to learn
Facts,
ways to
facts.
deal with
So
them.
you cannot compete with the other people that want to get the 20%
That's
because
the
you have
person-
no
right.
competition now. Because how about the person that fucked 5 people versus you that fucked 30 whatever?
And here's the thing: that person
They're gonna choose
wants
the other
you.
person.
That's the only person that wants you and willing to deal with your shit. Not
Willing
say
to
it
deal
like
with
that.
the
They wouldn't deal
past.
with your shit.
That's not my problem.
no,
If he has a problem with such
It
a
will
small
be.
thing, then
hold
a small
on.
thing.
What is her
That's not my
name? What's
issue.
her name again?
Marilyn.
Marilyn. Here's another thing too: is that you again, because you're only living for today, you don't understand that when women have kids, you're already at a disadvantage. You're already you think right now, well, because I'm young and I'm pretty, but when you get older, guys don't even.
you're
They
speaking
don't
for
wanna
yourself.
step
No,
up.
no,
though,
no,
but
no,
you're
no. Let me
speaking for
finish. Let me
yourself.
finish. Let me
You're
finish.
trying
No,
to
no, no.
talk for
I'm not
every
talking for.
man. You're
Listen,
talking for every
yo,
man,
I'm
though.
a man.
There's two
Okay,
other men
let
here.
me tell you something. Hold on, let me tell you something. I have kids. Okay, so I know what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is, most men don't want to take care of their own kids, let alone someone else's kids. Okay, that is a fact. And you can say, be like, oh, but I feel like you're wrong. Okay, cool. Maybe you feel like I'm wrong, but I'm telling you the truth. Most men are disgusted. It's in our biology. Okay, are disgusted by someone else's kid because that's not my fucking kid. That's not my seed. And you can call me stupid or whatever for it.
No, I'm just saying
telling
that I don't
you-
even want nobody to take care of my kid. Like she has a dad for a reason.
Okay,
It's
you're
not about
you're
that.
missing the point.
Like I just don't think that I need I'm never gonna sit here and be like, oh, like I need you to take no.
You
She
want to
has
know
a dad
why?
for
That look, let me tell you
And she has
why.
a good dad.
No. Let me tell you why. Because at the end
Hold
of
on,
the
hold
day,
on, hold
if I
on,
love
hold on,
you,
hold on.
if
Real
I
quick,
love
hold on,
you-
hold on. Between me and you, your baby daddy reached out to me on Instagram. If you want me to keep it G, okay? And I got to see him. Like he actually was with his kid, laying in a bed. If I'm not mistaken. Like I saw his story, right? Was that really him?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. So I know I'm talking about the right guy. What you don't understand is that eventually, right? If you do meet a guy and you're giving me the excuse that, well, he doesn't have to take care of my kid. Let me tell you what happens when you get with a girl that has a kid and you show no interest in her kid. She's also turned off by that.
That's
shit,
what I was gonna
okay?
say.
It's a package.
She's turned off by that because she's looking at you as, okay, cool, we get along and we're hitting it off and I want to be with you, but if you can't take care of my kid, which is a part of me, I'm
That's
turned off. I'm
But
turned
that's what I
off by
told
that.
you.
No.
But that's what I told you the other day. Like me personally, I'm not the type to sit here and be like, oh, like I'm gonna put my kid on nobody. No, I don't bring
You
nobody.
only
That's not the
around
thing.
my
Look,
kid.
this is
I
what I was
don't
gonna
want-
say. Hold
like,
on.
I don't want nobody.
This is what I was gonna say.
One mic.
Because if I love you enough, I want to take care of whatever the fuck is part of you and whatever you love as well.
Mhm.
So if you love your child enough, I'm gonna have to put some type of emphasis in showing you that because I love you, I'm gonna love that child too, in a sense.
Mhm. But
Because I
that's your
respect it.
choice. That's your choice. I'm not gonna sit here
No,
and be
it's
like,
not your choice.
No,
It's
that's
as you
that
get older, you will
person's
understand it's
choice.
part of your responsibility. You have a responsibility, and if
It is a
I'm with
choice.
you,
Okay,
I'm gonna take on that responsibility to help you out.
real quick, hold on,
Exactly.
ladies, hold on. I want to get your opinion on that. Do you understand what we're talking about?
Yeah,
Can you elaborate that to her,
I
please?
agree. If I had a daughter, son, and the person I'm with is not the baby daddy, but he's not taking care of her, I don't want him.
Could you also understand though, like let's say me and you hypothetically were dating, right? You have a kid, right? I'm in love with you, right?
Mhm.
But I don't really feel connection to that kid, right? Is it now? Here's another thing that ladies don't understand. I shouldn't have to pay for your mistakes, and I know that sounds fucked up to call a kid a mistake, but that's not my kid. So the way men see it is that's your mistake, right? Most guys out here, I know there's some guys out here that do have kids, but most people that get together, the guy doesn't have a kid, maybe hypothetically, right? Like that's the way men see it. That's not my mistake. I didn't do that, but I gotta take care of it. It's my response, and that's why I tell men that watch this show. It's 74 of you guys in here, man. Make sure you guys like the video. I tell men, do not date women that have kids. That is your last resort. You know how Basil says he likes Asians, Latinas, white girls, and then black
That's very
girls at the bottom.
contradicting.
Okay, let me finish. You can get to that in a second. The reason, and you can say whatever you want, but here's what I'm
We
saying.
all can.
Let me finish. What I'm saying is, do not date women that have kids unless that girl is so valuable
Okay.
that you can't afford to not be with her. Like she is that woman, which is rare. Most women that have kids don't even get the opportunity to show that they're that woman, right? Because the guy might not tell you, but it's hit and quit. And the guy won't tell you, I don't really see myself with you long term because you have a kid, but he'll be thinking it. And trust me, when I'm trying to fuck you and low Mimi, whatever you call her, is crying, that shit is a turn off, bro. It makes dudes want to get the fuck out. So I'm telling you, right now you're not thinking about it, but long term it's gonna affect you.
Yeah,
Okay. So what would you say about that? If me and you are dating, I love you, you love me, but I don't care about your kid. How would you feel about that?
I
We
wouldn't
can't
like
be
it.
together.
I'm sorry, can you let her answer?
Yeah, I wouldn't like it. And I also would understand 100%.
Okay.
I can't expect you to love my kid. It's not yours.
Okay.
No.
So
Yeah.
how would we go about that?
We won't.
We would just have to
won't.
break up.
Yeah,
So we
absolutely.
could literally be perfect for each other, but the fact that you had a kid before you met me just literally ruined our whole relationship.
Exactly.
That's why I say people have to
Yeah, I agree.
settle.
Okay, so this is why you would have to settle, but she doesn't understand that
I
clearly.
don't see it like that, but
Well, you don't
Everybody
see it
has
like
their-
that
everybody
because
has
you
their
haven't had
different opinions.
experience.
Because you're
Okay, hold on. I want
That's why you have
Clement. Do you
kids
understand
that
what we're
live
talking
in
about?
marriage.
Yeah, can we stop yelling in the mic, guys?
Yeah,
Her shit
everybody's
is
It's
loud.
very loud and it's
Okay.
you know.
Clement, can you tell her?
tell her what? I don't think that there's anything.
No,
that
I want the
understand,
I want the
though.
other ladies.
Like nobody here has a kid. Nobody can explain anything
All
to
right,
me
I
that I
have-
don't know.
hold on,
I
hold
mean,
on.
I don't know. Look, I have
I
a best
definitely have
friend
a
who
You're
has
not
a.
speaking.
I have a
I did.
best.
I'm actually a mom. So
I did.
yes,
I definitely
can.
have a
Alright.
kid.
And
Alright,
I
let's
can
go.
tell
Let's
you.
go.
He's asking people that don't have kids. Yes, her,
And I'm
her,
telling you,
and her.
yeah, but for every single word, it's 100% agreeable.
That is right.
Your child is your responsibility.
100%.
If you're with somebody and they agree to be with you, knowing you have a child, that child is still your responsibility. You
Of
should
course.
never have to put that responsibility into somebody else.
Mhm.
No,
And I don't want
not
to.
at all. And now
She
you're
has a
saying,
dad.
and now you're saying, oh, but if you don't want to, like if you don't take care of my child, if you don't do this and that, it's a no go. But you're putting that's yours.
I think it's more the fact that, like, first of all, I don't come alone. I'm not saying I'm looking for a relationship right now, but I don't come alone. Like it's not just me. It's me and my daughter. So
yeah, and that's why
like
you
he
need to
said, if
choose
you
the
tell
people
me-
that you're with very carefully.
Exactly.
because
Because I don't bring anybody around here.
Okay, here's the point that I was trying to make, right?
So-
And I'll let Clement talk real quick. You're no longer just living for yourself.
I know that.
When you go out, because you go out to parties and you go out to dinner and you do,
Mhm.
you have to now you're starting a date for you. And you don't have to tell me her name, but you're
And your
dating
baby.
you're dating for you and your baby. Why are
Mhm.
you dating for you and your baby? You want to make sure the person that you're with is going to be a good parent,
Of course.
right? So Clement, you wanted to add to that?
I don't have kids, you're right, but I do know a lot of people that are single mothers, and at the end of the day, like Eric was saying, you want somebody that you're able to think that that baby is safe around that guy. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's your responsibility, but 1 second you're going to the bathroom, you know, and that man is still in your house next to your baby, and you need to know that that guy, you know, is respecting your
hurt.
baby, is not touching your baby, is not doing it. Because at the end of the day, we're in a cruel world where it doesn't matter if the baby is 1 month old, 2 month old, they'll still do something to the baby.
Mhm.
You get what I mean? So it's like, at the end of the day, you need to take your time to find somebody, and it doesn't matter. You're right.
Speak into the mic,
It
please,
is
Clement.
you and your baby, but at the end of the day, you need to find a man who accepts you and your baby.
I don't need to find a man.
No,
I
but you don't
No,
need
no,
to.
no.
But,
a man right
but
now.
eventually,
when
like,
you do,
Eventually,
you
when
do.
the day comes, the
Let me
day will come. But I'm saying right now,
Hit that.
Okay, hold on. Here's another here's another thing. Let me tell you something. What you're saying right now, it sounds good, but here's another thing. You don't want to wait till your kid is 8 to start looking for a guy, because you want the kid to be young enough. If you're looking to be with someone, if you're not planning on working things with your ex, you want that bond to be natural and organic. And it's hard for a guy to bond with an 8-year-old. Okay, I'm telling you from experience.
No, that I agree.
And here's another thing that I'll tell you. And this I hate to say this, because I know people that have been through this, but most of the sexual assault situations that happen and the trauma and all these things usually come from stepfathers or people that should be protecting the kids, and they usually end up taking advantage of the kids. So you also have to, as a single mother, start thinking about that, because a kid being traumatized is less likely to happen if you're staying with the father, right? The
Mhm.
father of your kid will almost. I never really hear about situations where the
Uh,
father's doing. I
think
know it
happens with
happens.
anybody.
It happens.
I
Uncles,
It
listen.
happens.
I know.
friends,
Listen. I
stepdads.
know it happens, but I'm saying this. What I'm saying is, listen. It's like
If
her
you love your
earlier.
child, he's
Listen,
saying he's
two
not.
things can be true. What I'm saying is, if you have a father, the chances of your child going through that traumatic experience dramatically dropped.
Mhm.
Okay, they did an interview with this guy on Netflix. He was very well known for like doing things to little kids. And the first thing they asked him was, "How did you pick your kids?" And the first thing he said was,
They're troubled.
"The ones that
No, the
didn't
ones
have
that
fathers."
yeah,
The
ones that
ones
keep
that
on
didn't
nobody
have
watch.
it's not so much about troubles. It's the one that did not have fathers. Why? They had mothers.
He played the father figure. That's why.
Because
the safety net.
because
That's
he
what it
said
was. How
It
he
wasn't
riled
that.
him
It
out.
was more so he was able to sneak in because the mother was lonely.
the mother was lonely, but also he
He
understood.
played the part.
But also he understood, ladies. There's no protection.
Right.
There's no protection. So think about that, ladies. When you start dating too, you're young, and I get it, and I'm not trying to get on you. You know, I appreciate you being here. and
No, no,
everything.
no. You should definitely start dating for a relationship. If you're still going out and you're still doing everything that you want to do because you think you have people looking over her for the amount of time they're looking over her, that it's completely like irresponsible of you as a mother, because now that's just something that happened to you. You're not changing your life. You're not changing the way that you move. You're not changing for your
think that
preference
that's
in the
my
future.
choice, and it's my life, my daughter. So
Okay.
thank you for
I
your
agree.
opinion.
Yo,
I don't want to
Thank you
beat
for
a
the
dead
opinion.
horse. I don't
Okay.
want to beat a
All
dead
right, we're
horse.
gonna move on.
Curtis, can we get to all the super chats? The
Yeah, we
chat's
got
waiting.
David Jones. The reason why men desire multiple women is because it's only guaranteed way to have sons. Women hate this for obvious reasons, but it's important for women to understand this.
Okay, that's a fact right there. Shout out to David Jones.
Keep
man.
going.
Yep. We also have Jose. In society, why are men hated for not liking heavier chicks, but it's fine for women to hate shorter guys?
Okay, that's a good one right there. Shout out to Jose.
Okay.
Okay,
We
so
got Lord Peachy as well. Her eating habits show her discipline on bodies.
That's
my God.
important.
How you look is important.
can you
I'm sorry,
elaborate on
guys.
that, please?
Okay, so eating habits, and also goes with addictions.
Mhm.
So if I'm dating somebody who likes to eat out every day,
Mhm.
I don't think I want to date that person because we're not going to save money.
Mhm.
I'm not going to have a healthy meal.
Mhm.
Like, our budget's going to be fucked.
But I feel like you could help that because you already said he's
You
eating
can
out.
help it, but the question was, you feel me, dating somebody who does certain things? Nah,
I
don't
think what the super chat was trying to say is that because of her body weight, it shows what type of guy she has sex with. If I'm not mistaken.
I don't think it was how.
No,
sex was.
how
think it's
I
just
read it was
their
that
habits.
she doesn't want to take care of herself.
Right.
Yeah.
No, no.
That's how I
Right.
took it.
Yeah,
That's
me
how I
too.
took it.
Okay.
Okay, so
It's how Eric said.
And if she don't want to,
It's how Eric said.
Okay.
it's how Eric said.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I
how
mean,
it is.
just the way he.
I don't know
worded
how
it.
y'all try to implement it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's how Eric.
No, I mean,
Oh,
look.
wow.
Okay, chances are, if you don't take care of your body, you don't care about yourself that much. That's a fact.
Right.
You can sit here and argue that all you want, but if you don't take care of your body, you don't really care about yourself. The chances of you having a standard with guys also drops.
Mhm.
Right, you're not gonna not care about yourself, but then all of a sudden be like, I'm only gonna have sex with this type of guy. That doesn't usually happen. So that's what I think. My man, was that
Got it.
Jose?
Yeah, no, that was
Peachy.
Peachy.
Oh,
But
that was
let's
Peachy.
go
Shout out
back.
to Peachy.
Curtis, say Jose's.
Let's go back to
question again.
Jose's question real quick. Bro.
Okay. Jose, in society, why are men hated for not liking heavier chicks, but it's fun for women to hate shorter guys?
Okay, so why is it that we get this a lot?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me give you an example. I said I don't fuck fat bitches, right? And you guys laughed at that, and I was like, I think you were like, you've never been with a fat chick, and I was like, no. And I'm gonna tell you my personal reason for not being with a fat chick is because I'm a pretty slim dude.
Mm.
I don't want to get lost in there. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I don't want to get lost in there. So, but also I just don't. I hear like fat chicks are wetter, but I don't want to find out. You know what I mean? I don't want to find out.
Look around and find out.
But the problem is we I think one of our first episodes on when we started, I made fun of Lizzo, like, and
That's crazy.
I made
And
fun,
the girl
I-
got
I-
offended.
So yeah, so Lizzo's like this big influencer on
She's
she
like a
TikTok
singer.
influencer?
Didn't
She's
she
a
get
singer.
canceled or something?
Okay, so
Yeah.
let
She
me finish.
did.
Let me
No.
finish. I think it was like my
She made fun of fat people when she.
okay. So it was one of my first episodes, and for some reason she reacted to it, right? And she was like talking shit about me and my co-host, and everybody shamed me for it on TikTok. I was dragged. Okay,
That's crazy.
but then you go on TikTok and women are literally shaming men about their height. all the time.
That's true.
I feel
all
like
the
we get
time.
away with a lot of things.
Okay, so why is it that you get away with it? Why is it that I can sit here and say I don't like
well,
fat
the reason
women?
is because how I feel is because we get to say things
Hold on,
because they're
wait,
like,
Hold on, real quick. Hold on. Shout out to my boy International.
Kids
Is he in
are
Brazil right now?
liability for men.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That child can get mad at the guy and say SA or abuse. The guy loses everything. Plus, I can't date someone for 5 years and never spend a penny on your kid. And can't discipline.
Yes. 100.
That's a
Shout out
fact.
to International. Shout out to Brazil too, man.
Okay.
He's in there right now. Damn, all the way from Brazil.
All the way
Shout
from
out to
Brazil.
him, man. Okay. Okay, cool. So real quick, we're gonna get to that in a second. You were saying?
so it goes back to how we feel men should be our safety.
Mhm.
So when we feel like you guys are attacking us, it's different
Mhm.
than women actually saying some bullshit, you know,
Okay.
because we feel
But
like, yeah, bitch,
again,
whatever.
it goes back to the same point. Respectfully, you can work on your weight.
Yes.
I can't work on my height.
Mhm.
Listen, oh my God, girls are like, you can go get a surgery.
It's like we could work on our fucking people.
Hold on.
But
Ladies, let me ask a question. We're throwing a yacht party, okay?
Uh-huh.
You can't bring your fat friends.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh, I've had that problem.
We are telling y'all, don't bring fat girls.
I've had that problem.
And women get so annoyed.
Yes.
And then they bring the fat girl.
No. Let me tell you what happened. This really happened. Ladies are free at our yacht parties, right?
Right.
And this
if
girl,
you ain't fat.
hold on, let me finish. And this girl, because I look at every girl that's coming, because guys are paying a lot of money to get on these yachts. I
Mhm.
want good looking girls there, right? So this girl, she was a baddie, and she's like, yo, my friend can come. She was a whale. And I was like, yo, I knew before I told her, I knew there was gonna be a problem because she's my bestie. Can my bestie come?
Uh-huh.
I knew there was gonna be, and I was like, yo, respectfully, your friend doesn't meet our standards. And she was like pissed.
Yeah.
She was like, what? You're misogynist, whatever word you can
You
think
wanna
of,
use.
right? And it's fucked up. Yo, bro,
But it's not. It's
But I feel
not
like
fucked
that's the
up
same
because
no,
thing.
I
you
said
want
it's
to
fucked
invite.
up that she was
Oh,
talking
okay.
shit to me about it.
Oh, okay.
I was
Because
like, you could invite whoever the fuck you want in your house, but if you don't want that energy to be there, why the fuck is it a bad thing?
Right.
You are the
No.
one that invited
People
the
don't
person.
Agreed.
understand standards now today. Like we have such a loose society to the point where it's
We
like if I
do.
have a standard, you look at me crazy.
You're
Like
yeah.
no, I shouldn't be looked at crazy
Yeah.
because that's what I want. That's what I need. You feel me?
Mhm.
Like that's what I'm
I
wanting.
want pepperoni pizza. I
Right.
don't want cheese pizza.
Right.
I don't want anchovies. I want pepperoni pizza. Give me fucking pepperoni
Right.
pizza.
Then you
Wrong.
get
Try to-
mushrooms.
Right.
That's
They
what
try
I
to,
want.
Like, slide
Okay.
bell peppers on there. Like, no, I don't want that. Like,
You know what I'm saying? You're trying to force feed people. Like if I say I don't want fat girls on the boat, there's a reason why I'm saying it. The fat
Yeah.
girls can go on somebody else's boat.
Yeah.
It
But
doesn't
then
mean they
again,
can't go on
it's
a
your
boat.
boat. So most women need to understand that. Why the fuck are you even saying anything if you're invited for free, bitch?
Let me ask the ladies a question. Should fat girls be denied into nightclubs?
I've
Let's say
seen
you go
that.
out in Miami,
Yeah.
you're trying to go to Vendome, and the bouncer looks a girl up and down, your friend, she's big,
I could
and
see
he
why.
says she can't
I can
come
see
in.
why because
now it's ladies in free. If ladies in
Uh,
free and my fat friend comes in, not to say like that. If my fat friend comes up and ladies in free,
then meet your standards because you're ladies.
you gotta tell me something. You gotta
Yeah.
say something.
ladies, I would
No,
also
but Miami is like super fat phobic.
okay.
Like so many of my
as it
friends
should
have
be.
gotten
Yeah.
As
denied.
periods, as it should be. And I'm gonna tell you why. I think women, like, I would never have a best friend that's like a drug addict.
No.
Why? So I don't even understand how girls are befriending fat like this baddie with like why that looks bad on you. You know what I mean?
You gotta understand that we're
That
more
looks- that
emotional
looks bad on
beings,
you.
so
Shout
we
out to the chat, man.
understand people
Yo, David, that's
that we're not judging them based on how they look because they're our
wait.
friends.
Okay, but let me
I
hold
would
on.
date a
it's-
heavy set
hold on, hold
guy.
I'm
I
sorry.
would date a heavy set guy.
Okay,
So would I.
and that's cool. That's your
But
preference.
my friend, as far as like her weight and things like that, I mean, I don't know. I'm not dating her.
Hold on, give me a second.
I'm not dating my heavy set
Hold on,
friend.
hold on.
Oh.
Ladies, look up at Josemail's pin Instagram profile and look at his shirtless pics. Most of you would still pass him up because of his short height. You would regret it. He
Okay,
has
do
big
me a
feet.
favor.
Wink, wink.
I'm
Okay,
going.
okay, first of all, disclaimer, lady. He's one of our biggest supporters. He is gay. So pull up that Instagram real quick, and then we'll show it to the ladies. In the meantime, I do want to get back to Mr. Brazil International.
Okay.
He had a super chat as well. I want to honor that
Close
one.
your mouth.
And
No, he already read it.
go ahead. Yeah, but I want him to read it again because they probably forgot. Go ahead, bro.
All right. Kids are a liability for men. That child can get mad at the guy and say sexual assault or abuse. The guy loses everything. Plus, I can't get a date. I can't date someone for 5 years and never spend a penny on your kid and can't discipline him.
100%. So real quick, ladies, what he's saying is it's a huge disadvantage for a guy to date a woman with kids. You know, the kid could say, first of all, you can't discipline that kid. Let me tell you something.
Yes, you can.
Hold on. Yo, shut up, bro.
I don't know why you looked at me.
Hold on. Whoever said it.
Me. not
Okay,
me.
let me tell you something. I have 2 kids, and then I'm also dating a woman who has a kid. And I'm telling you from experience,
With you,
I would do what. No, she has a kid from a previous relationship.
Oh.
Let me tell you, my kids, I'll do whatever the fuck I want with them. Her
Mhm.
kid, I wouldn't do that.
of course.
That's not my kid. You know what I mean? And first of all, it varies, obviously, like, you know, but I gotta respect that kid in a different way. It's just the way that it works. You can sit here and be like, "Oh no, but you're dating." You cannot, bro. You
No,
cannot sit here and
of
discipline
course
that kid
not.
the same way. My kid,
Just like you wouldn't want your kid, like someone else or another man, to come and sit here and like hit your kid. Or
correct,
Yeah.
correct. And let me tell you something, like respectfully, like we've talked about this. She's like, "Yo, like I trust you enough to know that you're gonna care about him and discipline him correctly."
Like, mhm.
But
Yeah.
it's still something in me that's not my kid. You know what I mean? Like I've had conversations with my ex where I said, first of all, we don't do that, me and my ex. Like no one's coming around my kids until you're dating him for a year minimum, right? And she understands that. The reason why is because I don't want to have to do anything crazy.
It's respect too.
You know, I'll go to jail for my kids.
Of
So
course.
my thing is, that's what he's saying is you can't even date a woman without having to spend money on the kid. You're just gonna spend money on the kid regardless. That's all he was trying to say.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Brazil, man. Okay,
Shout out.
do you have the picture up real quick?
Yeah. hold
Okay,
on.
so you're pulling it up. I this really feels kind of gay. I don't want to do it, but I'll do it because he super chatted,
You with your gay shit.
and I'll have the ladies tell me what they think about this guy. I think I know who he's talking about. I think he does street interviews.
Nah, he's a
No, no,
MMA.
no, no, no.
He's-
Oh.
He's a professional MMA
Yeah.
fighter.
Okay,
Jose's
gotcha.
been on there.
Yeah, Jose.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, this is Jose. Okay, I thought he was talking.
Oh
about the
yeah,
other
he
dude.
came on the show.
Okay, yo, hide the super chat real quick, bro. Matter of fact, no, keep it on. Keep it on. Okay, so ladies, what do you think about this guy?
He looks like a regular fucking Cuban looking
Yeah.
motherfucker out
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
Sorry to you, Cubans.
Okay, so so none of you guys would date this guy?
No.
Wait, you said
No.
he's gay?
Okay,
I mean,
hold
I
on,
would
No,
ladies.
no.
want a
Hold on,
date.
real
Not
quick,
gay.
Clement. Would you date him, Clement?
No, he looks like a regular ass Miami boy.
Thank you.
Oh, why wouldn't you date him?
Not even. It's just the way he. I don't know. I just.
I would.
Okay,
It's not even about
he
his
wasn't gay.
Clement.
He's not a
I-
good looking
Clement,
guy.
How
if
tall is he?
Clement,
That's crazy.
if he was 6'3", I guarantee you'd feel differently about him.
He's not cute to me though.
He's not good looking.
He's not good looking.
However, I give him, the respect
His-
for working out because I like to do all that shit. And you know what? You have to have some type of discipline, and that I respect.
Okay.
I mean, my name is Rocky, so we can definitely, you feel me, spar up. Like
Okay.
we can
Okay.
do some shit.
Okay.
Okay. All right,
She's
cool,
shooting her
yeah.
shot.
All right. What about you? Would you date him?
I mean, I'm in a relationship, so no.
Okay.
but-
Hypothetically, if you weren't in a relationship, would you date him?
Don't say it.
I mean,
your man's gonna
if
be mad.
he treated me good, yeah.
Okay.
I
All
don't
right.
care
That's fair.
what he
That's
looks
fair.
like.
So
I
so height doesn't matter to you at all?
No.
How tall are you?
5'2". I'm short.
How tall is your man?
5'7".
Okay. Would you date him if he was your height?
Yes,
You would?
absolutely.
With heels, you're taller than him, though. You're cool with that?
Don't wear
I
heels.
won't I won't wear heels.
Okay, but see, now you're settling, right?
Right.
I told you he's a
I
settler
mean,
and a
I would rather
conqueror.
settle for somebody that's gonna treat me right.
I mean,
Okay.
as long as she's comfortable, that's the thing. She's
Yeah.
comfortable, full around. So
Okay, that's fair. What about you?
No, but I don't care about height at all.
You don't?
Like, yeah, no. I'm
Okay.
Cuban. Like everyone's short.
Okay.
Yeah.
But-
yeah, my
but-
dad is shorter than my
No,
mom.
I've seen
Hold
some
on,
tall
but-
Cubans
But you
too.
do care about age, correct?
Yeah, I don't want an old arrugado man. No.
Okay, I know you're speaking Spanglish, but what she's saying, she doesn't want an old man. So,
Wrinkly one.
so you don't think that a 21-year-old should date a 34-year-old, correct?
No, that's not even that bad. I'm
That's
talking
not
about
bad.
like
talking about sugar daddies.
yeah, like sugar daddies.
No, no,
like
no. But
that.
just in general, we're not talking about sugar daddies or anything right now. In general, do you think it's okay for a 21-year-old girl to date a 31-year-old guy?
Oh, that's okay.
That's okay. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Does anyone have a problem with that at all?
No.
Because
No.
I find that there's a double standard where women like to date up, but if a guy dates down, there's an issue.
I
He's
know.
called a predator. He's called a pervert. And
I
it's,
don't know. I mean,
he wants to stay in his prime. So
that's true. But we had a conversation yesterday where some of the ladies were
Yeah.
saying that
They're perverts.
it's predatory for an older guy that's maybe 35 to date a 24-year-old
I
girl.
would say that's
That's
based
not
on
bad.
mindset
35
because
and
I've
24
always
isn't bad.
dated up.
Okay.
How I see it, I mean, I feel like as women at 18 years old, you're still kind of a child. You're barely learning how to be free in a sense of,
So let me
healthy,
give you an
responsible.
example. You're 18 years old hypothetically, and this probably feels good to hear because you're 33. But
not
you're-
really, because
but-
I like to say I'm fucking 33 actually. So
Okay. So
take
you're
that back.
hypothetically
Take that back.
speaking-
Like how you told me earlier. Take that back.
Okay, Chris.
Take it back.
Hypothetically speaking, you're
Yeah,
18 years old. A
I
30
was. Okay.
Okay, you
Mhm.
were. Okay. hypothetically speaking, a 35-year-old guy comes up to you right now and he says, "Listen, you're beautiful. I like you. I like the way you look. I want to get to know you." Would you be willing to give him an
Oh,
opportunity?
most definitely. When
Okay.
I was 21, I dated someone that was 36.
Okay. So why do most people in society, men and women, okay, but mostly women, if we're being honest, shame that guy that's 35 years
Let,
old?
let me tell you why. Because I feel like most women get predators out all the time, that we don't know how to have all these men, like whether to know is a good man or a bad man, that we're like, you already experienced your life with other women, that now you're coming in for a little as, 18-year-old me that has never had any experiences or life experiences, that you could at the end of the day intrigue me to and mold me into something that you do want. And a lot of people feel like, okay, so now you're trapping a little child into molding them whatever the fuck you want them to be.
Okay.
And I feel that's how they see
Okay.
it, not how it could be.
Okay, that's fair. I'm gonna go around the table. What about you? You think the same way? You shook your head.
Like, yeah, I just feel like it's weird, especially like 21 is different than 18 being with a 36-year-old. Like 18, you just got out of high school. Like, what the hell?
Okay.
Your parents' house and
Yeah,
everything.
like,
You're
what?
still being like
Okay.
cuddled
36,
in.
yeah, like 36. Like, I'm saying, like, that's like my mom's age. Like, no,
Okay.
no.
All right, cool. Do you feel the same way?
Kind of, but also at the same time, I feel like women mature way faster than men.
Okay.
So maybe her mind level is on his level.
Okay. So how do you feel about that? The 35-year-old dating your 18-year-old daughter. How would you feel about that?
No.
You see?
I would've
That's where
loved
you
it.
hit the fucking fan.
I mean, it depends. It depends.
No,
Like,
seriously though. You have an 18-year-old daughter. She just finished high school. A 35-year-old guy's trying to date her. How do you feel about that?
it depends. I would have to know like a lot about his life, who he's been with.
Okay.
You would want to vet him too.
Translation, he would have to have money. Okay. What about you? How do you feel about that
No.
situation?
I mean, I'm pretty okay with the situation, but as far as the daughter part, no.
I'm sorry. Can you elaborate on that? So not with your daughter?
Not with my daughter.
Okay. So
but
it
it's an
changes when it comes to
experience.
someone
That's the thing.
personal,
No,
right?
no, it's an experience. So if you want to go through an experience, okay. But like you're telling me you want to be with my daughter forever?
The rest
Okay.
of your life.
Right.
So okay,
that's
so let me get
crazy.
this straight. I'm translating womenese. So I think what you're trying to say is if it's just an experience, maybe sexually, you're okay with it?
Overall.
Overall, if
Overall.
you want to have that experience and see what it's like, okay, go for it. But
what if she has that experience and then she's like, "Yo, I love this guy. I want to marry him."
Then do it.
You're not okay with
right,
Then do
go
it.
for it. But the thing is, like, don't sit there and let that be your mark. Like, okay, I'm gonna go for somebody 35 and up.
Just
Okay.
because
Like,
it's 35 or
You
like
have
older,
to understand, like, okay, you can meet somebody your age or maybe a couple years older, but 35.
that?
That's
Okay,
like 10
Clement,
years.
what do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? Your 18-year-old daughter, 35-year-old guy.
Hell no. But I'm saying it because, like, at the same time, it's like your father's that age. You get what I mean? So it's like you're interested in what your father acts like. You get what? Like, I don't know if it makes sense, but it's just like
daddy issues.
you're 18 and it's like literally like daddy issues because that guy is your father's age. Why do you want someone that represents your father? That's literally what you're looking for in a man. You're somebody that represents and acts like your dad. You get what I
Okay.
mean? Once you're 21, whatever, and you make your own decisions, you live by yourself and you have your own things and you want to be with a 35-year-old, that's perfectly fine. But why when you're under somebody else's care? You get what I mean?
Okay.
I don't know.
But Clement, wouldn't it be better for your daughter to date a 35-year-old grown man who's well established, right, well rounded, opposed to an 18-year-old guy who has nothing to his name?
No, because there could be 35-year-old men that have nothing coming for themselves, and there could be that 18-year-old that has more than a 35-year-old. Like, it doesn't really.
Yeah, but you're talking about the minority because most guys at 18 don't have anything to
Yeah,
their
but
name.
like,
By
but
35, they're established.
yeah, but it's like
Most likely.
Right.
Yeah, but a lot of 35-year-olds, if you're looking at an 18-year-old, then you don't have no standards yourself
Yeah,
because
for real.
that person could be your daughter.
Okay, but Clement, there's a double standard there.
It's all about how you meet people.
Because here's the thing, because that 18-year-old, like for instance, if your 18-year-old daughter wanted to date that guy, no one would blink an eye,
Yeah.
right? But if the 35-year-old wanted to date the same 18-year-old that wants to date him, now all of a sudden there's a problem. It's the same thing. It's the same age. The numbers don't change or anything like that. But for some reason, when men do it, it's a problem.
Oh no, I don't like if a guy wants to be with a younger girl, like I wouldn't say anything about it because at the end of the day, a younger girl is more valuable than an older woman. Like, it's just like
But
They're
that's
getting
hypocritical.
older.
What you just said
No.
is very contradicting.
What?
Because if you know that a younger woman is more valuable, then why is it bad when a 35-year-old wants to date an 18-year-old?
No, that'd be fine. But I'm just saying, in my preference, like I wouldn't allow my daughter to do it. You know
Okay,
what I mean? Like
so
I would.
you're
just
saying
speak
what
to
she's
him.
saying. What she's saying, I'm cool with it as long
long
as
as
it's
it
not
ain't
my
mine.
daughter.
Yeah, it's
right?
an experience.
Okay.
Like if my daughter wants to go ahead and do it, like okay, but I'll be there to let her know the knowledge of the consequences that it comes with. You get what I mean? Like it doesn't make you look right
Okay.
because it makes you look like you have daddy issues and you're looking from a love from an older man that you didn't get from your father.
I don't know about the daddy issues
Mm,
because
Okay, hold on. I
No.
want to ask because you're 18, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a good question for
Okay,
her because
that's
she
fine.
is 18.
Okay.
What do you think about that? Would you? Oh, you don't have that. Let's just say, would you date a guy who's 36?
Right now, being 18, I would.
You would.
Okay.
I would.
Okay.
Because she'll feel taken
Get the
care of.
camera on her
That's why.
sister's face.
She feels like she'll
Because
be
I'm gonna be honest with you, every other 18-year-old
doesn't have
that
their
I
shit together.
yeah, like they're so like
They're
not
like
every
12-year-olds.
18-year-old is like immature, but like the ones that I know and met, like
Interesting.
they don't.
Okay.
Would you
What's
do
your
it
name?
for the
What's your name?
experience?
Natalia. You said not every, but I would tell you it's majority. Almost
Yeah.
all of them.
Yeah, that's why I said like not everybody because I can't speak for
Okay.
everybody.
But wait, would you do
Wait,
it for
I
the
have-
experience or long term?
I'll do it for long term.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Real
I
quick,
have a
ladies.
comment.
Who's a parent here? You're a parent. You're a parent. You're a parent. I'm a parent. Okay.
The
cool.
dogs count.
Who has a daughter here? You do. Okay, cool. I have a daughter too. Okay, so here's what I tell you. As a man, my sole job in this world is to make sure my daughter is taken care of until I can give her away to another man that's gonna take care of her.
That's tricky.
This is why. Okay. In a marriage, in a wedding, you
I'd
see
rather men
you
give
see
it
the
away.
man take her to the guy,
Mhm.
not the mother. Why doesn't the mother take her to the guy? Because
Well,
the guy,
that's
because let me
responsibility.
finish. Because the man, the father, you're the provider, you're the protector, you're the one that provisions.
So now you're
Okay,
giving it to that
so
man.
you take care of your daughter until she goes to get taken care of by another guy. It's literally the way it is. You guys can dispute that all you want. So what I'm saying is, me having my daughter, and you know how much I love my daughter. My daughter in my heart. Okay, that's my daughter. That's my daughter. I think about my son too, but my daughter, that's my heart. Okay, so my job is to make sure she's taken care of. Why wouldn't I want her to be with a guy who's well-rounded, has his finances in order, has everything taken care of, opposed to her dating a 19, 20-year-old who has nothing to his name, is going to break her heart, right? This guy's already had his fun.
That's what I'm saying. He's already had his
but-
fun. She hasn't yet.
But you're looking at it from like an equal
Right,
perspective, right?
It's about
Like you gotta
resources
listen.
and
Let
brand.
me tell you what your value is to society, okay? And then I'll tell you what my value as a guy is to society. Your value is your beauty, your youth, your fertility. Okay? My value is my status, my finances, and what I do for society as a whole. Okay? That's why guys that have titles like Jay-Z and Drake and all, like they have all the girls that want them because they don't even know these guys, but they have status, right? And guys want beautiful, young, fertile women to have kids with. We don't give a fuck. No one here is looking for Beyonce. She's too old. I remember I used to be in love with Angelina Jolie. She's too old now. I'm not looking at her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These are beautiful women. But there's a reason why when it comes to a certain age, we're like, ugh.
You're not looking at them physically like attracted that you want to fuck them, but you
Correct.
still feel like those women are amazing in a sense of like their career and they've aged gracefully,
Correct.
but not for you.
Okay. Let me ask the panel one question. And do we have any other super chats?
Yeah,
real
let's
quick?
get to the super chats first.
Yeah, we got some super
Okay,
chats.
go ahead.
We got Jade Amore.
Shout out to Jade, man. Damn, I've never seen Jade before. Is that?
That's it.
Do we know that Jade?
Yeah, she's been here for
Okay,
a
shout out
while.
to Jade, man. Much love to you. Go ahead.
How much personal space do you need in a relationship?
Okay.
None. Be all over me.
Anybody
want.
want
No.
to take that? You want to take that? Go ahead. How much space?
I don't know. I feel like personal space is needed sometimes. You know what I mean? Like in order to like feel that connection with that person, I feel like if you're with somebody like all day long, you know, together, you start to lose
feelings.
not feelings. You
don't
kind of
get to
get
miss
bored of the
them.
same thing. You get what I mean? Like you're not missing them because you're constantly with them like
Yeah,
all
that's
day
what I talk
long.
about.
It's like basically like might as well like sit in the toilet and take a shit with them because you're that that together with them all day. Now if your partner goes and they go to work and when you come back you miss them. You feel like, oh yes, I want to jump and hug you. But when you're with that someone every day, it's like you don't give a fuck if you gave them a hug today or if you gave them a kiss today because it's just like
Damn,
know,
you're
I feel like-
cold.
You
I feel
get
like
tired of seeing them all the time.
No,
No, I
No,
love
no,
when
Let her
we're in
finish. Let her
COVID.
finish.
Not, yeah, guys, you guys interrupt a lot on this.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's not about getting bored at the same time. It's just you need time apart from your partner to make sure that the feelings is there every single time. And it's everybody's different, but it's just the way that I think that once you're with somebody all day long, you get suffocated.
I agree.
You know,
Okay.
like but it also depends on energy.
Okay.
You get what I mean? Like if that person has a good energy, then you might not get bored of being like around them all day. But
So why are you with
sometimes-
somebody with bad energy then?
But you don't know that person has bad energy because you don't know a person until you get to know them.
No,
Okay.
we're saying how much energy, how much
How much
space
space
do you
you
need
need.
with that person? So if you're already with that person, you should know that they have either good or bad energy.
No, I get you, but I'm saying once you a starting relationship, a brand new relationship, you can be around them all day long. Now, a relationship that has been together for multiple years, you will want that space from that person.
What's your longest relationship you've been in?
6 years.
Okay.
Okay.
And how old are you?
I'm 21.
Okay. That was a kid relationship. Let me tell you why.
100% it was, but I still needed my space. I went to work. He went to work. You know?
No, because a man may need their space, but as a woman, shit, give me all the fucking attention you want to give me. Be all over me if you want. Like, I don't care. I'll kiss you every fucking single day. I'll tell you how much I love you every single day. And you don't need to have them apart to be like, oh, do I miss them or not? Because you already know if you miss that person or not, because you don't want to be away from that person.
I don't believe that, Christian.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to be around.
Okay,
a guy
wait. To be
24/7.
fair, though, to be fair, you've never been in love.
Okay.
To be
And
fair,
I've been
That's
in a
why-
9-year relationship.
still-
I've been through
What-
COVID. I've been through all that shit where I see my person 24 hours
If
and I fucking loved it.
a guy's around you 24 hours, what the fuck is he doing? Truly.
Well, as I said, we were in COVID time when I got to experience that,
Mhm.
you know, and there was a time where he didn't have to work because of COVID and all the regulations. And we both enjoy our time. I got to know him a lot better in a sense because we had to be with each other.
okay.
Yeah, but that's like during a pandemic. Like if your man is with you all day long, then your man has no motion. Like I don't want my
No,
man
yeah,
to
I
be
get
with
that.
me all day long. Like go do something
But
with
they
your
said-
life. You
They
get
said,
what
how
I
much
mean?
personal space do you need? I never
At
said,
least an hour.
No, no,
Like,
no.
leave me alone for an
I
hour.
don't need space. That's what I mean. I don't need space. Is there going to be a responsibility that we have to do? Yes. But do I need space? No.
Do you,
Okay.
do you think you're speaking for majority of women?
Most women love attention. Do we not post all these fucking pictures?
I think
I said most. Do not. I said
I
most.
understand. I
That's
understand.
why.
That's
That's
fair.
why
But-
we do all of that. That's why, because we are not getting the attention that we need at home or from our spouse or something, that most women will go and look somewhere else to get it because they're not receiving it. So
Okay.
once you receive it as a woman, you're not gonna look for it anywhere else.
But Christian, if
Okay,
you're
that's
getting
fair.
nonstop attention from your
Yeah.
man, there's no like.
I
there's
love
no
that.
break
But
from
as I
that.
said,
Okay.
I
Real quick,
love
hold on.
that
Do me a
obsession.
favor.
You're gonna
Curtis,
become
Curtis,
desensitized.
Curtis, turn the headsets down just a little bit,
Yeah,
please.
they're
Turn
very
them down just a little
loud.
bit. And here, I want to get your opinion. How much space do you want from your boyfriend?
I mean, I'm with my boyfriend 24/7 and I never get sick of him.
Okay.
Thank
But I do feel like it's very like everybody's different. Some
Are you
people-
in love with him?
Yeah.
Okay, ladies, I will put this out there. Disclaimer: I think when you're in love with someone, you don't care as much. But I will agree, there is a level of space. It just makes you miss that person, and you're like, holy shit, bro! I can't believe I went a whole day without you.
But it's
You
not
know
like
what I
we're
mean?
not saying we're not going to work, we're not going to the gym, we're not going doing our own things. You know, that is our space, but that's because, you know, we're doing it as a person to have our own growth. That's where the space comes from. It's not like, hey baby, I need to go ahead go with my friends because I need space away from you.
Okay.
That's not what I mean by
Guys, make sure you're reminding the super chatters that it's a threshold, man.
Yeah,
Okay,
I-
guys, make sure you're telling the chatters about that, guys. You want to say something else?
Yeah, I do think that people should have also their separate life. That's important. But I don't think, like she said, I don't think it's needed like that you want to have space. Like you have to do things for yourself as
Yeah.
well.
you're
But
gonna go ship on your
you're
own,
not-
you're gonna take a shower on your own.
you don't
Like,
you're not just saying, oh, I can't be with you right now. I just need space from you.
Okay. All right, cool. Real quick. I have a question for the ladies, okay?
Hold on, Curtis, finish the super.
Yo,
chats
real
Just
quick,
run
man.
it- run
Hold on,
through it.
hold on, bro. Make sure that we're honoring the threshold, bro. Okay. I like you guys. It's your job to fucking tell them that, bro. We have to honor the threshold. I don't like that shit, bro. We're either gonna keep the standard or we're not, bro. Okay. Okay, cool. Do we have any other ones that hit the threshold?
Yeah, we got Jose.
Go ahead.
If I have a kid and my baby mama has a boyfriend and he hits my kid, I'm killing that man. You can't discipline another man's kid the same way as your own.
Okay.
I
So
agree.
does everyone understand what he's saying?
Yeah.
Can I ask a
Yeah,
question?
and I agree with
What's
that.
up?
how about if it's a child, like an infant, 1-year-old, and
Mm-hmm.
you've been taking care of it since, you know, to his teenage years? Do you
Mhm.
see it the same way?
Okay, let me tell you something. I have 2 kids, and there's no reason why any man should be touching my kids.
No, I meant like let's say the father is here and there once in a while, but you basically become the father figure
Okay, I see what
because
you're saying.
they don't see their father, they
Okay.
know who their biological father
Okay,
is,
so
but you've raised them since they were a child, since they got to know your
I
fucking
get
name.
what you're saying. Okay, so here's what I say about that. I think if a father is absent, he automatically loses his rights to be able to say you can't hit my kid, right?
So therefore, it is okay.
You only honor that to men that are still keeping their duty to their kids. Like,
Okay.
If I'm constantly like there for my kids, which I am, and I'm providing financially, and I'm active, I'm gonna, it's my responsibility. Those are my kids, right? And I'm also gonna teach my kids to respect whoever their mom is with, if that's a serious relationship, right? But if the guy is absent and he's like a deadbeat dad, or he comes around like maybe twice a year, I don't give a fuck what you say, bro. Like, you're not these
You're
kids'
not a
father,
father.
right? So
Yeah, no.
But some
it
people
changes
still
a little.
feel like they are just because I made them. You know what I
but
mean?
hey, and then as a man, and that's another thing that you ladies don't understand. As a man, first of all, as a man, when you date a woman that has kids, what I feel you should do, and this is what I did, I went up straight to the dude and was like, yo, this is who I am. I'm dating her. I'm gonna be around your kid just out of respect. I wanted to make sure that I met you. Just want to let you know I'm gonna be taking care of your kid. I'm not gonna put my hands on your kid. You know what I mean? But it was just more of like I'm gonna assert myself, let you know that I'm in the picture. You can't be trying to sneak in like, yo, how's the baby? You want to chill? Like, no, you ain't gonna be doing that shit. You know what I mean? It was still a level of respect, but that's just how I handle shit. But I feel like even with my kids and my ex, like, I would want that same respect with whoever. That's why I have boundaries. I'm like, bro, can't nobody meet my kids until this time,
Yeah.
because I'll know if you're serious with this guy by a year. I'll
Yeah.
know. Most guys don't last that long.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, let's finish with the super chats, bro. Go ahead.
Yo, we got Nina. Would you rather have complete honesty in your relationship, even if it meant you might hurt the other person's feelings, or complete trust without the need for honesty?
I
Okay.
feel like we said this.
Yeah,
we
I think we
we
talked
already
about this
covered that.
yesterday.
And then
I don't think it was
No, we
today.
did today.
It was
Was it
earlier
today?
today.
No, we did
Okay.
earlier, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I guess everybody would prefer honesty here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to Nina, man. Any other super chats?
Yeah, another one from Nina. Would you rather be with a partner who is always trying to change and improve you, or with a partner who accepts you as you are?
Improvement.
Improvement. Who goes for improvement?
Change and
Improvement. Okay, improvement.
Improvement.
Everybody improvement.
I would rather grow with that person.
Okay,
Right.
I find it funny that you guys all say improvement, because you guys all think that it's controlling when a guy's trying to tell you what to do. And I'm not
I
saying all
don't.
of you. I'm not saying all of you, but most women think that when a guy's telling you what to do, it's controlling, it's manipulative. He's
I think
trying.
it's more the approach.
That's society.
Yeah,
That's
so it
made us
depends on
think
the
that
type
way.
of man
the
that's trying to do it.
approach.
It depends on if you know how to like do that. Because I feel like if it's a man who doesn't even know how to like lead, or doesn't really know what he's doing with you, like, boy, do not try to control me, because you can't even control yourself. Like,
Then you shouldn't have been with that fucking man.
No,
either
it's
way.
not even that. It's more so, okay, if you have enough knowledge to put me in the game, or make me improve myself, or make me want to
Mhm.
improve myself, it's how you approach me. So the same way you said hello and you sweet talk me into that, sweet talk me into, you feel me, improving and make myself better.
Okay.
Because if you're doing it in a degrading way or a negative way, I'm not gonna take
Like
it.
there is a way
agree.
for a man to be assertive and be the alpha without too diminishing what we are.
Okay. Did you want to add to that? Go
Yeah, I
ahead.
agree what she said. Like, if I'm wearing something, my boyfriend doesn't want me to wear it, and he's like, take that off. No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, what the hell?
Right.
But if he's like, babe, you shouldn't wear that because it's a little bit provocative, I'm gonna be like, okay.
I feel like
Okay.
women need more details into like why.
Okay.
Then most men do be like, you shouldn't be doing that. They'll be like, okay, and we're like, but why?
Okay.
No, we're
Type of
soft.
shit.
about
Guys are
communication.
hard. Like when they talk to each other, it's blunt. It's
Okay.
That's
very
why. That's
blunt.
why.
So, ladies, I'm glad you're saying that, and the reason why is because I find it to be a little bit hypocritical. You want men to lead, but also when men are trying to lead, you're like, no, I don't want you to lead
It
like
takes the
that.
right one, though.
Hold on, let me finish. The issue is that women are just so used to being catered to that even if, like, I know the way I am, right? I'm learning this as I go, right? Because also what I realize is when you care about a woman, that's when you really start to kind of consider their feelings. When you're just fucking with a chick, you don't give a fuck about her feelings, right? So what I'm learning is you have to almost like fake this shit. Like I'm a very listen. Let me finish. I'm a very straight to the point. I tell you guys all the time. I'd rather be respected than to be liked. Meaning, I don't give a fuck. I'm one of those people. I don't give a fuck what nobody. You guys should see the comment section. People talk shit about me all day long. I don't give a fuck. I don't lose any sleep over that.
Nope.
People's opinions are not my reality. Okay. So in my relationships, I approach it like that too. I'm like, bro, I'm straight to the point. But women don't take that well from guys. Women want you to say what she said.
There's a
baby, listen. I don't like what you're wearing. I really want you to take it off.
I think it all depends on how you were raised. If you were raised by like a mother who loves you and like talk to you correctly, then you're gonna talk to women correctly. Now, if you were raised by
that's not right.
nobody,
Yeah,
No,
I don't think
when
I
you
got
respect
it.
a woman, you're gonna come
I wouldn't-
that
respectfully.
has to do with how you were raised.
No,
Because I feel like
No.
mothers teach that. Your mother's gonna teach
Mothers
that.
don't teach shit.
No, they
Okay,
don't.
that's
They
number one.
nurture you and oh, you okay, baby? Come over here.
Let me tell you something.
Not every mother.
Hold on, let me tell you
No,
something.
you're right.
Shout out to all the single mothers out there that are great mothers. Not taking anything away from them. There's some
Yeah.
great single mothers out there. I've seen some of them myself. But a woman cannot teach a man how to be a man.
And I've said that
Okay?
before.
A woman cannot teach a man how to be a man. As a matter of fact, the reason why I disrespected women, it was because of my mom. I was 7 years old, seeing my mom bring men into the house. They were fucking her and leaving. I said, yo, that's some hoe shit. All girls are hoes. That was my mentality as a 7-year-old.
Because you're seeing it.
Right? I had to unlearn everything that I knew when I met someone I really cared about, right? And if we're being totally honest and transparent, the person I was with before her really was the girl that kind of took the shots for me to be able to be the man I am today for her. Does that make sense?
So the experience with her led you to where you are.
Yes, I learned a lot of stuff in that relationship that I'm like, yo, I fucked up. Like I did some wrong.
Could have been
right?
better.
I could have been
But
better.
because of her, you've learned to be better.
Correct. So what I'm saying is women can't teach men how to be shit. You can't. Women nurture, they love, they care for,
Yeah.
right? You guys don't teach shit. I'm just being honest. Okay. Fuck, I forgot what we were talking about before, man. We were talking about something else. Anybody remember?
What Nina's
men
question
waiting.
was.
Men
Okay.
waiting.
Yeah.
You can
Did you want to
read
add? You were
Nina's
saying something to that, right?
No,
No, you weren't. Okay, cool. Do we have any other super chats real quick?
Yeah, I got one more from
Okay.
Adam.
Go ahead.
Question to Marilyn: would you let your daughter be how you are? Would you let her have 35
The
bodies?
fact
at
that that's
21?
my baby daddy is the funny part.
That's your baby daddy right there.
Yup.
Okay.
Hey, baby
That's
daddy.
the funny part.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
wild.
Shout out to
Not
Adam.
Not you
tuned
donating
in.
money to ask questions.
Okay. Shout out to Adam.
Shay.
Adam, make sure you subscribe and become a member, homie.
Oh, were you
so
talking shit because he don't?
hold on, let me
Yes,
hold on.
it is.
Marilyn, let me ask you that question. Would you let your daughter be how you are with the 35 bodies at 21?
I'm not answering that.
I mean, that's fair. We can't make you answer, but I'm just gonna
That
assume
that speaks loud.
I'm gonna assume that the answer is no. Correct?
I feel like most parents don't want their kids
I
to go
hate
through
when
their
women say I
experiences.
feel like because it's not
Because
all about
I'm
your
not.
feelings.
I'm not. Most likely, we're always in all our feelings.
And that's the problem,
It
ladies.
is the problem.
You're all
but it's a
no, hold
reality.
on. Let me finish. Women, I get it. That's how you operate, our feelings. And there's some good to that. There's a lot of good to that. Okay. This is why when
That's why we're
you know
stupid
you guys are
sometimes.
nurturers. That's just what you do in that. We love that shit. We would not be who we are without that. The problem is you guys go your whole entire lives like that. It's like you have to learn how to compartmentalize, right? You can't treat every situation the same, right? Now, my question to you is, and I know the answer, and I'm just gonna assume actually because of your non-answer that your answer is no, right? And so with that being said, I just told you before that super chat, shout out to your baby daddy. I told you how my mother impacted the way I saw women. Do you not also think that your lifestyle is going to impact the way your daughter sees men?
No,
Okay.
because I don't bring people around my daughter ever.
But
But you're always outside and you're not with her.
I'm not always
That's-
outside.
you're
Who said
not
I'm always outside?
Well, if you're with so many men, you must be outside somewhere, not
Well,
with your
I'm
daughter
not.
around,
Well,
right?
I'm not. So you guys could assume what you want, but
Oh, I was asking
That's on
questions.
you.
I wasn't assuming.
no, you said you're always outside. That's a statement.
And then I said it afterwards. Well,
Oh,
since
okay.
you have 35
right.
bodies, you're most likely, are
Mhm.
you most likely to go be outside? Not when your kid is around, right?
Because I didn't have a life before my daughter, so you're right.
okay,
Short
I get it. You're taking it personal. We're gonna
I'm
move
not
on.
taking it personal. I'm just saying. I don't think
I
that I
think
need
she's
to
just
answer
trying to
that
say that her
question.
baby is still a baby, and before her baby was brought into this life. I don't know how old she is, but it takes 9 months for a baby to grow. Before that,
Correct.
she had her life and she was going out when she wasn't in a relationship and she didn't have a baby. I think that's what she's trying to say.
Okay. Now let me ask you a question, since you want to go ahead and save her. Don't you think that
Save her.
don't you? Yeah, I mean that's what. Listen, I've been doing this shit for almost a year. Okay. And women always tend to save each other. It's just the way it is. And it's just something that it's just the way you're wired, right? Because there's a party that's like, yo,
Is that nurturing part?
I felt like that before, or a nurturer part of you, or it's like you feel bad for the person. Let me tell you something. As men, we can see each other be shamed and we won't jump in to help anybody because we almost feel like you deserve that shit.
Yeah.
And this is why men are better than women, because we shame each other. We do. We keep each other accountable. And listen, you can laugh all you want, but your friends aren't keeping you accountable.
I'm not laughing.
You were laughing. I just saw you laugh.
You just said that like men are better than women, though.
In that sense, yes, we are better. And in general,
In that sense,
in general, men are better than women. That's a fact. The one thing you guys do better than us is give.
Only because men learn things the
hard
hard
and
way
be
versus
emotional.
women. I don't think a woman would learn something with you speaking to her like a rude way. Like you're
but-
not gonna
okay,
get to me
you're
talking to me
proving
like
my
that.
point.
That's women
You're
in America.
proving my point. You're proving my point. That even when it comes to speaking, I have to switch the way I talk in order for me to even get through to you. You're proving I can talk to the men however I want. They'll understand
Correct.
it. We're logical.
Correct.
You're proving my point. Listen, men are better than women.
In America.
Okay, in general, men are better than women. What's one thing
I
that
said in America
okay,
for a reason.
Okay. How about this? Why don't you tell me 3 things that women can do
I wasn't
better than
arguing
men?
with you. I was agreeing with you. I said in America.
Okay, but so why not outside of America?
I mean, in general, but I want women to understand like the dynamic. Women in America kind of like are not up there. We
Absolutely
are the bottom of
Correct.
you feel me? Like that's what I'm saying. Okay, in America, so they have an idea of what you're talking about.
Right, but
Because if you're saying in general, they're gonna be like, okay, what am I? I'm in my feelings.
okay, I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is still a fact, right? I know what you're. I get what you're saying, but you gotta understand, they're not thinking that way. When you say in America, I'm saying in general. Like, yo, women outside of America are way.
Some don't speak. They don't do.
Women
anything.
outside of America are way happier than you guys. You guys are more liberated. You guys can go to work. You guys can have sexual partners, and yet women in fucking Japan are killing it. Thailand, you talking about all these other countries, they're killing it. Women are happy as fuck over there. They don't have to worry about paying bills. You guys are fucked up over here. Medicated, STDs. You guys are.
So you feel the government has a lot to do with it,
Absolutely.
and social media.
Let me tell you
and all
something.
that.
Women are gullible as fuck. In general, you want to take it personally, cool. But I'm saying in general, women are. Bro, I talk to women my whole life. I know how gullible you guys are. Hey, baby, listen, I really like you. You're the one. Oh, pop, 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 pop. Peace. I've ran through so many girls, bro. I ran through, like, you guys are gullible.
Yeah.
You hit the right chord and you're in.
I knew a dude in college, man. He ran through all the girls just by being their boyfriend. He literally he got onto the thing where the freshmen come in, where he walked them around the campus. So he get the first dibs on all the girls. He was smart, man. And then he knew all the baddies. He knew all the baddies before they even started as freshmen. And then he just run through them and make them all his girlfriend. Maybe a couple
Is that
weeks, maybe a
because-
month in, then he get another girl.
Do you
He
think
dump
because
her.
they're ignorant in a sense, and no one has ever taught them in their life
about
that
standard.
Well,
set a standard
It's
and
about standard and etiquette.
Yeah, but I'm just making a point that women are gullible. If you tell them that you love them and you give them a relationship, which is what a lot of women want, you can smash and then dash.
So do you think in America most women need love, and that's why therefore they just go to whoever gives it to them?
I was just trying to paint that perspective as far as what he was saying, as far as the men being better in general, because women kind of have this idea of like, we run with shit. So when he said it, I'm like, okay, I want people to understand like what he's talking about, not like men, like, you feel me? They run the world. They do, but it's more so like, I want women to understand like y'all are not.
Okay,
the
but
shit right
also,
now.
guys, when we say better, we're not saying that you're shit. We're saying we're better. Like, two people could be good, right? Jordan was better than Rodman, or this player is better than this. They're all good players, but he's better. People always hear better and they go, well, that means I'm the worst.
Right.
No, it means that there's someone fucking better than you. It doesn't mean that you suck. So you guys got to stop internalizing is when he says that as you fucking suck. No, women are great. You're awesome.
No, I was saying women in America suck.
Yeah.
I was saying that.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying though,
We
like
talked
a
about
lot of
earlier
women
that
hear the
we
word
lost
better.
traditions.
Okay, ladies, I'll say this. He has a point. Maybe I'm not wording it correctly. When I say men are better, I mean in general, overall, we build the world, we run the world, and we do it for you. So in that sense, you guys are better than us. I don't see us doing that shit for fucking lions. We're doing it for you guys, right? So you guys are better in your own ways. Like there's some things that women are better at. I have kids. I would never drop my kids off at a guy daycare. Fuck
Never.
no. Right?
Never.
There's certain things that I would never. If my kids are sick, they're going to a female. Right? A nurse. They're going to a nurse, a female nurse. I don't want no dude fucking taking care of my kids. Like, there's some things you guys are better at. When I say men are better overall in general, we are. Sorry, ladies. I have a girlfriend next to me. I have a daughter. I have 4 sisters that I love. Like, I'm not hating on you guys.
I love that men are better because most of the time I don't want to take responsibility with a lot of shit, and I'd rather have the guy do it and be like, okay, baby, thank you.
Yeah.
You know, it's,
You know what?
makes it easier.
A funny thing happens when we're at home, right? She'll be cooking, right? And I'll just be working, and she'll come to me and be like, "Baby, can you open this?" And it's like, when I'm not home, you open this shit by yourself. But there's a part of you that, like, your man's there. I'm gonna
Like,
have
thank
my
you for
man
help.
open it
It's
for you, right?
easier.
And
It's
so, what I'm
easier.
saying is, in general, it's like, don't take offense, ladies. I'm just saying that we essentially we are the. It's kind of like in chess, king and queen, right? The queen is
There to protect the queen.
without the queen, you can still play chess.
Yeah, you
The
can.
queen is the most powerful thing on the board.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. It's the,
The
king.
king.
Because
gotta
you
protect
checkmate the fucking
queen.
king, bro.
The queen
Learn your
protects the
chess.
king. You gotta know how to play chess.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
but
guys.
the queen is the most powerful. one on the
Ladies,
board.
She
name
can
one
move
president.
around.
Yes, she can move around
She can
besides
move
the
around.
pawns.
Trump,
Hold on, real
Obama,
quick. Hold on.
But you
Clinton,
don't
or Bush.
defeat the game without.
Okay,
being
ladies,
the
name
king.
one president you can't say Biden, Trump, Obama, Clinton, or Bush.
Rebecca.
Hold on.
What?
Real quick. Hold on. Real quick, ladies, pay attention. So name one president. You can't say Biden, Trump, Obama, Clinton, or Bush. So we'll
George
start off with you.
Washington.
George Washington? Okay. What about you?
Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Jackson. What about you?
Abraham Lincoln.
Okay. What about you?
JFK.
Okay.
Hamilton.
Hamilton. Oh, good one. What about
Oh
you?
no.
Clement?
Yeah, Clement, where you going? Where she's going? Hey,
No,
hey.
me and her are on the same
Clement
page
got that
right
Florida
now.
education.
Clement got a.
Literally.
Oh, wait. They took all the good ones. Clement.
No,
You
there's
guys,
some good
listen,
ones.
you guys took all the good ones. That's it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
born in 2002.
There's
That
48
means
of them.
nothing.
Like, I didn't pay attention in school.
Okay. Can you give me a vice president?
No, tampoco.
Kamala right now.
Oh, come on. You gotta go as a
No,
vice
no, no,
president.
Joe Biden needs to be fucking president and
Obama's
vice
fine.
president too.
Okay. You know what?
Condoleezza
That was,
Rice,
Rice,
that was
like
a-
this.
It's okay.
that was a really good super chat. Shout out to David. Real quick, ladies, I'm gonna ask you guys a question, okay? Right now, as we stand, okay, are you at your most valuable now or 10 years from now?
No,
Now. And how old are you?
26.
26. So 10 years from now, you don't think you'll be as valuable as you are now.
No.
Okay. What about you?
I'd say 10 years from now.
10 years from now, how old are you?
27.
And you'll be 37?
Cap.
Hold
Cap.
on.
Red flag.
Okay.
How do I look?
What do you mean?
You look good.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. Now or 10 years from now?
No,
Okay. Now or 10 years from now?
no.
Now or 10 years from now?
In 10 years,
10 years.
I'm
gonna make more money.
what? How does that have
It's
to
the
do with
knowledge
anything
that
with
you
your-
obtain. It's
That's the only
Yeah,
thing you
that's
get.
on top of
No,
that too. Like
that's
you're
the
smarter
only
when you're
thing you get.
older.
You get
Let me
knowledge and
finish.
experience.
Let me finish. What about you? Now or
Now.
10 years? What about you over there?
10 years.
10 years from now? You'll be 31, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Why?
Because like how she said, like I feel like you gain knowledge as you get older. So why would I want to be a naive? You know what I mean? Like I'm
Okay.
gonna gain experience. I'm gonna whatever. Like I'm gonna be smarter in 10 years. I don't know shit now.
Okay. What about you?
I said now.
Okay.
Why? Because you might say that right now because you're 18. I'm 33. I'd rather be 18.
Hold on. How old are
right now.
you?
33.
Red flag.
Okay.
keep pushing it again.
Okay.
So the reason I say I'd rather have that because I always say this and people get mad that I compare women as cars. But nobody wants a fucking used car that they had a long time ago. Everybody wants to buy the newer, the better version, the the classier things, the one that has the best buttons, whatever the fuck it is. Like it's cool to have a 1969 fucking, must whatever the fuck it is. It's cool. But you know what? It's gonna break down regardless. Not as much as you're gonna have to put more maintenance on it, more everything on it,
Okay.
aside of the one.
Now, wait, was this financially, mentally, or physically?
In general.
In
All
general.
around.
Yeah,
all
I would
around.
say 10
However,
years, yeah.
Let me
Okay. Go
no,
ahead.
let me say that. No, however, yes, it's awesome that I gained the knowledge and the experience and all that, but I wish I had that earlier. But again, I can't go through life without, experiencing everything that I have.
Okay. Real quick. What about you?
Oh, I already answered.
I know, but why?
Oh, I mean, for a guy, they want youth. beauty and purity.
Mhm.
I have that now.
Facts.
I'm not gonna have that in 10 years.
Okay.
You know, like
Okay.
the same. You know.
All right. That's pretty good right there. Shout out to you. What about you?
I was saying 10 years because I mean, I don't know about anybody else not saying like that, but black don't crack. So I mean, I look good right now. You feel me? So if I look good right now, then in 10 years, I don't think it will still change. And not just that, but I can obtain more money.
But that's
assets.
hypothetical about looks.
No, it's not
though.
hypothetical. It's my
On looks.
plan.
No, I said on looks.
On looks? What you mean, baby?
It's hypothetical to feel like you're gonna look good in 10 years
No,
when you
no,
no. Let me say why. Because you haven't seen yourself in fucking 10 years.
I mean,
you can't
I was
say
18
that.
and I was like, damn, I didn't think I would look like this. And I'm 27 now.
Okay.
You feel me? So I'm just saying, if I'm gonna keep going, I'm gonna keep going. I'm
Turn the
aging
mics down a
backwards.
little bit, Curtis. Turn them down a
I
little
feel like
bit
I'm
more.
aging backwards.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Let me tell you something.
What's
What
up?
if I went out into society right now and I said, I feel like I'm a billionaire?
Okay.
Because that's essentially what you
That's
sound
cool,
like to
but
me.
I'm answering her question.
I get it. But ladies, you can feel whatever you want to feel like, but facts are facts. Mother Nature gives and Father Time takes. The older you get, the uglier you get.
That's cool, but I've gotten older and I've looked younger. So I mean,
You
you
got
tell
pictures
me
of
something.
you looking 18?
Yes.
Actually, I did the same
That's what
thing.
I'm
I felt like
saying.
when I was
It's crazy.
21, I didn't take care of myself.
let me-
and I feel like I look better
Okay.
now than I did when I
Let
was
me say
21.
something respectfully, right? Because I'm black here, so I'll say something, right? There's two things that are first of all, I don't know why people put so much emphasis into this shit. The black don't crack.
No, I said it as a joke.
And I get it, but but think about it. It's said as a joke, but in
But most people
reality,
take it
people
serious.
believe that shit. In reality, like it's like,
that's
listen,
how you take care
look,
of yourself.
you ever think about like the fact that when you were a kid, maybe if someone kept saying something to you consistently, like
You believe it.
you believe it, right? Black don't
Even a
crack,
lie.
black don't crack, black don't crack, right? And it's like the whole BBC. They did a study, and it's actually not true. Like they did a study on that shit where like the whole BBC thing, yes, it's true in some aspects, but it's not like every black African American out there has a big BBC. You know what I'm saying? But BBC, when girls think of BBC, they think every guy just has a. Let's it's a fact. Everybody starts to believe that shit. That's false. Just like Asian people are they have the
Asian
stigma that they have
American.
bro. That's not necessarily true. Not all Asian guys have little. You know what I mean? They did a study on that. Like that's not true, but. That's what I have a problem with the whole black don't
It's a
crack thing.
stereotype.
You can sit here and say whatever you want. As you age, you get less desirable. And another thing, you're talking about
asked
money.
Me why I felt like in 10 years I would add more value.
She's saying
That's
she's speaking of
it.
herself.
Okay.
That's it. I didn't say okay, well this and that, and I didn't come
They're
across
confusing
nobody.
it. So hold on. Let me just explain.
Hold on.
So hold on to men. So we gotta kind of clarify for the women because they keep thinking themselves.
Okay.
Do you ladies think you're going to be more valuable to men in 10 years? So men that are trying
So
to
you
date
should've said
you.
it like
Body
that.
wise,
I know that's why I'm saying it like
Okay.
that now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you? Yes or no?
Well, I'm saying no.
Okay.
If you said it, if you put the question like
Okay.
that,
But
then I would say now.
remember, ladies, yeah, and we can clarify, and we didn't.
But
so I
even
understand.
without saying the men part, like it's still a fact. You don't get better with age. You just don't, bro. The only people that get better with age are men.
Man.
That's it. Our value goes up. Your value goes down. Because here's the thing. You can sit here and be like, I got the experience. I got the money. That matters to you. But it doesn't matter to anybody else. And I'm saying as in general, as a society, no one's going to care about the money that you have. Your friends aren't going to be friends with you based off the money you have. Men don't want you based off the money that you have. Shout out to the super chatters, man.
Repo donated $10. You've been lied to. You don't look good for 28.
Oh damn.
Okay, shout out to Repo.
You said 27, right?
Well, I'll take it. Fuck
Okay.
it.
To be fair, you know what? We could do the rating game, I guess, if you guys want to. Clement doesn't want to do the rating game. Shout out to Clement. Clement, why did you say what you said about now opposed to 10 years
What
from now?
Ralph said. You look good
Into the mic,
now, you
please.
know. You look good now. In 10 years, you're not gonna look the same as what you look now. In 10 years, you can gain weight that you never thought you would have in 10 years.
That's
You
why I
know,
said
you can't speak on here from 10 years because you don't know what the fuck you're gonna look like. Either knock on wood, but a fire can happen and that's it. Like your face is ruined. You can get beat up by somebody, your face is ruined. It's just simple things. Nowadays, people think getting surgery is gonna make you look younger, but over the years, your face just starts becoming worse and worse and worse.
Mm-hmm.
And Botox can only just help so much.
Yeah, listen, ladies, the makeup industry is a billion plus dollar company. Like this industry is crazy, and it's because of you guys. Let me ask you a question. I've known you for a while now, right? You're pretty well rounded. You speak well. You're pretty feminine. You're not too loud. You're not masculine. Why aren't you in a relationship?
I'm not in a relationship right now because I'm trying to find myself. Like not myself, yeah, myself. I'm trying to find myself and how to love myself first, because I feel like I can't love another man without loving myself first. I feel like I would just be putting my past trauma on them, and I just don't want to do that. And I know, like, whatever, like, your past trauma doesn't reflect on, like, another relationship, but it really does, because if you don't love yourself as a person, then how can you be happy with somebody else? At the end of the day, everything they do is going to make you feel insecure. Because
How long have you been finding yourself?
For half a year. But
Okay,
I'm working and I moved.
Do you have a limit though? Like, because ladies say that and then they take 3. I've seen ladies say I've take 3 years finding myself.
But it doesn't matter how long it takes. I'm doing
Yes,
it
it
for
does.
no, because at the end of the day, I moved out of here because I want to become a registered nurse and I want to go to school.
Okay.
And right now my mentality is that a man is going to be a distraction to me because I want to follow my goals. I want to chase my dreams.
Let me explain something to all of you ladies, and I'm gonna speak to you, but through you. If the longer you go without having a relationship is like a muscle. Your muscles need to be worked out. So if you spend a year, 2 years, 3 years, you don't know how to date anymore, and you become too wrapped up in finding yourself that you don't actually know how to be in a relationship.
Yeah,
but hold on. But a lot of ladies do this and they're in therapy or they're finding themselves or whatever it is. You still got to go out there and do something, make yourself be seen, go to a bar or whatever, read a book, and that, put yourself in a social environment. Because I'm telling you, I'm being honest with you, ladies. If you don't have relationships for 2 or 3 years or whatever it is, 6 months, 1 year, you're going to lose something. Yeah. And you're going to become socially awkward, and then you're going to think that it's normal, and it's going to be hard for you to date. Yeah. And guys are going to they're not going to want to. Go ahead.
Can I finish?
Go ahead.
It doesn't mean that I'm not looking for anybody. I talk to men. I'm just saying that, like, right now it's not my main focus. My main focus is my happiness, like that I accomplish my school goals and that I become a registered nurse with no distractions. Okay. Now, if one of the guys that I give my time to are able to, understand that I'm gonna be focusing on school or they're at the same level as me, then yeah, maybe I'll give them an opportunity and a relationship will start. But right now, mentally, it's not what I'm putting my mind on. Okay. I'm putting my mind on my goals.
Okay, but you're still missing my point. My point is, even if you do that, if you find the guy that's going to meet you or whatever you're saying, that's cool. What I'm saying is, don't do that too long, because you're still shunning away a lot of guys. That's all I'm saying. You can do what you want. I'm just giving you game.
I agree.
Also, another thing is that when women find themselves, I'm not saying this is you, they find themselves in a lot of beds with different guys, right?
When did you lose yourself?
Oh my god.
It's the chat.
No, but that's a good point, because they rack up.
Like, did you misplace the key somewhere? Like, what the fuck is going on?
No, the chat is funny.
I did.
The chat is funny. I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet the chat is willing to find you, though. I'm just saying that.
Oh, they're willing.
I'm willing to bet the chat's willing to find
I just feel like time is valuable, and the more like I give my time to men, and they just show me that it's just okay. Not all men are the same, but like some men. And all women, actually. Like, I don't know how to explain.
I feel like you need to get the fuck out wherever the fuck you're meeting these men. That's why you're meeting the same men.
I did.
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying.
I don't live here.
No, I'm saying, like, that's why you see the same men.
Can I tell you something as a man?
Like, look, right nowadays, girls go to clubs and they expect to find their men there. I'm the opposite.
Yeah, no.
I don't expect to find my man in a club. I don't want to meet a guy and it's like, oh, you're here spending money, buying bottles. Like, it's just different. I find my men wherever I feel like.
Clement, here's the one thing that you said that kind of stuck out to me, right? You're talking to multiple men, right? And that's cool. That's your life. It's cool. You deal with it however you want to. But you said, how do I find the right man? You find him by vetting him. And when I say vetting him, and I have a rule. The whole 1 year rule, I have it for everything. I think that you shouldn't have kids with anyone unless you're dating after a year. Right? You shouldn't like bring kids around certain people until you know them after a year. Like I even think you shouldn't have sex with guys until after a year. Granted, I know that's hard, but here's what happens. Most guys aren't going to wait 3 months. So the guy that waits a year, he's in it because he's in it. Does that make sense? In that year, he spent resources on you, time. He showed you what he's really about, right? So that's how you find these good guys.
Or he just has money and trying to fuck.
Ladies, it's not that hard. You sit here and make it complicated. Finding the right guy is not that hard. The right guy will fight for you. Doesn't matter what obstacles you put in front of him, he will fight for you. Okay. Another thing that I have a problem with is that you're saying you're taking your time, right? He's right. You know, the longer you go without a relationship, the more numb you become. Like you become desensitized to it.
100%.
And also, what I would say is this is your most valuable time, right? You going to school, getting your degree, making that money, guys don't really care about that. If you're attracting guys that do care about that, you're attracting the wrong guys.
And you can do that shit later. Like I keep
always
saying
there.
it, ladies, if you're
but
go to school in your 30s or 40s after you
but
have
I
a
don't
kid.
want to do that
Why?
because I don't want to be working by the time that I'm
No,
40 years
Into the
old.
mic, please.
By the time that I'm 40 years old, I don't want to be saying that I'm in school. You get what I mean? Like, I want to be done with my career. Like, I want to be able to say that by the age of 50 or something, I can be retired at home. Like, the longer you wait, the longer it takes for you to become retired.
Do you want to have kids?
I do want to have kids.
Okay, well then you're working backwards because the clock is on the kids, not on the school.
That doesn't.
No, let me tell you
Yeah,
something.
but-
I
The
have
clock
this lady
is-
that had 7 PhDs, and I asked her, "How the fuck you do that?" She told me, "School will always be there. I'll
That's
take
right.
one fucking class a semester. School will always be there. I'm gonna be this fucking. I'm never gonna have this time ever again,
Guys,
and you'll never have the time with
I'm
your family."
21. To
Yeah,
become
you
a
got
registered
time.
nurse takes 2 years.
Yeah.
I'll be 23 years old. I'm not planning on having kids right now. It's not
Okay.
on the top of my mind at
Re-
the moment.
But then
You know
I
what
feel like
mean?
once you do get that, you're gonna want more.
Yeah,
and more,
but
and
once
more.
I have the kids, I'll already be deep into being a registered nurse at the end of the day. You get what
Okay.
I mean? Like, you still have time to be with your family or not. Or if I want to continue that run
I feel
as
like
a
nurses
registered
and
nurse.
doctors spend a lot of time with their patients.
Yeah, but
more
it all
than they do with their
depends.
family.
But it all depends in the field that you're in. Every
Okay.
field is different.
Yo, can I
get what I
say
mean?
something respectfully? And number one, she's laughing at the chat. They're
No, I
going
know, I
off.
know.
Yeah.
Because
I know,
I
Jules.
saw you do the side eye.
No, I know, Jules. I know.
Here's what I say, right? It almost sounds like, respectfully, it almost sounds like you're preparing for like
the worst.
the
case
worst,
scenario.
right? Like you're preparing to like, yo, if I have to sustain myself. And even though I get it, ladies, look, one thing we don't say enough on this show is how hard it is to be a woman. We do not talk about that enough on this show. We talk about women, right? It is hard to be a woman. It's hard. Shit, it's hard to be a man. It's definitely hard to be a woman. And I said this the other show. If I was a woman, I would be the biggest slut. Yeah, I would be the biggest. I wouldn't know how to fucking deal with all that attention. With the attention that you guys get, especially as beautiful women, I wouldn't know how to fucking deal. I'd fuck everybody. But then I also wouldn't expect to be wifed up. You get me? Like I'm a little bit logical in that sense, right? Like I wouldn't have 100 bodies and then expect a guy to take me as I am, right? So I just think that from what you're saying, it sounds like you're almost like it's a defense mechanism.
It's not.
You're
like
Cuban, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there you
It's
go.
not like I'm preparing for the worst.
It's
It's
a
just I
safety
never
net.
really had a father figure in my life, and my father was like, he's there like on holidays and things like that, but that teaches you a lot, like on how to not settle for less. You get what I mean? So it's just like, and I know, like, before you say, like, you know, like girls without the dad, like, it's true. You get me? It does affect you in a kind of way because it makes you see men differently. Like that, your dad is your first heartbreak. Once your dad breaks your heart, like that's it, you start to see difference in other men, no matter if they're good men, good guys. You don't want to get to know them
Same
because
for
you already
mothers.
got your heart. Yeah,
Let me
same like
tell
your
you,
mother.
not everybody has a father or a mother that they grew up with as well. So you're just speaking based on your own experience.
I'm talking about myself.
No,
I'm not
yeah,
talking about
but
anybody else.
that,
I
but
agree
she's
with her
right.
too.
But she's right about that.
I'm
She's-
saying,
she's
like,
right
it's the
about that.
truth. When you have a dad who's a piece of shit and he abuses your mom or he does anything, like, you start to reflect towards that. Men start to scare you because you feel like they're gonna treat you the same way. Just like how Eric was speaking, that if you have a mom who's a whore who starts to bring them back and forth, you're not gonna want to talk to a female because you're gonna think that those females are gonna be the same as their mom.
100%.
So it's like that's how my situation right now. I had a father who was abusive and alcoholic with my mom, and I don't see men as a main priority for myself. Now everybody has a different way of thinking of it. Some people need men. I'm the type of woman that I'd rather go out and work for my money and become an RN and work the 12-hour shift than have a man maintain me. But that's my perspective. You get what I mean? Some girls might want to stay home and get maintained by a guy, but I don't want to go up to a guy and be like, babe, I need $30 to get my nails done. No, I want to be able to go and get my nails done and swipe my card on my own time.
The right
You get what I
man
mean?
doesn't need to fucking.
You don't need to ask.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fucking do it.
yeah, but at the end of the day, look, if you become single, right, that man walks out of your life, you stay without nothing, right?
Bro,
But or
That's
or,
the scary
I'm
part.
moving.
or also, if you're with a guy, right, and he loses everything, and your partner doesn't do anything, then you're both broke. You both have nothing coming for yourself. As a woman who works for her own money and a man who also does it, once the man has nothing, the woman is able to lift the man up as well. And a man might not want that, but at least your woman has as much power as you do.
Nah,
You don't
nah,
need
get-
to be a whatever the fuck you want to be in order to help and support your person. Because I was in that type of relationship where some shit just went down, and you know what? I had to be the one to pick up the fucking pieces. And yes, that's what you're supposed to fucking do in a relationship. If your fucking partner is
Okay.
down, why the fuck wouldn't you want to help him? Oh, because he's a man, he's supposed to do it. Yes, I get it. But if he's down on his luck, why the fuck wouldn't you want to support him until he gets back up?
Bruh.
I'm not saying.
I'm getting my passport and I'm moving. The
I'm
fuck
not
out of that, bro.
saying that like
Give me,
he-
take
No,
me to
this
Brazil.
is actually going worldwide really quick.
Take me
So-
to Brazil, bro. It's cool. I'll go
Don't
to
think-
Brazil
don't
or
think you're gonna get
Colombia
stayed
or
somewhere
Venezuela where the women are poor and they don't have this mentality.
Okay.
I would rather be with a poor woman who's not talking like you guys are talking than be with a woman who thinks she doesn't need a man and has the mentality that she just needs to not need a dude because she wants to work. I'm good on that, yo. Give me a girl who don't got nothing, and it's not because I want to take advantage of her and control her. It's more like, yo,
She'll
she
support
loves
you.
me for me, and she's
Yes.
not worried about this 1 foot in, 1 foot out bullshit that you guys are saying. I'm sorry, I'm good on
And
that.
let me know. We
Here's the
all
thing. Hold
go
on,
down
hold
on
on.
our luck
Yo,
too.
what you're describing right now, men in America almost never. Like, I saw this video of this guy. He's like a white American guy. He went to Thailand to find like a girlfriend, and he said that he was like he didn't want to move back because he said that over there they just treat you like a king, even if you don't have money. It's just the little simple stuff. She'll cook for you. She's just loving. She'll ask. Like, it's just it's a different whole environment. And men in America don't really get to feel that because the women here are just they're different, bro. And I don't. Okay, I'm big on accountability, obviously, but I think as a young woman, like as a girl, women are just, bro, from the beginning, right? Even me, I'm guilty of this. My daughter, bro, everything Disney. Disney. You're the princess. I call her princess. Hey, princess. What's up, princess? You know, I call her beautiful. I'm like, yo, you're the best little girl in the world. Like, you're the smartest little girl. Like, I'm inflating that ego from a young age, right?
Hell
But it's
yeah.
also because I want her to understand, like, you are everything. You don't need nobody else, right? But then they go to school. They hear that from boys. They hear that from teachers. They grow up through high school. Same thing, college, in the world. Look at the DMs. It's never ending for them, right? You can't help but almost feel empathetic for them, which is why I said earlier, like, yo, we as men, we don't know what it's like to be women. We'll never be in a woman's shoes, bro. All that attention, I don't blame these girls for being hoes. In a sense, I still think they should be value themselves enough. But bro, it's hard, bro. It's
so
really
easy.
It's hard.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question though. If women don't care about the plight of men, why should men care about the plight of women? Like, if you don't give a fuck that you're leaving dudes on scene, you're giving them fake phone numbers, you're giving them your real number, giving them your Instagram, then unfollow them later, doing all these little kid games that a lot of these girls do, why should we care about what women feel as far as dating or whatever?
Right.
In my opinion, bro, go out there, get what you need to get, move to wherever you need to move to find the girl that you are, whether it be in the United States or wherever else. That's what I tell a lot of men. I can't sit here and wait for women to get it right. Fix them. No, bro, I'm gonna die at 70. In my lifetime, I'm 35 years old. I'm actually a middle-aged man. In 35 years, I'll probably be close to dying or going down.
Because black don't crack.
Black don't crack. You're exactly right. So in my opinion, guys just need to take heed, take action, because women don't give a fuck about our problems. They're gonna fuck the winners. They're gonna fuck the guys in the fraternity. They're gonna fuck the basketball fucking point guard. They're going to do it naturally. They're gonna Raul Alejandro's gonna come and they're gonna fuck him, and right, all these fucking these Latino artists that come here, they're going to the concert. When Drake comes to Miami, you can't get girls for parties, bro. They don't, bro. When Future, I've met Future's girls, a lot of hoes he has, because I do a lot of DJing on yachts. I'm telling you, women do not care. They fuck the winners, and that's what they're gonna do. And it is what it is. And look at the podcast. We have a podcast right here. It's lit. If we were lame ass dudes that didn't have a podcast, they wouldn't be sitting here at no fucking table talking to us. So women don't realize you're around it all the time. They don't see those guys. They don't see those. The bus boy that brings them their fucking drinks, whatever. They don't care. So my whole thing is, they don't care. Why should you? It doesn't mean be mean to them. Just don't. Just
Here's,
go and do.
here's
Get
what
you
I
want.
say to that, and I'm gonna get to you in a second. Here's what I say to that. I know most men are invisible to almost all women. I get that 100%, right? The situation you're describing kind of reminds me of what happened in Hawaii, right? Hawaii had all those fires and all these people lost their homes, and then I saw The Rock and Oprah Winfrey like collabing, talking about like, yo, donate your money, like we're gonna send it to Hawaii, and I'm like, you're a fucking billionaire, bitch.
Why don't you donate your motherfucking
You're a
money?
fucking, and it was like,
Right.
and I saw this comment, and it was like, I don't trust billionaires asking poor people to donate money to people that have money. Does that make sense?
Right.
And I was like, yo, that's true. And that's essentially what you're saying right now. It's like women don't care about men, which is why men are killing themselves at such a high number. So why should we care about their problems? I get it 100%. But I think that that's also, you know, in Spider-Man, when the uncle says, with great power comes great responsibility, in a sense, bro, you know, we like to blame women for society, and you know, women are fucking up, but also men got to stand up too, bro.
Y'all created us
Like
too.
like
We're monsters.
we're supposed to be leaders. You know what I mean? I think if most men, I think if almost most of us stood up and actually led, I think women would kind of by nature kind of submit, but I don't think men are leading like that. You had something you wanted to add, right?
Yes. It was a collaboration of both of what you
Into the mic,
said.
please.
It was a collaboration of what both of you guys had said. You said something about, you know, you calling your daughters princess and everything is Disney, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you said something about how the women treat the men in the world, pretty much over here. So with your theory, you calling your daughter princess, there's a lot of men who complain about, okay, girls feel like they're the queen or they're the princess of the world, which, okay, a lot of people have fed that to them.
And you started it.
Growing in, no, here's the thing, right? The dad starts it.
I admitted that.
Here's the thing: the dads do started, or you know, their male figure do kind of started, or there's people who implement it, right? And
Because
to
they
the
want to set
female's
some
brain.
standards.
But here's the right: you have
Yeah.
that standard, but then you're never taught how to treat the man.
Correct.
So when he's saying, okay, there's women who, you feel me, you see this guy or you know what's going on, and you don't want to treat this guy accordingly because of X, Y, Z. But I can go somewhere else, and that same person can see me and treat me like I'm a king. Why is that?
Correct. But that's the thing, is what you just said is men don't really find women that can treat them like kings. However, if I'm talking to her and she has something that she wants me to do or change about myself, she could be like, okay, cool, you won't do it, but another man will. And she can actually find that, opposed to a guy. If I say, listen, I like you, but I want you to stop being friendly, you're like, nah, you're not going to change me. It's hard for me to find another girl that I'm willing to invest into.
True. But the reason being is because women are taught that we are the, you feel me, the queen.
Prize.
Right. We are the prize. We're not taught the men are the prize. In reality, the men are the prize. Like, we're both the prize.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Men are the prize. Like, y'all make the more money. You feel me? Y'all are the providers. Y'all are the protectors. So why would we not look at you guys as kings? But
I'm
the
sorry.
thing is,
Wait, can you say that again?
And remember, we were talking about traditions. It comes with traditions, though.
True.
Like in a traditional place, they tell you, you
but
gotta
not in
help your
America,
man out.
and that's why I said that. In
That's why I
America,
said it.
the
We
women here
lost it.
are shit.
Let
because
me explain something to you though, real quick. If I took what I make here, if I made 30K here or 40K here, and I
Shit,
moved to
you'd be set.
Venezuela or Colombia,
Brazil,
it doesn't change. I now become the 1%er. Do you understand? So the women here shit on guys that make 30 or 40K. But if I had a work from home job and could move and live in Brazil,
remote,
now I become, this is my, right? The guys who are rich here, this is their Brazil, this is their Cartagena, this is their Colombia, this is their Venezuela, because they can just pay a girl $500 and they just have all the fun. The rich guys are having a great time with you ladies. They're having fucking fun.
I have.
So if I go,
understanding
but if I go there, I'm not saying you work a mediocre job. I'm saying if you could work from home and make 30K being a customer service rep, but you could make that 30K or 40K in Venezuela, you are lit. You can now go to the store, go here, do that.
Exactly.
You times that by 5. You're now you make 200,000 a year.
Most men know that. Most women don't know that. They don't travel. They don't travel because
they don't have to.
Here's the thing: they don't travel and they don't have knowledge.
Okay,
it's being ignorant.
But women
it's being ignorant. But the thing is, you guys know that, and that's why they have the passport bros. You would never see passport females. You feel me?
Correct.
Because why? Why?
Because women don't have to travel.
Yeah.
No, it's not that we don't have to travel.
No,
it's not that we don't have to travel. We
are
don't
the
have
same.
the knowledge when we do travel. We're going for luxury. We're not
Yeah.
going for pleasure. We're not going for
Correct.
long term. We're going because
And
it looked like a
Let me
nice
have a
trip.
break.
And you don't have to travel to get men.
Correct.
You can
Correct.
just stay here and get men. Women are traveling for luxury because I can get dick here. Why would I go there? Or I can get
But I'm just
I
saying,
get attention here.
we
Why
were
would I go
taught
there?
here in America not like we don't know how to treat the men. I'm not saying me
You're
in
correct.
particular, but the women here don't know how to treat the men.
I agree.
100%. Listen, what she's saying is, and this, I've been through this in my lifetime, and with my kids, I see this. Like, I treat my son different than I do my daughter, right? My daughter is my fucking heart. My son is my legacy. That I gotta treat him tough. That's my legacy. I've been through shit. You might have to go through this shit too. My daughter will never have
But
to
that's
go
the
through.
real world. That's why.
Okay, but that's when my daughter will never have to go through the shit I went through because someone will always be there to save her as a woman. Someone will always be there to save her. So I get where she's coming from in that aspect. Shout out to you. You've been making some good points. But then again, listen, ladies, women that empathize with men usually have men that they care about.
Yeah.
Women that don't have men they care about, that they don't care about, don't empathize with men. You don't need to. It doesn't benefit you. You know, when you're raised up with brothers and you see them struggle and the world beats on them, you're like, that's not fucking fair. Right. So that's essentially what they're saying right here. And I will admit, women don't have to go anywhere for dick. They have a surplus of it right here, right here in America. Any other super chats real quick, man?
No, that's all right now.
Okay, ladies, you guys have been fucking amazing today, man. This was definitely for sure one of my favorite panels. Any questions that you guys have for the gentleman at all? Any questions? You have one over there.
I
What's
had
up?
one
Speaking
earlier,
to the
but
mic
it's-
though.
I had one earlier, but it's not relevant anymore.
No, it's okay. Just ask it though. And speaking to the mic though, like put it towards your mouth, not towards your nose. Go ahead.
Do you guys think it's okay to like be emotional when you're like in a relationship? Like, will you allow yourself to be like emotional with
That's a good
that
question.
girl?
That's
Like
a really
And for the
cry
ladies, and for the
or-
ladies,
What do you mean?
Do you think it's
cry
weak?
Hold on, let her
or-
finish.
How
Let
do
her
you
finish.
mean? Emotional.
And for like cry, expressing
Okay.
yourself, just anything in general, just be emotional, like just be vulnerable. But for ladies, will you call that weak? Because some ladies do call it weak and they won't allow it, and they'll be like, "Oh, my man's not man enough." But like I see it, and I'm like, "Yo, that's sad." Like I want my man to like be like, like that with me.
Real quick, you are the youngest, correct?
Yeah.
You are very wise for your age, bro.
Thank you. I
You're
appreciate
shout
that.
out to you. Like I the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, your thought process, I see it. Like shout out to you. I think the ladies aren't gonna be honest about this one though. I'll answer it as a guy, but I don't think the women are gonna be honest. I'm just gonna be honest. Me personally, it's hard, bro. The type of way I was wired, with the shit I've been through. I've seen people die in front of me. When I was 11, I saw my best friend get shot in front of me. I held him as he took his last breath.
Wow.
Like I was wired just not to fucking cry, right? I remember the one time I cried, I was in prison, and the one person that kind of was a father figure to me when I was a little kid, I was like 4 or 5 years old before I came to this country. My grandfather passed away, and I couldn't go see him. Like I couldn't, they weren't gonna like let me go and come back. You know what I mean? So it was like, I remember that was a hard time for me. But overall, as a man, you shouldn't cry in front of your girlfriend. You're gonna fucking get her emotional too. You're gonna get her anxious, scared. I don't think that's wise. And I think women lie when they say, "Oh, I want you to be emotional with me. I want you to cry. I want you to." I think they mean well, because they feel like they mean well, but in reality, I don't think it's smart. I don't know what the gentlemen think about that one.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever cried in front of a woman before. I think I did cry at my grandma's funeral, but I didn't there wasn't like
That's
my
different.
But that's a
girlfriend.
death, though.
Yeah,
That's
no,
a death.
I'm just saying. I'm just speaking about the last time I can remember that it happened. But yeah, never, not once have I.
And even if
ever-
it does, bro, you're holding that shit in.
Yeah,
like
you're trying.
you're like, oh.
and it's like just the one tear that comes
Yeah,
down. It's
bro.
not like a bawling.
Yeah.
Like females.
Yeah,
No,
like,
I
I still
don't-
have a normal looking face and I'm crying. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not like whining
Just
like a little
teary,
baby.
teary.
Yeah.
Basil, what about you?
I would never do it. I don't think it's physically possible in myself to cry in front of a
It's
girl.
possible.
Never say
Um,
never.
Yeah.
It's it unless like my mother dies or some family member dies, it's never possible. There's only one situation I would only cry about, but it wouldn't
Okay.
be that.
All right, cool. Ladies, real quick, honestly, be honest. Since you asked, I'm not gonna ask you, but would you care if your man cried in front of you? Yes or no?
No.
You would not care, right? Under any circumstances. Now we're not talking about just death. Under any, let's say he lost his job, he came home, he was like, "Yo, I lost my job, baby. I don't know what we're gonna do," and he's bawling out. He can trust you enough to do that in front of you.
Yeah, because that's literally why a lot of suicides happen, because men feel like they have to hold everything in to be strong or to look strong. just because you cry doesn't make you a weaker person. You're expressing how you feel, just how women do. Now, people like to do this thing where like women are women and men are men, and it's true, like they are. But that doesn't change the fact that everybody has the same exact heart, and everybody like should be able to express it the same way. Like if somebody wants to cry, they feel like they can trust you in order to do that. Now, if they can't cry in front of you, they don't trust you as much.
Okay, that's a good point. What about you?
I'll say no. I wouldn't judge them. I wouldn't judge them. It's more so like you're allowing your emotions to come out, and I have to be there to be your safe space. Now, if we're just boyfriend and girlfriend, I may look at you kind of crazy. I'm gonna ask you what's going on. Husband and wife, no, like
Okay.
no doubt.
Gotcha. What about you?
I feel like
I love how women start. I
It's-
feel
Because we
like
talk out of emotion.
I
We've told
feel
you so
like-
many fucking times.
I
Right.
do feel like it makes you look weak if you're like too sensitive.
Okay.
But at the same time, if my man is going through something like super big, like I'm gonna be like, you can
If
you,
you-
can let it out sometimes, but
If you guys are watching like a movie and
No.
he
Oh,
cries,
No. Only I
Like-
can be crying.
yeah,
That better be a very touching.
Like-
Like you can have a conversation with me.
I
and
feel
be
like
oh my
most
God, I
men
feel
cry
sad.
because they've had that experience and they're like, damn, I
You
can
better relate to
that.
that movie like it
Yeah,
was him.
yeah.
It better be
Some
him.
dudes cry during movies. I'm telling you.
Some, yeah,
they
do.
shouldn't cry during movies.
Has your boyfriend ever cried in front of you?
No.
No.
Interesting.
Would you see him differently if he did?
Yeah, depending on what the issue is. Yeah,
Okay. Why?
because he should be stronger.
Thank you. Yeah, that's good. That's
I
honesty.
appreciate the honesty, man.
Yeah.
Some people aren't honest. What about you?
I wouldn't care just because, like, I'm the type of person to not cry. So if I feel like I could be vulnerable towards you, I feel like it should be the same way.
Okay. All right, cool. What about you?
No, unless they're my friend, because I don't have any expectations of you to carry me or lead me. So as a friend, yeah, come and cry to me and tell me what you need. I'll be your friend. I'll be your support system. But as my man, like, go tell your fucking boys so they could tell you what the fuck to do, because they're more blunt than I am, because I'm gonna be nurturing, tell you, no, it's okay, baby, when it's really not okay.
Okay. What about you?
I don't mind if a man cries in front of me, if you're like a friend or maybe like my husband. But I feel like if you're my boyfriend and you're crying in front of me, it better be some serious,
Yeah.
some serious stuff for you to cry in front of me.
Okay.
Because I don't cry in front of men. So why are you crying in front of me?
Okay. So it's fair to say, gentlemen, the ones that are watching, don't cry in front of your girlfriends, man. And even the ones that do, listen, shout out to you. I genuinely think that you do have good intentions. And I think that a guy probably could come to you and cry and you probably wouldn't judge him. But I
You
don't
wouldn't look
know,
at him the
then.
same.
Maybe you
I was with somebody who would cry in front of me, and honestly, like, it just changes a lot of perspectives because it makes me
Into the
feel
mic.
like, you know, they trust me enough to cry in front of me. Because how everybody's saying it, half of these men haven't cried in front of a woman because they feel like they're gonna get judged by it. You get what I mean?
Exactly.
And now there's a lot of people, like gullible people, who lie and they're gonna tell you, yeah, it's okay. Now there's the type of women who are gonna tell you straight up, like, you're fucked. Like, you need to get your shit together. You need to do this. You need to do that. You get me? Like, it's just the type of woman that you're messing with, and that detains on if you can cry in front of them or not. Like, you start to see that when you're in the relationship yourself.
okay.
Yes, but I feel like men don't take account into a female have to say get your shit together versus a man telling
Well,
them
then
get your
But
shit together.
you don't know that. Then if your
Mm.
man doesn't take,
Man.
okay, right now, if you're in a relationship and you don't care about what opinions your partner has, then
It's not
then
not
what really-
caring. It's just that their ignition doesn't like
yeah, it should
go
be the
versus
same.
the
though, because-
competition for a man to be like,
No,
yo,
that's
get your shit together, and they'll be like, yeah, you're right, because you done that, I can fucking do that.
no, because
Okay.
at the end of the day, you're growing with your partner. You get what I mean? Like, yes, your boys are gonna be there. They're gonna be your moral support, but your person is the one that's gonna go up in life with you. So now, if you can't cry in front of them and they can't give you advice on how to become better themselves, then why are you with that person instead of a person who's gonna tell you go with your boys? So they can't even turn around and depend on their girlfriend for advice.
That's not what I said. I said don't cry in front of me. I never said don't come and talk to me
No,
about your
you
problems.
literally said go send them
No.
go to your boys for
no.
advice.
I said don't cry. If you're gonna cry about it, go to your boys. If you need something to be help and be
That's
supportive
literally
about,
what I just said.
no. If you're gonna be supportive in a sense, like, hey babe, I've been down on my luck and I need this shit. He's not crying to me. He's telling me what's going on. But you're bawling out, bro. I'm gonna see you differently because you're being too emotional. That now I'm just like, holy shit.
Mhm.
Some shit's going really down.
But what about your girl? Like, if you were in a let me ask. 'Cause you wouldn't even know. If
How do you
any-
know? How do you know?
Right.
Exactly.
Bullshit, Josh did.
If you were,
Never mind.
if your girl came up to you bawling,
Mhm.
would you see her as weak?
Of course not, because that's
'Cause
we're,
we're
we're
emotional
men.
Okay, I
beings.
understand.
But men
that.
have the same emotions that females do.
Right.
It's not.
There's no
It's
not the
difference.
We have emotions,
I
but
get
not
what
the
you mean.
same
This is-
emotions.
This is a double standard, and it's
Yes.
just the same way that there's a double standard for sex and bodies. That's also a double standard that men in society, when you cry, you're looked at as weak.
That's why the population for men suicide is so high, because people think that because they're men, they don't have any emotions. That's what I'm trying to say.
Or have to hold the weight of
But
the world on them.
everybody sees it differently. Now there's a woman who is afraid of having a weak man cry to them because they want to be the only weak person in the table. They don't want another weak person.
Okay.
So that's the problem with society
Exactly.
nowadays. But I'm different. You get what I mean? I mean,
Okay.
most
No, no,
girls
no.
are, a lot of girls are different. You know, I don't mind a guy crying in front of me because I'm the type of person to get you up on your
Okay.
ass. Whether it's, you know, telling you like you need to be alone for now and figure it the fuck out, or I'm gonna be right next to you and figure it the fuck out. You get what I mean? Like females nowadays is like, oh nah, like don't cry, you're a fucking pussy. Like, oh, you do this, you do that, and that's ugly. Then that's why
Right.
men go kill themselves
Right,
because
but on a
nobody values them.
on a grand scale, though, what Eric says is right. Don't cry, because most
Mm-hmm.
women will change. But you have a different experience, and that's cool.
Yeah. And Clement, I think you have good intentions. Here's the thing though, right? Like earlier you said, like, what if your man goes through a tough time? Well, let me be honest. If I go through a tough time, if I lose my job, there's other jobs out there. There's other side hustles out there. There's no reason why, as a man, I should be able to come tell my girlfriend, baby, I lost my job. I don't know how we're going to pay the bills. Well, go find a way. Go find a way. You know what I mean? And I think as men, we're just held to a different standard. We have to keep men to that standard. Otherwise, men will become weaker.
They'll
and
become females.
You don't want weak men. You don't want weak men around you, because then, you know.
No, if a man is crying all day long, then that's different. But you know, men do have their moments, and you have to be able to be there for your man when he's having that moment, not judge him because he's having his moment.
Okay. I one more question for you. Are you single by choice? Because earlier you said like, yo, I'm just taking my time. So are you single by choice? Like, do women choose to be single? You think you choose to be single?
I mean,
or is it because a guy, the right guy doesn't want you?
We choose the wrong man.
I mean, I think I'm single by choice. I think if I actually start looking, then I'll find somebody. You know, it's just
Okay. So single
I
by
don't
choice.
know. I don't know if that person would be the person that I see myself with.
Okay. What about you? Single by choice?
Single by choice.
Single by choice? Single by you're not single. Okay. What about you? Single by choice?
Yeah.
Yeah. You in a relationship?
I don't know.
It's a situationship by then, man.
Okay. All right. What about you? Single by choice?
I just got out of a relationship a year ago, so now we'll see. But I haven't.
Single by choice, yes or no?
At this point, I'm gonna say no
No? Okay. Why not?
because I would say that I haven't found somebody that I would put my whole fucking eggs in the basket.
Okay.
Therefore, they could decide whether they want to be with me or not.
Okay. Good point. Ladies, let me tell you something real quick. You are not single by choice. You are not single by choice. Ladies, respectfully, you don't choose relationships.
Right. The guy chooses you.
You do not choose relation. You choose sex.
Mhm.
That is your one, gift, I guess. You choose sex, and you choose it in a fucked up way, if I'm being honest, right? And you got to be careful who you choose it with, and when you choose it, and how you choose it, right? Men choose relationships. I have never in my life had a girl come to be like, I want to be with you, and I was like, yes, baby. Never. Every girl I've been with, I pursued her. And if a girl pursued me, I
You would think that's too masculine
I
for you.
would not want it.
No, yeah. 100%.
I kid you not. The baddest chick could come to me and I'd be like, cool.
What's wrong with you?
I'm about to smash.
Something's
I'm about to
up, right?
smash, but like I know I don't want, because it would just automatically give me like a weird vibe. Like, yo, you chasing everybody?
I mean, like single by choice, like I'm not answering anybody back. You get what I mean? So I don't know if that guy is there because I'm not giving anybody
the
the
one.
opportunity to get to know
Okay.
me. You get what I mean? Now, I'm sure if I answer one of the DMs, I'll find, somebody who's capable of being with me and capable of, doing everything. But I'm not giving any guy the chance to have that opportunity.
Okay, that's
So-
fair.
So you don't have anybody at the point that you talk to, you go out with, nothing.
No. I live 2 hours away from the distractions, the men.
But you did,
I mean, there's still
hold
men
on.
around.
But you did say you're
regardless.
courting multiple guys, though.
No, like I'll talk to somebody, like I was talking back and forth with some guy for a little bit, and I just felt like, remember, you probably don't remember, but in the first podcast ever that I've been here, I stated that it was a very traumatic relationship for me, and it
Correct.
very changed like a lot of perspective of men, and I know that not all men are the same, but in the mentality that I had, it's
Correct.
just like fuck that. Like no man had the chance for me. I ruined myself. I lost myself
Okay.
mentally, physically, like
Okay. Speaking to the mic, please.
And I was talking to some guy, and I just saw the traits there, like, oh, why are you taking so long to answer? Like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? And I didn't like that because those are traits that I brought from my last relationship.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
You're becoming the man you want to date. If that makes sense. Like you've been so traumatized, you're becoming the man you want to date. Like I'm being honest. This is what women do. You ladies become the man you want to date. This is why you want to go to school. You want to get a career.
We had a girl over there that chopped her hair off. What was it? 3 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago?
Yeah,
and became gay.
That was a girl that went off on me on the
Oh,
chat.
the one you said the dyke?
Yeah, she went off on me. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, she went off. She was like, "You're a misogynist. Fuck you."
Really?
Yeah,
She called me a
told him
clown.
that.
She called me a clown. I was like, "Bro, when you were here, I was respectful, right?" And
That's
it was
weird.
I had no problem. We had matter of fact. She was like, "Yo, I liked the podcast."
Yeah.
But when she left, she was like, "You're a clown. Fuck your podcast. Your podcast talks shit on women." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Bro, what podcast were you at? Fresh and Fit?" You know what I mean? So
He told her, why the fuck didn't you say it while you're here?
yeah, I was just like, "Yo, you could have talked to me
Yeah.
like respectfully as an adult. Like we could have talked about this." What I'm saying to you is this: I think that if you lower your standards, I'm just being honest, ladies, and think about this shit. This is gonna sound wild. But maybe if you lowered your standards and you paid attention to the guys that you don't normally pay attention to, you will find that there's some really fucking good guys out there.
100%. Yeah, I know that there's good guys out here. It's just
not
That
the
we
guys
want,
you want.
the better looking one, the
that,
richer
and it's just
one.
like I'm like honestly like I'm not looking. You get what I mean? Like I know like whatever masculinism like, but I want to finish school. Like that makes me happy. Whether I pursue it or I stop it for a guy who gives me the world, at least I get to say I have a fucking degree, and whether this guy leaves my life or not, I can pursue my dreams.
Okay.
But that's my mentality. You get what I mean? There's women out here who like to get babied and everything paid for, but that's the type of woman that once those guys leave, they get left with nothing. And it's like now you have to restart your life all over again by yourself.
Clement, you are respectfully, you are the reason why guys don't want to date women like you. You are so traumatized. Think about what you said. You are so traumatized that any guy that comes to meet you, right? He already has a standard, right? And he has to work through the fucking shit that your ex did. And most men, this is why when women are like, body count doesn't matter, you're giving away your pair bonding abilities. You're giving away your fucking soul, your energy, your everything. You guys are literally merging cells and shit. And you're talking about body count doesn't matter. You know what I mean? And then when a guy meets a girl that has a high body count, the trauma that comes with that woman is fucking crazy.
Yeah, but me chasing my dreams has nothing based on my trauma.
No, but I'm not talking about your dreams right now. I'm talking about in general. Yeah, I'm talking about in general. And
yeah, in general, 100%. Like I know that I'm traumatizing myself, and that's the reason why I haven't found the man, because it's gonna be hard for a man to love me in the conditions that I am. I understand that.
The problem is you're gonna attract what you are. And that's not gonna be okay. You're traumatized. And here's what I found out about women. Women tend to be healers, right? You tend to be healers. You guys will be going through imagine, bro, the worst. I've seen women literally go through the worst, and I'm talking about the worst. Think about the worst was like
be the softest thing in the world,
and they will be healers because it's like something about their trauma. Just once they want to heal the world. It's like I've been through so much shit. I want to heal the world. And guess what? Healers, right? Like people that take advantage of healers, they know exactly who the healers are, because the healers are like, I'm a healer, come take advantage of me, right? and you will love the shit out of this person. He will use the fuck out of you. Yes. He will leave you dry as fuck, and now you're fucked for like 2-3 years. You're still finding yourself 2 years later. You know what I mean? So like think about that for a second. This is why guys typically try to go for younger women that aren't traumatized, right? That don't have the emotional body. Like it just makes sense, ladies. I hope I'm coming through to you.
That's because they don't want to deal with all of that, because they didn't do nothing to you, that now they have to suffer the consequences.
That's why I'm not looking for anybody.
No.
I don't want a man to suffer the consequences.
But you gotta heal by yourself.
Like, I am healing by myself.
No. Meaning like you can't portray. Let's say he fucked me over. I can't say he's the same fucking way as this fucking person is, just because they're fucking men.
But that's not what
I'm saying. I feel like you're not giving anybody a chance.
Okay, first of all, let me say something real quick, because you're wrong about that. All black men cheat. So they're
That's not what I'm saying. I think you guys are misinterpreting.
It's the white men who cheat.
I think you guys are misinterpreting what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say that I'm not looking for a man. I am looking for a man. Now, right now, in the states that I am, yes, trauma has a lot to do to it. But why would I want to self-reflect my trauma on another man? He doesn't deserve it. So why am I going to look for a guy right now this second if I'm not looking for one? Why? Because it doesn't feel good to me. So I'm not going to date as a guy that at the same time, I'm going to be worried that he's not going to go out with anybody because right now my mind is like, no, that guy cannot go to a club right now. And that's a immature mentality, and I want to get out of my immature mentality before I pursue with another person and ruin something that could possibly be good because of the way that I'm thinking still.
Okay.
Have you ever
Like,
heard
that's
of
the
an
difference.
arranged marriage?
No. What are you trying to
Yes.
All right.
You want to tell them?
All right. So what you just described, pretty much, you should probably be in that category because it's more so you're looking crazy, but it's like you don't want somebody that dates. You feel me? You want to just get to the point if that is the case.
What? No, that's not at all
Arranged
what I'm
marriage.
saying.
If you were to be with somebody,
No.
you're saying you're not looking for nobody. Nobody's looking for you. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's an arranged marriage. If you want to be with somebody later on in life, you're only 21. Later on in life, you don't have to love that person. You can learn to love that person, but they do it all the time.
Wait.
So you're saying she should pursue arranged
I
marriage?
see what you're saying.
So you're
Yeah.
So do you know how arranged marriage works?
Yes, I do.
So if she said that her dad was not a father figure in her life, she doesn't have the mother.
I was
and
making
the
a
father
suggestion because
to-
she was saying that she did not want to look for anybody. You don't have to look for anybody with an arranged marriage.
So if your family doesn't arrange it to you,
right
who's
now.
gonna arrange it?
She's talking about right now.
Okay.
Her family can still arrange it. What you mean?
But her family's.
What are we talking
We're
about?
not saying
I'm
overall.
kinda lost.
She's
I'm
saying
lost.
if you don't want to
Goodbye.
look for anybody,
It's a
would
different
you rather
route.
have somebody else just to do it for you?
Yeah,
and that
but
way
like,
you're
why?
good?
Hold on, look. You made great
She has
points.
to
That
pick
I don't know
the
why
man that she
that.
Maybe that's a good
that was a
point for
little wild.
somebody else, but I don't know if you listened carefully.
heard
I
you.
said that my trauma.
You're 21. I heard
So
you.
if I don't want to find anybody myself, why would I let somebody else look for
You're
for
gonna
a
be
man
alone.
myself?
You'll be alone.
No, maybe
She
wants
never
to
said
right
I was
now
gonna
is not
be
the
alone.
time
She
for
wants
her.
to be
alone right
I literally said
with
that right now,
There's
this
nothing
moment.
wrong
I get it.
with
Wait,
Whatever.
Steve, are we or, like you lost her?
Okay.
That's okay.
She wants to be alone right now. There's nothing wrong
That's
with that.
okay.
First
Because
of all-
only the people who are under 25 are answering, so that's fine.
Okay, I will say this. Listen,
I don't think age
Clement,
has anything to do
It
with this.
does.
from the time that
Y'all
I
not
met you,
understanding.
Roll
Let
your
me
eyes
finish.
all you
Hold on,
want.
hold on, guys. One
Guys,
mic, one mic.
from the time that I met you, Clement, and like everything I know about you, I think you're a great woman. And I even like the way you're going about it in a sense, trying to heal. But hopefully, by the time you leave here, you understand also where we're coming from, right?
It always happens at the.
I know.
You notice how it's like we're talking about something like
Some serious
people are
shit,
dying
and
in the
you
world
fucking
and there's a
laughing.
fire. And
No,
then
I
Liz-
get them. I get
and
that
then
my time is ticking, and at the
Okay,
end of the
Elmo.
day, I get that my time is ticking. At the end of the day, I know the men, like whether I'm not looking for the men are probably not looking for me. That's fine. You get what I mean? I know my time is ticking. Like I
Okay.
know, like there's only so much guys want, and how fast, I don't know. I don't really know how to express it, to be honest.
No,
No,
okay.
I get
So
you.
it's
I
like,
get what
It's
you're
because
saying.
everybody's confusing me now with the different topics, so
No.
now I don't even
No,
remember
Clement,
what the fuck I
listen,
was talking about.
You're a great woman. I think you're going on the right path. I think you're doing okay. I just think hopefully, like I said, I just hope you understand that for men, right?
Yeah.
Like, first of all, I don't even understand why you're off the market. You're saying this because of you, and I get it. But what I'm saying is if the right guy came along, I think that if the right guy came along, like, bro, when I came into her life, I don't think she was planning to meet me, but I came and I was like,
Swoop.
yo, I want you, like, and she was like, okay, cool, let me find out if you're worth it. And clearly she thought I was. But if the right guy comes along, trust me, like,
Yeah, I'll give him the chance. It's not, guys. It's not like I'm not saying that I'm literally like not like closed. Like don't talk.
No,
to
that's
me.
why I asked you if you were still talking to people.
No, like
that's why
I'll
asked.
still invest my time in getting to know somebody. Now, if somebody approaches me and is like, no, like I want to get to know you. If they apply the pressure, that's what's gonna make me feel like yes, it's worth giving it a chance. Now, if I go out and I find the guy and I'm out of the club, right, and a guy comes up to me and he tries to talk to me, I'm not gonna want to give him the time of day because look where I'm meeting him. You get what I mean?
okay,
Now, if I'm at my job, right, and a freaking nurse or something, or somebody with like, high quality comes up to me and he tells me like, hey, look, I want to give it a shot. Like, I'll give him the time of day. I'm just not going to settle for none of these like guys that sell weed or do this, do that. And nowadays, people my age, that's what they're doing. And I don't find men older attractive. So it's like, I'm stuck in a dilemma of, waiting until I find the one for me. You get
Okay.
what I
You're
mean?
waiting for someone around
Okay,
your
guys,
age
guys,
to
real
have
quick.
it together.
Guys,
Exactly.
real quick. Okay, so
Damn, that's hard.
so we're gonna
Exactly.
get ready to wrap it up soon. But real quick, I want to play a game because it's getting a little tense. Okay, it's getting a little tense. So let's play a fun game real quick. Okay, we're gonna
Is
go
it
around.
always fun?
We're gonna go. Yes, it's always fun. So we're gonna go around the table real quick, and each lady's gonna tell me who you think the most masculine women on the table is. Okay.
Wait, really quick, Curtis, can you take that chat off the screen
Shout
because
out
my
to-
computer died and now I can't take it off.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
shout out
just
to
remove
shout out
it.
to the chat too, man. You guys you guys got Jules laughing hard over here. Okay, real quick. Who do you think is the most masculine woman on the table?
Myself.
Yourself. You know what? I would give you a where's the green flag? Okay. Who's the most masculine woman on the
I
table?
agree with her.
With her? Okay. What
Mhm.
about you?
I don't think anyone's masculine.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, that's
Why? Like we're all women.
Yo,
Like
click
what?
the X.
No, like we
Click the
portray
X.
being masculine.
No.
Just because we're
Yo,
women.
yes,
Bye.
None of us
Portray.
dress like men. None of us try to act like we're all women.
But you don't have to dress.
No,
just-
masculine is like in a way like that.
Trying to
like
play a
like
role.
me. Like I'm
I know,
masculine.
but the thing is, like, I don't understand that because I'm
because I'm
like,
not very
everyone in my-
feminine. Like I'm not sitting here like, oh, I need this and I did that. Like no, bro.
yeah,
like-
but the thing is, I don't think of it like that. Like everyone in my family is like that. Like how
Yeah.
say like
yeah, because we're
oh.
Cuban, so we're automatically like, we're
Exactly, so I don't
masculine,
understand
but
what you
it's
guys
just
are
'cause we're
saying.
Cuban.
Oh, wait, so
Nah,
you're,
bro, I'm
you're
Mexican
so
and
you're saying
really
that
like
in your
that too.
family you guys are so masculine that you don't even know what masculine
Yeah,
is.
exactly.
It's normal.
Oh my,
I
yeah,
don't understand.
bro, no bullshit. Like
That's
if you
wild.
weren't pretty, you would have such a hard life, bro.
What the hell?
No, I'm
You
dead
better tell
serious.
your-
Because you're like an airhead. No
No.
bullshit, bro. Yo,
Oh.
I asked her.
Literally
I
not.
asked her who was the most masculine. She's like nobody. Like come on.
I
you-
don't feel like. What
Okay,
do you want me to lie?
the truth is you don't want to offend anybody. If
No,
we're being
I don't
honest.
take offense from
I'll
that. I
tell
don't
a
think
bitch
that's
if she's
offensive
masculine,
at
I don't
all.
care.
Okay.
I think I would be offended if somebody told me I was too feminine.
Okay.
What?
We're gonna go around the
No,
table. We're
don't
gonna
say
hold on. We're
that.
gonna
We're gonna
finish,
finish it.
guys. We're gonna finish the game, and then the guys are gonna go ahead too. Okay. What about you? Who's the most masculine on the table?
Chris.
I am.
Chris. Okay. What about you?
I'm gonna have to go with her.
You're gonna go with her right here.
Mhm.
Okay. What about you?
I'm gonna go with her.
Go with her as well.
Thank
Okay.
you.
What about
Yeah.
you?
I think myself because I depend on girls doing it alone. I think that's all I've said on the whole podcast. That I'm more of like a me person than a guy taking care of me. So.
Okay. All right, chat. Let me know if you guys agree with Clement.
Who do you
What
think?
about you? Who do you think?
Respectfully, both of them.
Which one? Where you pointing?
He's like
Here?
Me and her.
He's
Me
like
and
right
her.
here.
Oh, okay.
Respectfully,
Yo,
though.
I like her so much, bro.
She keep it a buck.
She
She
just
keep
She
it a
better
honest.
say
buck.
respectfully.
She's
whoop
just
your ass.
honest, bro.
no,
Okay.
like
Wait till we get home.
Okay.
That's what I said.
All right.
Whoop your ass.
All right. All right. Real quick. Real
I
quick.
got you.
Okay. Now we're gonna do the opposite. Who do you think is the most marriageable on the table?
oh,
Wait, women?
Yes.
Women, right? Oh, okay.
Yes.
I want to say either.
She's too old. Don't
Do me a
look at her.
favor.
Don't, shut the fuck up. No one asked you for
Probably-
your opinion.
I don't know. I'm very specific.
Do me a favor.
with
Take
my
longer.
I think probably Rebecca or Clement.
Okay. That's fair. Okay. What about you?
I'm gonna go with her.
Her right here.
Mhm.
Okay. What about you?
Her.
Oh, it's funny when it comes to marriageable, right? You're good with
No,
that one,
yeah.
right?
Oh wait.
She's like, okay.
Marriageable. No, I
Because she's gonna
took
support
it
her
another
man.
way. I think marriageable.
What did you think I meant?
I-
Marriage
I
was
t-
pretty
I thought you meant like
self-explanatory.
who did I like? I don't know. I think
What?
Who would you marry? Wait,
Oh.
what?
She said, "Who we fucking? Fucking you, bitch."
That is pretty good.
Oh, I
wait,
took
no.
that wrong. I took that wrong.
I think she's keeping it a buck now.
Marriage material. In a
marriage
sense.
material. Probably her.
Her?
Yeah.
Her?
Because she's like a.
She didn't want to let nobody talk today.
But yeah, I like
Okay,
that. I
okay.
like that she's like feisty.
Okay. What about you?
I still think her because like she'll support her man. Like you know what I mean. So,
Okay,
yeah.
that's fair. What about you?
Her.
Her right here?
Not her.
At
Her.
the end.
Okay.
Mhm.
What about
Thank
you?
I mean, I'm saying her.
Her right here?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
Jules.
Jules? Okay. What about you?
Jules.
Jules? Okay.
I thought
Guys.
she was in the panel. We could have voted for you.
I didn't know anything.
Oh, wait, is
Hold
she?
on, guys,
Is
guys.
she?
She is. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Guys, isn't it funny that none of you guys nominated yourselves?
I thought we
Yeah,
weren't
because
allowed.
yeah,
no,
that,
no,
like that's not.
because it was negatively, you guys did nominate yourselves. Real quick, who do you think is the most marriageable?
Me.
You?
Of course, now you're gonna say that. Shut the fuck up.
No, I literally,
mean,
I just
I would say
typed that.
me.
I literally typed
Okay,
that.
all right.
Wait, Steve, what do you think?
We're gonna go to the guys. Hold on. First we're gonna do masculine, and then we'll do marriageable. So who's the most masculine to you?
Yeah, her.
Chris.
Chris.
Okay. Yeah, Chris was a man
Chris
in her
is
last
tough.
life.
She's tough.
It just transferred over.
Damn, if I had a penis and I got to choose to have a penis, I probably would.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Okay. All right. What
Yeah,
about
it's Chris.
you?
It's Chris.
Chris. Okay.
I'm sorry. I want to fuck other
That was
okay.
an
people.
easy choice.
Okay. So
That's because you guys know me.
I'm
for a
gonna be
while.
honest. Damn, I'm being biased here. It's Chris. I was gonna because I know her. I think
That's
she's
why
actually
I'm
pretty
saying
cool. But if I didn't know her, I would say you for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
You.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
that's
You
what
guys
was my next
know
list.
me. That's
Yeah.
why. But if you guys
Yeah.
didn't know me, like, and this is the first time.
Mhm.
Okay. All
be
right. So
different.
real quick, marriageable chat. Let me know who you guys agree with. Are we right or are we wrong? Real quick, who's the most
Ooh.
marriageable?
Her.
Her right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, I'm glad you said that, Steve. I'm glad
Okay.
you said that.
Yeah. You know what?
I was gonna say the same thing. Yeah.
Okay. Her too.
Yeah, she's silent. She speaks when
Right.
like spoken to. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Well, let me tell you
She's
something
very
about
put
the women
together.
from Brazil. You can't match them. You can't match women from Brazil. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
So
She said
whoever-
facts.
Facts.
Okay.
Shut up.
It's facts.
Okay, I'm kidding. But here's the thing. Listen, the reason why.
Wait, who
first-
would you pick?
bro? You already know who.
Go ahead.
What
say
I'm
it.
saying, if she wasn't here, you as well, because you come off a little bit more traditional, right? I personally, I'm not speaking for all guys, but I love a woman that knows when to talk.
Mhm.
I don't need you to talk over me, or like a woman that knows when to talk. For me, it just means that when you do talk, your word has some type of meaning, right? Like I'm listening because you're not talking all the time. I'm listening now. You have my attention. So shout out to you. Did we do?
Yeah, we did both.
We
Yeah, we
did
did.
both.
Marriage and we
Yeah.
did.
Okay, cool. Yeah, see the guys.
Yeah,
are pretty,
y'all chose me.
Yeah, and we picked the same. People.
Yeah, y'all chose
Really.
Can
me.
we
What do you
rate the
mean?
girls now?
but it goes to show you how simple men are.
Yeah.
Listen,
she
ladies,
rate
there's a
her?
lot of other people here. You guys are great. Like I think she's great, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I
never
fuck
said
with
she
Clement. Yeah.
wasn't.
Clement is great.
Yeah.
For me, it's the trauma for me. You know what I mean? It's the trauma. That's it. But
Yeah, but it's a good thing that she's trying to fix herself. She's not like these girls that are like all fucked up and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna keep getting into relationships. Like she doesn't want to fuck nobody else up. Like she wants to fix herself before she goes and
I
like
respect that.
pours it onto somebody else.
But here's the thing, though. Even as honest as you are, it's still something negative about that when we hear it as men, right?
Yeah,
like we don't want to
100%.
deal with that. So
'Cause
shout out
it's
to
like
you.
it's like why do I have to fix what the fuck somebody else broke? You know,
That's what I
like come
said.
healed. You
Yeah.
get me? Which is exactly what she
Yeah.
said. You get what I mean? So
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah, it has
You said something
negativities
right
and
now that's very
positivity.
profound, by the way.
What did I
Ladies,
say?
understand this, right? You said something that's very, very
Come
profound.
healed.
Men
No.
want you already healed, right? Like there's nothing worse than seeing a woman that you're absolutely infatuated with. You want to invest into this woman. You fell in love with this chick, right? You can't tell her you're in love yet, but you know, because as men, you know, when women come on here, they're like, I don't know, I've been dating for 9 months and I don't really know. You're not the one. You are not the one. A guy that's intentional, he'll let you know you are the one, right? But there's nothing worse than falling in love with a girl and she is broken. I don't want to fucking fix that. Fuck your ex. I don't give a fuck about your ex. Like, I don't want you to come with that trauma. That's the worst. And as much as men want to stay, it is a huge turn up. I don't want to have to coach you. I don't want to have to tell you how to act like a lady. I don't want to have to do none of that shit. I don't want you to be like, oh, you're gonna go cheat on me because my ex cheated. I don't want to deal with that shit. Like, it's a clean slate here. Right. So it's unfortunate because a lot of women bring their trauma into the next relationship.
Yeah.
Real quick, you guys want to do the rating game? Okay, cool. Let's do it. Ladies, real quick. We're gonna do the rating game. Does the chat agree with us, by the way? Do they agree with us?
With what?
As far as
Yes.
marriage or
They
material?
said me.
They said you? Oh, okay. Yo,
Of
fuck you,
course,
chat.
of course, the chat's
Fuck-
gonna say
fuck you,
Jules.
chat.
Come
Okay.
on now.
Real quick, ladies, we're gonna play a
They're
game.
still loyal to
But
Jules.
there are some people that said that if I wasn't here, they would agree that it would be her.
Oh, right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to Miss Brazil right here, man. Shout out to Miss Brazil. Brazil. Okay, cool. So real quick, and by the way, not all Brazilian women are like these guys. Don't get fooled. Don't get fooled. You go to Brazil, they're gonna rob your ass. Okay, be careful.
Steve gonna come back with one.
That is facts.
Brazil, he's going to Brazil in a week.
Yeah,
You
on
need to
Saturday.
buy a flip phone.
Yo.
If you
hear
come
me out.
broke, we already know
Hear me out.
why.
Go to Brazil and go to like a security bodyguard like company and be like, yo, I need me one of you,
Okay.
and then go out. You know what I mean?
No, he's saying it so you could put the fucking front and get more bitches.
My uncle has one of those if you want.
Yeah.
Damn.
for real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jules.
so we'll do that.
please.
We're gonna
So
move.
real quick, ladies, let's go ahead and rate each other from 1 to 10. We're only rating each other off one standard, just beauty, physical looks. Okay. So 1 to 10, 10 means you're perfect. 10 means that you're a model. 1 means you're ugly. 5 means you're average. average people actually look pretty good, guys. Okay, so real quick, we're gonna do that, and we'll start off with you right here. So I want you to rate her all the way on down, and Jules is included, by the way. So 1 to 10, what would you rate her?
Well, this is my sister, guys. So
No.
So be honest,
we're not.
'cause
rating-
that's your
hold on,
sister.
Hold on. Listen,
Okay.
ladies, listen. I went viral because of this very thing.
Mhm.
I told the ladies that we're gonna play a game based off this, and they're like, "Oh, but I feel like, because you invited me here." No. We're just inviting each other. I'm sorry. We're just rating each other off looks. Okay, that's
Okay.
it. Not off sisters or mindset.
Keep it a buck.
Just looks.
Sure.
1 to 10. What would you rate her right here?
a 7.
A 7. What would you rate her right here?
Because we have to.
Like a 6.
Okay, real
You
quick.
rated
Hold
her
on,
lower?
real quick. Okay, what you rate her a 6?
Just keep going. Just keep going.
Okay, what would you rate her right here?
A 6.
Okay, what would you rate her?
Okay, yo, next ladies,
Like
bro,
6.
please have your ratings in
I'm
your
sorry,
head.
you rate her a 6?
Mhm.
Okay, what would you rate her?
I'm gonna tell her the same thing I told her last time. She's like a 9.
She's like a 9.
I said 9 last time.
Okay, real
Still a
quick.
9.
Oh, yeah, I thought he was gonna do another one.
Okay, all right, cool. What would you rate her right here?
Rebecca, you're a 7.
She's a 7. Chat, let me know if you guys agree with her. Okay, so you're a 7. What is she right here?
Looking at her ass. What the fuck? Trying to check out her booty.
I want to say she's like a 7. as
She's a
well.
7. What would you rate yourself?
If I lost weight,
No.
Oh,
okay,
no.
now like a 6, like a
So
5 average.
on
I
her
think-
level? Hold on, so you rated her higher than her, but you're on her level.
We're gonna get to you
right
right now.
now.
We're gonna get to you.
Okay, all right. Listen.
I think I'm like a 6,
Okay. Yeah,
above average.
I'm glad. Listen, I love that women have feelings because reality doesn't give a fuck about it. Like facts and logic don't care about feelings. But shout out to you guys for having feelings. Okay, what about you? Short and concise, please.
Give you a 4. Give you a 6. 5. 5. 7. 6. I'm gonna give you a 3, babe.
And what about
3.
yourself?
She's a
Me?
3.
Shit. I'm gonna give myself a 6.
Okay, all right, cool. So now you go, starting from her.
I'll give her a 5, a 7, a 4, a 7.
Into the mic, please. Yo, what's up?
A 7, and I feel like both are 7s. Yeah.
Both are 7s?
Yeah.
And what would you rate yourself?
Like a 7.
Like a 7.
So you no.
Okay, whatever. Listen,
Everybody has their own.
you're pretty. That's a good thing right there. Okay, cool. I want you to go on, starting from her. Go ahead.
Okay, so 5, 7, 4, 7. You're 7. 7 and a 4.
Okay. What would you rate yourself?
I'm a 7.
Okay. Real quick, I want you to start off with her. Go.
5, 7, 6, 9, 7, 5,
Into the mic.
4, 5, 4,
5 and 4. And what would you rate yourself?
7.
7. Okay. I want you to start off with her. Go ahead.
Okay, so
Into the mic.
4, 7, 5, 7, 7, 6, 5,
What would you rate yourself?
6.
6. Okay. Starting from her, please. Go ahead.
I think everybody on the panel is a 5.
Okay. All right.
What about
Simple
yourself?
enough.
She plead the 5th.
Wait, including
Including
Jules,
yourself?
including Jules and this girl.
What would you
No,
rate
I was
yourself?
gonna say including yourself.
Jules a 10, but it's not that. It's just like when I see it as like a scale
Jules
of
is
1
a
through
10?
a 1 through 10 is like like Shakira or something.
No,
10. You
but
get
wait,
what
I
mean?
want
Like,
what I want to know is, do you include yourself on that 5?
like I know. I mean, I know I'm pretty. Like I know I'm pretty.
Who told you that?
The mirror, bitch. Tell him the mirror. Shut up, Eric.
That mirror right there in the
Okay.
bathroom that says no coke on the.
Okay.
No, like I know I'm pretty, but it's just there's prettier women out there. You get what I mean? Like I'm not gonna sit here and think I'm a 5
But
because
we're-
at the end of the day,
You
other
shouldn't
people is not
compare
gonna.
yourself though.
No, I know. No, I'm not comparing myself. I'm just saying like.
7's pretty high, honestly.
A
like-
5 is average. You get what I
5
mean?
is
Like
average.
I
I
don't
feel
look
like
like
5 is
I don't look
good.
like Beyonce. Nobody here
Okay,
looks like
but
fucking
here's the
Beyonce. So I'm
Oh,
not gonna
Beyonce's
say
not
Beyonce's
that.
not-
Hold on,
She's
hold
not
on.
the
well,
shit, bro.
unattractive.
Hold on. Can I
person.
say something real quick?
Yeah.
The problem with you rating everyone a 5 is that everyone here doesn't look the same.
Facts.
And then
Facts.
and the
Okay,
ladies,
so do you want me to
listen,
go
the
ahead?
ladies won't say this, but I actually think it's disrespectful.
Okay, I'll go
It's
again.
disrespectful to rate them all a 5 because I know if it was a fat ass nigga here and I was rated the same as him,
Yeah,
I'd be
he's
like,
like, come on, bro.
My
Like,
bitch, you know,
come on,
you
what you
know.
doing, bro? I'll be tight.
But that's her opinion.
But I say like a 5 because I feel like I find like little things about everybody. You get what I mean? Like if you want me
Okay.
to go like logically,
Come
like,
on, bro.
Let's just go to the next one.
Yeah,
You
just
just-
go to the next one.
Man, like, I
she's
just-
gonna explain it.
You get your turn based
All
on.
right,
all right,
everybody's a 5.
all right. What about you? Starting off with her, please. Go ahead. Into the mic.
5,
Okay.
6. You're a 7. I love natural. You're obviously a 10. There's no question about that. She look at her. She's gorgeous.
You're such
Okay,
a
next.
biter. You're such a biter.
Okay. What is
Okay, sorry.
He will rate me
Um,
after that. Don't worry.
You're 7, and you are a 6. You're a 7,
What would you rate yourself?
a 5.
A 5. Okay.
Why are you doing yourself like that, girl?
Hey,
you need more
influence-
self-love.
don't
You need more
influence your
self-love.
sister.
I don't want you to
No,
have
keep
more
it-
self-love because then you'll end up with
No.
35 bodies. And
I
you
just
what
know
mean?
what I
Nothing wrong
am.
with that.
I
Only an
know.
insecure man would care about that.
That's not true.
No.
No, actually, I think a secure man would care about that because a secure man wouldn't want a woman that has 35
I think a
bodies.
grown man isn't gonna sit here and be like,
I am
"Oh,
a grown
you've been
man.
with these many people." Like that doesn't really bother a grown man.
No, I am a grown man. He's a grown man, and he's a grown man. So does it bother you if you were dating a girl that had 35 bodies?
I wouldn't date.
Okay.
It's the face
Chat,
value.
let me know if you
Because
guys
she
are
had
pretty
35
grown over there
I
too.
wouldn't date you guys either.
I think I could
just
put
because
that.
like
That's
some
cool.
No,
guys
no,
have
hold on.
bodies,
You wouldn't
but
date
that's
me
just
because
me.
you wouldn't have a chance to. Let's keep it G.
No, that's not
No,
why.
but
You
that
just-
is why because the guys that you really want don't want you. The guys that you
But I don't
really
want nobody.
bro.
Who says I want somebody?
The
right
guys
now?
you want 35 niggas. Clearly, you want
But
somebody.
I made it clear yesterday that it's not 35 niggas. I've been with women as well. Like
Okay, 'cause you wanted 35 people, right? And a lot of them are guys. What I'm saying is the guys that you want don't want you. Okay, that's just a fact.
says who you?
Says clearly reality. I mean,
What's reality?
You have
to
a,
That's
you
your
have-
reality.
you have
though.
it's your
That's
reality.
your
You're the one that has
reality.
a baby father.
But
You're the one
what
that's
does it
not with
matter?
him.
You have a baby mama.
That's fine, but I chose not to be with her. That see, you can't use that argument with me because me
But
and you
you-
aren't the same.
Exactly.
Listen.
So you can't sit here
Look,
and be
if
like, oh,
I
you
wanted
have
to be
this
with my
and-
ex right now, I could be with my ex right now.
So could I?
But
and you
no,
could
no,
ask
no, no.
anybody
Listen,
in here.
okay.
Why is
listen.
he watching the podcast? Because
I don't
He
know
has
if
nothing
he's
better
watching
to
the
do.
podcast.
He
I
has
mean,
nothing
from
better
what
to
he
do.
told me, he told me a lot of shit about you, which I'm not gonna put out here into
but
the
I'm
internet.
saying he's here for a reason. Like
What I'm
if I
saying
really
is the
wanted to, I
the
could.
guys that you want don't want you. I promise you. Listen, let me tell you how I know that the guys you want don't want you. Because if the guy that really wants you, you're not gonna be single. You're not gonna be on the market. The guy that she wanted, she got. She's off the market. She's beautiful. She can have whatever guy. Bro, I like when we go out, I'm always like, well, this is what comes with having a
With beauty.
baddie. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. Like if the guy that you want wants you, you're not gonna be on the market. That's why I'm telling you. Like, bro,
But I don't want
Because you'll
nobody.
make it known.
I don't want nobody.
And your baby
Hey,
daddy
you're-
said in the comments right now that he does not want you.
Why is, okay, guess who's driving his car?
But
Guess
hold
what
on.
car is outside
Okay.
right now?
All
Whose
right.
car am I driving?
No, but I feel
But hold
like
on.
that.
He
He
has
has your
Hold on, hold on,
child, man. He's
Stop,
trying to be a
stop,
good
stop.
father.
Stop,
You're
stop, stop.
entitled.
Definitely not
Marilyn, you're
lying.
capping because you told me he saw that you were on the show from your story the other day.
Mhm.
So he's watching it because you posted the link. It's not because
But he doesn't have to sit here and click it.
I mean he's gonna watch it if you're on
Why?
it. You're acting like you don't know why he's watching it.
Let me
You
tell
posted
you
the
why
link.
he's
doesn't have
watching.
He still
to watch
follows
it.
you.
He
You
doesn't
still
have to watch it.
represent
You're
him
right,
in a
but
sense.
he's
Correct.
watching it
And the
because
kid.
you
Can I,
posted.
Yo,
let me
he
say,
said
you
get
still
him on the
represent
show.
him in a sense because he has a child with you. If he wasn't with you, he had nothing with you, then yeah, he doesn't represent you. You don't represent him.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, you're still gonna deal with him forever because you do have a child with him. So therefore,
Mhm.
you still represent him in a sense, and your child represents him and you. So therefore,
Yeah,
that's why
guys,
he's
we're going on
looking.
like 3.5
Yeah,
hours.
I know,
Let's-
I know.
Yeah, and by the way, it's kind of sad the way that you talk about him because of how much he has been saying on the chat. You have been a terrible, not only mother but person to him for himself. The fact that you are neglecting your child in a sense because he just put you out there in
Who's
the whole chat.
neglecting their child?
No, he just put you out there in the whole chat. I'm gonna just let you know.
That's what he's saying.
So
That's what he's saying.
Okay.
and how he tries to act with you to still try to better you as a person, but you still don't take no accountability whatsoever, and you just think the world runs around you. It's really sad
No,
because
I
one
don't
day you're
think
gonna hit
that.
that wall and you're gonna self-reflect so badly, and it's gonna be bad for you.
Okay, nobody wants to be with him, and that's why he's mad, and that's why he's watching the show.
Okay. Listen,
That's on
and I
him.
understand that women operate our feelings. But I'm telling you respectfully, if the guy you wanted you, you would not be on the market. That's all I'm saying. You can sit here and get mad at me all you want. I think it's only fair that the ladies rate us. I know we got to get going soon. They can rate us, and then I guess you guys, we got to.
I mean, I'm gonna run it quick.
Okay, real quick. Nah, bro, it's okay, cool. Yeah, usually we'll let them stand up, but you know what? Fuck it, let's go ahead and do it, man.
Send me $100.
All right.
Damn, girl.
See,
Wait. I'm sorry.
I
What'd
mean,
say?
you probably got the Cash App in your bio, huh?
Speaking to the
Yeah,
mic.
she does.
No, I was like, send me $100 super.
$100 for what? You guys speaking to the mic.
Look.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Now we're gonna do the rating game. I think it's only fair that the ladies rate us as well. I want to know what the chat thinks, and then we're gonna rate you guys. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I want you to rate him, myself, and then him from 1 to 10 off the same standards, not off the fact that we've been going back and forth or whatever, not off my height, just the same standards. Okay. So go ahead.
2, 3,
Okay.
5,
5. Okay.
4.
Hey, hold on. What the hell?
Hey,
Yeah,
listen.
4.5.
I haven't seen your eyes, and I have to.
Okay.
I can't go
To
without
be
the glasses.
fair, this is let them rate us. Okay. Okay. What about
Since
you?
you don't like the numbers, I'm just say 666.
666. Okay. So we're all 666.
I've said it before.
Go ahead. Into the mic, please.
Okay. 755.
755. Okay. Go ahead. No. Okay.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with
Him first.
777.
777. Okay. What about you?
Yeah.
Triple
Clementine?
fours.
Triple fours. Okay. What about you?
I agree with her. 755.
755. Okay, cool. Thank you, ladies. Appreciate it. Do you notice that whenever it comes to women rating men, you guys are a little bit
That
more
shit's so
honest?
easy and it's so quick too. They like, yep,
You got-
triple
but
fours.
you-
Yeah, because girls are more judgmental, to be honest.
No, I feel like
They're
girls are more
easier to
sensitive.
judge.
We're too
No,
nice.
we're sensitive.
Sensitive.
We're
Okay,
sensitive.
but
That's all it
nobody's
is.
feelings.
I think, and again, ladies, respectfully to all of you, I think there's just a level. First of all, it's like her earlier. She jumped to your rescue. There's something about women, you don't want to hurt each other's feelings, and that's okay. Fine, it is what it is. But you have to also understand that you'll never get better if you don't hold each other accountable. If you're not honest with each other, men, I'll tell my boys, you ugly as fuck. I'll tell them real easy. I don't care. I'll tell them their clothes look bad. I'll tell whatever comes to my mind. I'm just like, yo, boom, right? And we grow respect for each other. You know, we grow a level of respect for each other because of that. Real quick, I think it's only fair that we rate the ladies too now. We're gonna start off with you.
5, 6, 5, 6, 6, 6, 3.
Okay. All right. Go.
4, 5, 4, 6, 6, 6, 4.
Okay. Cool. I'll give you 5, 6. Give you 5, 6. Give you a 6. Give you a 5. Give you a 3.
Oh, it went down, huh?
Yo, Chris is always hard, bro. Every time I get to her, I pause. I'm like, fuck, is she a 5 or a 6?
Because you take my age into account. That's why you think it's so hard, because you know me. That's why.
Nah, sometimes you look like good on days, and then sometimes not. It
Bitch,
has
y'all
nothing to do with your
rushed
age.
me today.
It's nothing to do with your age.
You're welcome. I'm here.
That
Fuck
is
y'all.
so messed up. That is so.
Let's keep it in a bug. I'm not about to
I know.
lie.
The time he fucking noticed, he's like, "You're wearing makeup."
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
No, listen,
I peep.
ladies, real quick. Shout out to you guys, man. Make sure you guys like the video, man. You guys have had Jules over here cracking up the whole fucking time to the point where Clement was like, "Who the fuck is this bitch laughing at?" Clement gave it a side eye real
I
quick.
want to know what Jules is laughing at because I want to laugh too. Because at one point everybody was screaming.
Yo,
I'm like,
this is
"Fuck,
why
I
we
want to be on her level.
This is why we tell you to, like, when you're not
Don't pay
here,
attention.
we tell you guys to tune into the chat because the chat is fucking funny,
They're
bro.
hilarious.
They're
They're
funny.
hilarious.
Like the chat has its own little world in there. That,
Yes,
you know,
everybody knows each other in
Talking
there.
shit
They
about
know-
everything.
It's like a family.
she tells me,
Not
right?
like
She'll
it's a family.
tell me when we go home. She's like, "Yo, you should read the chat during the show." I was like, "Bro, if I read the chat, I would not be able to
Paying
focus.
attention. No.
I would not be able to. They would literally crack me up."
Every time I go on chat, they always want me here, but there wasn't that many good questions, chat.
Really?
No.
Damn, I think
Yeah, that's true.
I
That's
think there
true.
was bad-
That's very true.
Every time I go, is where's Clement? Where's Clement? Yeah,
Yeah.
I have
And
bad
to
questions
be
today.
fair, I don't think it was. I think it's the amount of girls that we have on the panel.
Yeah.
I think it's also the fact that Chris interrupted every single person that talked.
Facts.
And maybe if you had less people, you could
Yeah.
have talked a little more. And I think that's what you were looking for. You didn't also want to interrupt other people talking. So
Yes, I was there like, oh,
Yeah.
you know what?
Also
That's how I was
didn't
like
use
doing
your
the raising my hand.
Yeah, yeah. And Clement, I would be willing to bet that one of our viewers would probably love to take you out, man. I think.
Yo, were you fucking with Jose?
Would you like to?
Who's Jose?
Jose,
The guy who was on
the guy in the
Instagram.
gym. You
Oh,
fuck
He's
with-
a
he's
professional
still on
MMA
here.
fighter.
No.
He's
He's a professional MMA
why
fighter.
not?
He'll
She just
protect
has
you.
face. You see
No,
her?
he wasn't my type. I said he was.
Yeah,
not,
she
his
just-
face
yeah,
wasn't
she said
attractive.
no.
I mean, that's the years
Wow,
right
look
there.
at him. Professional
Wow.
MMA fighter.
That's okay. That
Did he
just
say
made
he
me.
was gay?
That just made me.
No,
No.
the guy that super chatted was gay.
David.
Put some respect on
Hi,
Jose.
Jose is not
David.
gay, everybody, for the record.
Okay.
Respectfully, I
But,
disrespected
can,
you. My bad.
can I tell you something though?
Yeah.
Guys that you're not looking at.
Are you gonna be the best guy that's gonna happen? To
So,
me?
ladies, doesn't that make sense to just maybe lower your standards
No.
a little bit?
I shouldn't lower my standards to me.
Okay.
Because men
Okay.
just want a girl that's gonna be
Maybe
quiet.
maybe
and,
I could find the guy who's attractive and tall, and he meets my standards.
He's got to
you know
be
what I mean?
tall though. He's got
Yeah.
to be tall.
Do you
has to
think that
be.
like
Dude, do you
that
see how
comes?
tall I am? I'm like 5'10" with heels on.
I get that. I get
Damn,
that.
those heels are fucking
No,
big.
and bro, she
I'm
I feel like women have more standards when they're younger, and then I feel like once
And
you get older, you
pay attention.
realize, you know what? I'd rather be happy.
pay attention.
Like
Li-
I
li-
want to be happy with somebody.
Yes.
He doesn't have to fulfill every fucking single box. But
Yes.
the main ones, shit, those are the that matters to me.
For the young ladies,
Yeah,
listen,
exactly.
for the young ladies on this panel, respect your elders. She's
Oh, I
telling you,
backhands.
she's telling you right now, as you get older, because she's old, that your standards are gonna lower. Why? Because you have no choice. Like
You still got
I mean,
to
we
talk.
got choices. Don't. We
I-
got choices. It's just that
you're
there's
30,
not that many
you're
choices.
33
Shut
and you're
up.
single.
I said not that many.
Okay. Now
So
Since I've gotten
let me talk to.
Since I've gotten older, yeah, a lot of things that I used to be like, no, like this man has to have this has changed, but height is still a big thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
I
cool.
guess.
Ladies, I want to thank you so much for just being here today.
Of
Jesus
course.
Christ,
Jules.
Jules, let me see, dude. Let me see, Jules.
Okay, ladies, real quick. I want to get your thoughts on the show.
Chaotic,
Chaotic, okay.
but overall, it was a good day.
Hey, you're honestly one of my favorite guests,
Yeah, you're super dope.
and
You're super
we've
dope.
had a lot of guests
Yep.
here.
It's because
I
she's very
appreciate that.
mellow.
I appreciate
I
that.
love
You're
that.
really, I think,
and you listen. You
Because
try
you
to
stay
you know,
quiet and you don't talk back.
yo, listen,
That-
whatever, right? And that's cool. But what I'm from my perspective, right? We're the host here. I'm telling you, you stand out.
Yeah.
And hopefully you keep yourself surrounded around good people like yourself. Okay. And I think that you have a bright future ahead of you. Like you're really smart. I will give you that. I wish more people in your generation were as smart as you.
Yeah, I said this before the
Thank you.
podcast. I was like, bro, the fact that you don't even bring your phone around with you, like your Instagram private, and you only follows 53 people, like, bro,
Yeah.
that says a lot.
I don't know why the apple fell so far from the tree.
We didn't
You know what I mean?
go through Instagram.
Everybody goes through their own ways, you know.
Okay.
Everybody's experience is different. You can't compare at the end of the day because at the end of the day, you're not that person.
Bro,
Hey,
you are
what's that
just-
saying you say?
She's just so wise,
What's that
bro.
saying you say about that the wise people? Wise people learn from their,
So smart people learn from their mistakes. Wise people learn from the mistakes of others.
and that's what she did.
Yeah. And you know what? Shout out to you. I really appreciate
How
you.
far apart are you guys from each other?
4 years.
Okay, yeah, because I have an older sister that's 4 years older
Okay.
than me. And
Yeah.
But we're all
Same
4
sh-
years apart. Me, her, and my older sister, we're all 4 years apart.
Yeah. And listen, the older siblings usually are the ones that make most of the mistakes anyways. So I think, because people usually learn. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. What about you? Thoughts on the show?
It's an eye opener. It makes you change a lot of perspectives in how you think of things. So yeah,
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I've been here before. I don't know, guys. I like the podcast.
Do
I
you
just go-
feel you getting real close to my man's right
Yeah,
there?
she was.
God
huh?
damn.
Yo,
Yeah. I kind of felt the brush up on it.
I don't know if you
was
like the podcast or you're
better
just like.
chill. Curtis
Yeah.
gonna be mad. You
Bro.
better watch out, Steve.
Bro, she said I learned a lot today.
I was scratching myself.
Shout out to you, Clem.
he
Yo,
can
for
scratch it for you.
Clem.
Guys,
For-
don't torture me. I drove 2 hours for this.
Clem, from the first time that you
Dang.
came here,
Props to you.
from the first time that you came here till now, you have grown as a woman, and I commend you for that because it's not often that people come back. It's not often that people come back and we can say that about them.
And if you guys are curious, my body count's still 4.
It's still 4. Shout out to you. She's going back to the third guy,
Right.
to the fourth guy. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You know, girls do that, right?
Yeah,
They're
they
like,
go back because they don't want another body, so they gonna go back
No,
to the
I
owner,
said
yeah.
that because I don't remember who it was, but in the last podcast we were like, "Oh, let's see if when you come back,
I
it's still
said
the
that.
same." It
I
was you,
said that,
right?
yeah.
So, I was,
So you guys
I'm
rather
letting you
them
know.
go back to the person?
I would.
That's
Okay.
smart. That's smarter.
Okay, that's what
Yeah,
I was
I would.
about to
Why
say.
add
like,
another body?
Okay.
Okay,
Real
thank-
quick, I want to thank you for coming too. You came a long way, and honestly, I love to have women with your perspective on here because it's not often that we get women that see things from a male's perspective. So thank you so much. Thoughts on the show?
No problem.
Speaking to the mic, please.
It was cool. That was it.
Okay. That's very profound. Okay, what about you? Thoughts on the show, please.
It was nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You barely
It
talked
was
though.
my first time.
Yeah,
so.
okay. We gotta have you back because this time you barely talked. And shout out to your man
Sorry.
too. Let me tell you something about you.
Yes.
The way that a woman behaves represents her man. And the fact that you have a boyfriend, it speaks volumes about him. I don't know about these guys, but I have respect for your man just because of the way you carry yourself. And that's what I always try to preach to women. I'm like, listen, the way you carry yourself is the way guys are gonna say that guy right there is in control. He's a leader because his girl's not out here just embarrassing him, acting slutty, doing all this dumb shit, right? So shout out to you. Shout out to your man. Hopefully he's out there watching, subscribing, right? Shout out to you, bro. What about you? Thoughts on the show?
I liked it, even though I don't always agree, but
Okay.
I like to listen.
You yelled a lot today, though.
No,
on the
I
show.
didn't. I did barely talk.
I'm just kidding. Shout out to you. What about you? Thoughts on the show?
I always like to be here. Thanks for having me.
I appreciate you. Thank you. What about you? Thoughts on the show? You were everybody's favorite today.
I'm sure. And I don't care less.
My favorite.
Okay. Listen, there's a
I just
beautiful
feel
thing
like
about
I
that.
disagree. I'm not the type of person to sit here and be like, yeah, I agree with what you're saying. No, like if I don't
You don't
disagree
need
with what you're saying, I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you and I'm gonna say what's on my mind and that's it. Like
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't care if people like me
Can
or
I
not.
let me interject real
That's
quick.
just how I am. I'm
I used to
sorry.
have your attitude, and that shit got me fucked up in life. And let me tell you,
Stay quiet.
listen, it got me really messed up in life, and I cut a lot of bridges with successful people. I'm talking about famous
I mean,
people.
I'm just saying, like, not
Let-
everybody's gonna agree with what
let-
you say,
let-
and that's
let-
okay.
listen, I don't
like,
want- I
not
don't-
everybody needs
Yo,
to
listen.
agree with
Before
you.
the show, I don't tell people agree with what I say.
No, I know.
I never tell them
I'm-
that. I say this all the time. I actually get along with people that disagree with me because
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like it's
but-
better
but-
like that.
but
and-
in respect too, like there's some things that is just logical for me. I will never respect some of your viewpoints. You know what I mean?
and I
Now-
can say the same, and I can say the same for you.
Okay, that's
But
fair.
we don't have to. Like, we could agree to disagree.
Yeah, and that's I
And
think
it's
that's what we
best-
do.
It's best like
respectfully.
it's best like that than us like. I'm not gonna fake the funk. I'm sorry.
No, I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. Okay, cool. What about you? Thoughts on the show? Thoughts
It
on the
was-
chat?
it was-
What's up with you in the chat, man?
I think it
That's
should
for the
be
chat?
that's on the panel, maybe.
Bro,
That's
yeah.
on the show. She's
Bro,
always on the show.
I think I'm gonna give my perspective from the chat, from the chat on the show. I
Okay.
think the chat think it was a good idea.
Okay.
I mean, a good show.
Okay.
They did get annoying with you a little bit.
Don't go
Okay.
fuck. If you have my number, call me.
They love you.
Okay, they love Clement.
Yes.
Is that what they said?
I love you guys too.
They also think the same thing about you guys. How did that occur? Because you're so different from what your sister is, and it's kind of like, I guess, bizarre to see because you guys are in the same household. So
Yeah.
I don't
Not
know.
really. Different lives, different ages.
But I think it was a good show. I think they liked it overall. It was very entertaining, and I just feel like maybe next time we need to figure out a way to let people speak without getting cut
It's
off.
hard.
What happened to
man.
the red flags and all
We
that
should have a
other shit?
button.
Yeah.
Whoever
Like,
presses it
like
first.
because
Every time
because you guys
Chris
cut each other
speaks.
off so much, and
Shouldn't
it's
invite me
really
next
hard
time.
to keep on.
Nah, Chris is a great guest, man, and she's just very outspoken, as you guys can
They
see.
say you have a smoker voice.
I lost my voice from screaming at fucking people all night. I work at the fucking.
They said you sound like a cigarette
Yeah,
man.
yo, someone in
I
the
have a squeakier voice.
Would
It's
you
even
go
more
out with
annoying.
someone in the chat? Someone that could maybe make you a little submissive?
You guys, I already told you this.
Super Sun Taco.
I am super submissive. I just don't do it to everybody.
Okay.
Like I have to have somebody that is
Okay.
willing.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you the famous question that Basil says, but don't you think that being masculine also
Pushes away.
repels men that may be interested in you?
But that's the thing. I choose to be masculine with who I want.
Uh-huh.
'Cause
But
if
no,
there's-
you're not getting what
No,
I'm saying.
come on.
When
Yeah,
I-
yeah. I do feel like it does.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
100%.
then, what isn't that like
Plus,
counterproductive?
Let me tell you why I do it mostly, especially a lot, is the way where I work at.
Mhm.
So many people are just so like, let me do this, let me do that, and I'm
Mhm.
just like, shut the fuck up. I know why you come to a strip club for. Like, You come here to see some ass titties
no,
and get vagina.
No one's told you to sell pussy though.
No. I'm saying like where I bartend, where I'm a waitress. I don't
know.
sell pussy, motherfucker.
I feel like the right
Shit.
man knows how to like make a woman submissive.
Not only that, I have to push away so many people and be like, no, leave me alone. No, leave me alone. No, leave me alone. That I got kind of used to it.
Okay.
And also, I was in a relationship for 9 years that I just got out of like a year ago.
Okay.
That I had to say no because I wanted to. 1, 2, because I respect my person. That it also became a habit.
Okay. Real quick. Fuck, what was your name? Marilyn. Here's my honest advice and my honest wishes for you. I hope, because we're gonna end the show here, I hope that you and your ex end up working things out for your kid. Okay, it may not happen, but I'm telling you, like, I'm a father, and even to this day, like, there is a part of me that I'm like, yo, I could have given my kids that family. You know what I mean? Because family is the nucleus of everything. And so you guys are still young. The thing is, there seems to be a lot of fucking trauma there. That's my only advice to you. Thank you so much for coming. Chat, I want to thank you guys for tuning in with us, man. It's a Sunday. It's a holiday tomorrow. You guys were amazing.
Thank you, guys.
The super chatters, thank you guys so much, man. Everything you guys donate goes right back into the fucking show. Ladies, thank you guys again. We'll see you guys on Wednesday, man, for the nighttime show.
Bye.
Oh no. I would have touched you with a fucking stick. Oh, my